Hello, and welcome back to Wands and Wizards, a Nat 13 D&D game.
Sorry.
My name is August Schmidt. I'm your headmaster for this game, and with me are the Hogwarts students. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yay.
Hello.
Yeah.
For those just entering or for those returning, last we left our students a wild cacophony of magic and wonder and families and wands, as each of our students had the ability to go shopping for their first year at Hogwarts. Coming from all parts of the world, or should I say mostly the English and New World, as students from America, France, and Scotland, as well as, you know, your traditional London and sometimes out in the parts, all appeared in Diagon Alley to buy their books, different spells and potions, and supplies. Each was able to receive their wand and was able to make it to Hogwarts. As you were all just sorted into your houses, again, beautiful flickering candles that adorn the ceiling into the night sky. All of you now, very delicious food in your stomachs, as dessert is just now finally finishing up. The last of it disappearing away from the tables.
Feels like it's been a week since we've had that
It's
dinner.
been a week since that dinner. Man, you're all so hungry. No, but as dessert subsides and as announcements have finished, a huge uproar, of course, was heard throughout the hall as the headmistress McGonagall introduced the newest member of the staff, Professor Harry Potter, who will be teaching Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Who knows about him? Anybody heard about this Harry Potter dude?
All of you, again,
Except the Americans.
except the Americans,
No, I feel like we still would have.
to varying degrees, all of
It'd be
you
like knowing
have heard this story. This is kind of current news. This was only, a little over 2 decades ago that this kid, at the age of 17, defeated the darkest wizard of our age, Lord Voldemort, bringing peace to the entire wizarding world. Went on to become head order and, you know, huge reforms throughout the ministry. Multiple peers of that year have become notable heads of state or teachers, right? Like, this was kind of big, and you guys are just now on the recess, right? Even though you weren't alive for it. I think a great example, of course, is for in America, you know, the events of 9/11. Like, you know, there are children who, even though you're just 11 years old, it's still something everyone is well known and talked about. As you are all sitting there in the Great Hall, you are all able to look up and scan the heads of houses, the other teachers, and easily can settle upon this man. Dark, very messy hair that has been groomed enough that it is apparent from even where you sit, the faint lightning bolt scar, which has come to be such a symbol of freedom and order in the wizarding world. This man, definitely into now Middle Ages, doesn't seem very perturbed by the excitement that is now erupted through the hall. As you could guess, this is kind of a celebrity. You see he just like very politely raises a hand as students immediately are in all sorts of conversations. You actually, Mara, the other Hufflepuff New Year's next to you, specifically, Betty kind of leans into you and just, it's kind of a looker, isn't he?
What the heck?
Girl, you're 11!
He's
I
married.
don't think she really responds besides that very weirded out look. Again, Mara has been grinning up at the high table, being like, all the pranks that I can pull, and suddenly she's hearing this, it's that complete non sequitur.
Left field.
So she just stares at this girl in bemusement.
Yes, Betty, kind of short, not too bobbish, but still very blonde hair. Just like, I mean, I know it's the teacher, but right, safely well.
What is wrong with you?
Teacher,
She's
I'm
a
amazing
lesbian.
how many kids are like that. Like, honestly.
No, I know
a lot of really friends with girls like that.
Yeah.
I think we all
A lot of them
knew
were.
in
Yeah.
elementary,
It's weird.
there's always people.
It's so
Um, The hubbub, as I said, you see Professor McGonagall has now raised her and has just, students, thank you. And of course, for final announcements, any student wishing to participate into their house Quidditch team should report to their head of house before next Saturday. Thank you all very much. Off to bed.
Zach, yours immediately
With a bit of a snap, like, the plates have now officially cleaned off and cleared, and a huge rumble. Everyone is, like, chairs and benches scraping, people talking, immediately talking with friends about what this year could hold. All of you are very new, and so I would love just brief perception checks. Looking around the Great Hall as a lot is happening at once.
Don't mind me, just sitting forever in a day.
Woo!
Where's my
Natural 2.
Oh,
Excellent.
sorry.
That's okay.
I got a 22.
Oh.
I don't know about you.
Not
10.
20.
Dude!
That is a
Ooh.
6.
Wait. I could use
August,
Tides of Chaos.
do I need
get
to do
advantage.
a sleight of hand?
Could. Yes. For, sleight of hand for...
So
Advantage
let's say,
with, you know
unless
what I
I
mean.
voluntarily roll on the wild magic surge to the
Not in
head
this-
of
Which
I
you
like
are,
it.
so I don't have
I
advantage in
like
this
it.
scenario.
I
If
like
it's...
it.
yeah.
Oh, we disconnected, reconnecting now. Just in this... No, not for this
Wait,
topic. If
so
that...
August,
Um,
can I in fact use Tides of Chaos to get advantage and then just roll on the wild magic surge to get my Tides of Chaos back?
here's what I can say. With your Tides of Chaos, yeah, you can use advantage, but
What was it?
you would
Perception.
immediately roll on the wild magic table to
Yeah.
do that? Yeah.
Well, because like I don't think it says it has to be immediately, but it's like if I don't want to wait for another long rest, it says I can roll on the wild magic
So
table
to,
to
Yeah.
to get the Tide of Chaos.
yeah,
she
to do
can-
it right now, go for it.
Okay.
So,
Well, no, she has it once already. But to get it back,
yes, that's
she,
what I'm saying. So, you
Okay.
have your advantage, so go ahead and roll now with advantage.
So this is the second roll for my perception check.
Is that a 1?
It's a nat 1. I
Oh!
rolled a 2 and a nat 1 with advantage.
Mara, go ahead now. I gotta say,
Wild
with a
magic.
2 and a 1,
Do I get to
wild
roll my
magic, it's now a 1 through 4.
Well,
We're skipping 3.
isn't this me already rolling for the? Oh, I see. But like it's.
If you're wanting it back now, yes.
Anything through 4? Oh, 17. Now I roll high.
I got
Good.
I got
I would have taken it the other way around.
So, 22,
6.
6,
22.
22, excellent. 10,
Not 20, but it's
Not-
a 22.
not 20, 22,
14.
14. Cody and James, you two are actually sitting pretty close at the table. Having been sort of like, even though like your names are like opposite ends of the spectrum, it is that like, hey, all the first years are kind of enough. You didn't notice like there was one of the other like students that kind of like went and sat further along the table. You can guess with like a sibling because they looked alike, but most of you are grouped up. So James and Cody, as you guys are sitting here, what you're immediately noticing is a lot of people are just like clamoring. You guys do notice
I think so. I don't know.
to this boy and girl standing. They have a emblazoned shield on their chest with the letter P in red. As you see, first years, all right. First years coming on this way. All right, everyone, hello.
Heads of house.
These are your prefects, as you would be able to see. Head of house is
They're
the
like the TAs.
teacher, right?
Okay.
The prefects are teacher's assistant type of thing.
Yeah, they're like TAs. Is
Well,
a
there's
great
head boy and
American
head girl too,
version.
right?
Yeah, so you can be a prefect at 5th year is the earliest you can.
Does
And
that
then head
mean
boy and head
I'm
girl
a
are like
shoo-in
students,
for
body
head-
presidents type of thing.
Yeah.
And then
Student?
it's the head of house.
So
I'm
as you see,
competing with that
these
one
coming,
once.
James,
That
on
one.
your nat 20, you do notice something odd. As everyone now has turned away, really, from like everything. Everyone's turning now towards the entry hall to start heading off to common rooms, go to sleep. Your eyes still linger back up at the teacher's table for a moment, and you could swear, if not for half a second, that this Professor Potter was glaring at you. If not briefly,
Ooh.
but immediately in catching your eye, general face, nothing really, as
Can I
you
do
all
an
move
insight
through.
check?
Yeah, go ahead. And Cody, as you're going through, what you're noticing,
He's wise.
there's a lot
That's
of
the funniest idea,
teachers
'cause you
up
know,
there.
in
What
every
you
room
see
he's always fixating
is
on
with the
so their hair
22
shoes up
being
to
able to
something
catch
that
us,
looks like Saber
um,
or somebody, I'm like,
Hagrid, who slipped
this
in with you guys,
crazy old Harry Potter, this child
has
is
given you a
scheming
wink.
something.
Sorry.
and just kind of like that pantomime writing, and you're like, no inside check name like that, like, we'll talk, like, I'll write to you. Huh.
9.
9. You're not sure as immediately after, as everyone's standing, even the teachers are now standing, as the giant Father Christmas-esque looking man has immediately come and swept up this Professor Potter into a big hug. You see, like, big old hugs, right? And they're already talking because they're making conversation. And it's hard to glean because is he mad at me or was he thinking about something? Maybe I just was the one catching his eye. Like, you're not sure if it was directed at you at all. It may have been just a fluke.
Okay.
I'm completely metagaming with Adrian over here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a victim.
Yes,
What
you're the
you
victim.
see,
Yes.
though,
You
Brigitte
should see the way
and
around.
Leah sitting at the Slytherin table.
Hi.
Two much older classmen, upperclassmen coming over to you as well. What you see, though, is a bit of a like, oh, because again, just looking up at the teacher's table, looking a much younger, almost looking Harry
This
Potter,
is what I
but
see on a
not.
22.
Yes, both of you easily can see this,
Okay.
but no glasses, no scar, and looking a little. What's the word I want to use?
His kid.
Uncomfortable? Yes.
He's looking a little disgruntled, I guess is a good way to put it. But you see, they're coming over and just, all right, first years, hi, come along this way. Where are you prefects?
Slipperies! Elvis!
This is Albus. Albus Potter.
Oh, I heard Elvis. I was so
Elvis! It's him!
He's back!
He was here this whole
Does
time.
he still in fact have a pet ferret?
As
That's
they
what I need to know.
introduce themselves to you, this is Albus and Martha, your two prefects. You see, they're just, right, come along this way. You see, Albus has another upperclassman kind of tailing near you guys, very stark white hair slicked back. As you all head through, Mara, you are able to be introduced to Elliot and Melissa. Oh my goodness, something's wrong with OBS. It just keeps disconnecting.
Keep in mind, everywhere we go, I am making small talk with all the paintings. Every single
All the
one.
paintings.
What's
All right.
paintings this way?
Oh,
Don't know why
just
OBS
exactly.
keeps doing that.
Okay.
But as you are all able to go through to your various common rooms, Mara, you are led kind of just around the corner and down a flight of stairs to the kitchen area. Zach and Mars, you two are led kind of with the Gryffindors, with Graham, Cody, and James, as you all start walking into the grand staircase room.
I'm sticking around Graham.
Sticking with Graham. As you guys enter, and of course, paintings, ghosts, and everything seem to be moving in a strange kaleidoscope opposite with the staircases as things just move around in here. For the Gryffindors, Josiah and Arya are your prefects as they lead you, and for Zach, their names are Tom and Daphne as they lead you as well. The prefects, some of them are giving like polite conversation, right? Like, this is the castle, how was your trip? But for the most part, it's a lot of just very nerves and jitters, as a lot of you, this is your first time here at Hogwarts, obviously, but this is maybe your first time like seeing so much magic in one spot. As you are all heading up the stairs, we see then the Slytherins, Brigitte and Monet, as Albus helps direct you all kind of with the Hufflepuffs, but then diverting off into stairs that lead down, torches that head down and around until you find yourselves in the lowest part of Hogwarts, as you could guess, in these dungeons. All of you, the prefects are giving their passwords, and that is actually something I'll be messaging out privately later, because everyone does get their own. I'm not going to make that mistake and say, oh, and they told you this. But as you all go through...
Yeah, that's a terrible idea.
You are all able to get to your common rooms. You are able to... easily,
So
your prefects are showing you all where the bathrooms are, where the washrooms, the common rooms themselves. Again, each with their own variety of large, plush couches or very sleek and like gentle designs. In the Hufflepuff common room, again, everything feels very warm and cozy. Where in
all
the
just
Slytherin
nice,
common room,
nothing but
it's
being
very
nice. A
aesthetically
bunch of
again.
papas on chairs with the perfect little spheres.
A lot of amazing arches and everything that goes around. As you are all introduced to your common rooms, as you all, is there anything anyone is doing in particular before you head to bed, so to speak, like in your own private rooms,
Oh,
or you know what I mean, like dormitory?
I'm gonna like just as we're walking around and things like that. I'm gonna be talking to I can't remember what her name is.
Aria.
Aria. Yeah, I'm talking to
Oh, that
Aria.
was Sapphira.
The one that was eyeballing me at the dinner.
The
was
one.
Sapphira.
I thought you were talking about your
Oh yeah,
prefect.
it was Sapphire.
That was
Yeah,
Sapphire.
I
Yeah.
got it right.
Awesome.
Yes.
Sapphire, this girl
Keeping track
just,
of everybody's potential crushes.
hi,
Well, can you remember mine then?
So far,
you,
no.
you,
Yes,
so are
because
If I
you,
meet like a miniature Fred or George
yeah,
Weasley, maybe.
So your name's Sapphire.
yeah, obviously, Sapphire. Sapphire George, what's your name?
My name's James Black.
Yeah, I saw you sorted. It was really cool because you got Gryffindor. It wasn't cool. It was just kind
11-year-old girl.
of, yeah, normal.
It's
It was
just
normal.
Zelda for fantasy.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah.
like, so what do you do for fun? Do you play Quidditch?
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not Quidditch. I play gobstones. Do you
Okay.
like
Yeah,
gobstones?
let's play a game of Godstones.
Oh, like right now? Okay, I thought we were going to bed. Yeah. Play gobstones.
Going to bed.
No, I mean, they said it was like time for bed. I'll see you tomorrow. She is like up and up
Scared her away.
immediately out and about. She just is gone.
You scared her.
Yeah, Cody and Graham, you guys easily see this, right? This is like in the middle of the common room. In this, like,
Just turned to him like, dude, don't mess with her unless you.
That's
yeah.
You
scared her off
right proper there, Blackie boy.
Black boy.
As you all,
Because I know how Scottish people
yes,
Nice, that's
What's
true.
my head house?
your head of house is Professor Flitwick.
Cool, I want to catch him.
You
Cool.
catch him?
No, well, I got him. Yeah.
It's mine.
The turn of phrase
Like, you're in my house too!
to use the turn of phrase to catch up with or catch.
That makes so much more sense.
Go ahead. Make me just a quick. We're gonna call this.
Oh my god.
Please
don't
don't
make
get short, is
This is an investigation check. Just like in figuring out where he went.
14?
14. You were able to easily catch up with him. You see, like, he's not heading with the Ravenclaw. Obviously, he seems to be heading over to, like, maybe a personal office.
Can I talk to you?
Yes, yes, Zachary, isn't it? Wonderful. I'm Professor Flitwick, your head of house.
Wonderful to meet you.
You're very polite. How may I be of assistance?
I got 2 questions. One, I'll save the best for last. Firstly, because I am non-binary, where am I going to sleep? Because I know they're separated.
What is
Are they
your
separated by
preferred gender to present with, or most comfortable with, then?
I mean, I was born female in this female 6, but like I kind of like the absence of gender.
And that's perfectly fine here at Hogwarts, but if you'd like, you are perfectly reasonable to sleep in the dormitory with your sister then.
Okay. Secondly,
Yes.
I know it's a little bit early, but I'd love to sign up for Quidditch as fast as I can. Is that still really
Of
good?
course. Tough to get in, of course, on the first year, but every student should be allowed to pursue their endeavors. I shall put your name on the list. First one.
Thank you, Professor.
Yes, you shall want to, let me, what's their name?
I have
because he knows this, I don't. You will want to speak to Maddie Jenkins, third year, is very firecracker, really. She is going to really, hopefully, lead Ravenclaw to victory this year. Speak with her. She will, of course, tell you of the tryouts. Yes, well, I hope you have a good evening, sir.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. What would you prefer to be called?
Sir works.
Sir? Alright.
Or mix, it's kind of what's new, it's MX instead of,
Well,
it's MRMS.
Of anything, welcome to Hogwarts.
Thank you.
You see Flitwick kind of like walks away.
And then I do find this Maddie Jenkins immediately. I'm not even worried about
This is investigation with, no, I'll just make it flat. Just a flat investigation check.
No, that's a not one!
You walk up to
Go
everyone in the year, and after you've met your 13th Ravenclaw student that you just grab in the hallway, and you're like, Maddie Jenkins. Eventually, the last person tells you, "Oh, sorry, she went to bed." Yeah. You can catch her in the morning before breakfast,
Cool.
before classes.
Excellent. Sounds great.
Right. I will say this because this one isn't any sort of like. I love this. Here, Eleanor, you're gonna get to answer the Ravenclaw because at this point you have reached Ravenclaw Tower.
Yes.
Oh no, it's a little.
There is a
And you're-
brass
No!
eagle.
I'm not smart!
You're
I'm-
behind!
You see,
Pounding on the door.
as you knock on the
You're
brass
sleeping in the
knocker,
night.
Knock knock. Because I went to Flitwick
the
first.
eagle opens and in a very soothing, "What must be broken before its use?"
Give me a moment. Is there like a timer on this thing?
The eagle does not respond.
Damn it.
Rats.
Bloody hell. You're not here.
Astonishingly foul mouth for an 11-year-old once you realize how bad Bloody is in England. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
It's really bad.
It's an 11-year-old like dropping
Yeah.
F-bombs every other word.
Yeah,
that-
so it's
not
gonna be like an
quite as bad as
unconventional
it
answer
used to
that's
be.
Yes.
not.
But it's
Compared to like
But it's
Americans,
like-
it's not like.
Glow
It's
stick!
got one, you got 12-year-olds drunk.
That works!
What was it?
Acceptable.
Yes!
And the door swings open.
That's really good. Nice job,
Acceptable.
Eleanor.
Because yeah, there's no right or wrong answer to some of these riddles as they are very hypothetical. So you kind of like jot that away and that like, okay, this answer's gonna
Glow
work
stick.
hopefully. I just realized because the rest of you have passwords, but Ravenclaw we can have fun with. I'm so
A
glad.
new riddle every time my character.
Oh, it's not new. It does
Minus one
like
in wisdom.
stay sometimes for a while.
Sick.
But you are all able to.
Ooh, well, I have some stuff I want to do before I sleep.
Yes, no, I'm
Are
just
you
saying,
okay?
like, you were able to find your 4 posters. Any of you, like, for example, with owls or eagles, have been sent to the owlry. Smaller animals, of course, have been delivered to your rooms. You are all able
Do
to
I get to
pick
have Loki
out.
with me?
Yes, Loki is
That
with
is
you.
a very
There
sweet
is a
note.
small handwritten note. You're not sure of the handwriting. Basically, just informed, like, animals must either be accompanied by students. They're not allowed in classrooms unless given express permission by professors. In common rooms, please take care of your pet. Like, just kind of that list of, like, okay, don't, like, let it loose. That kind of vibe.
So, question: does your monkey friend does it stay in a cage during the day?
Oh, of course not. She's very well behaved.
Okay, then my cat will have to stay in this cage because there is no way your monkey and my cat will ever get along.
Your cat is looking like,
Exhibit A.
How's Loki reacting?
this monkey, like, could
This
be
Tommy's baring
dead
its teeth.
or alive. Like, glass eyes,
Loki reacts
staring at the staring at the Siamese cat, just
just as I trained her.
as, in the like 2 weeks since you went shot. Good job, Loki.
Loki's just dead.
Loki
Just the
died.
rigor mortis. The rigor mortis is just what.
Your mom
Unless you
secretly
check,
had
Loki has
taxidermy.
eaten little like monkey pellets that you bought, right?
Okay.
Like it's not like dead, but it's like there's no reaction.
So there's canopies on the beds, right?
They're like
Whoa.
slight canopy. Like it depends on how you draw these beds.
Well, I'll make a canopy then, and she'll just sleep on the canopy.
Awesome. That's
Here's
totally
the
fine.
real question. I guess this would be for you.
Yes.
Could so my animal doesn't have to be locked up because clearly I'm afraid of what would happen if left him alone.
You're-
Can I put him in my cat in the common room and leave the monkey upstairs?
That's okay.
Yeah.
I will say this, like, because what do you want your Siamese cat to be named? Have you thought about that
Oh,
yet?
I did. Oh shoot.
Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl, of course.
Okay.
I'm sexist.
I saw it. I was just great how you just full on admit no.
Perhaps.
I tend to have a leaning towards your assigned gender. Just saying.
I'm not naming him for. Okay, give me a second.
I thought it was
You're good. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Her.
So yes,
She's
Mara,
name's not
what did you
Furry.
want to do? You're in the Hufflepuff common room again with Betty, Hazel, and you think you caught the other like Sasha
Usually goes
and Alyssa.
fluffy, baby.
What are you up to in Hufflepuff?
So as a player, I don't expect much to come of this first thing, but I feel like being true to Mara, she would be like looking around at every inch of like, are there passages? Are there cool things about this like common room or dormitory? Like just looking for stuff or exploring. You know?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please. And with your troublemaker, you get to give it with advantage because you are akin to finding
Well,
passageways and
I
stuff
give
like
myself
that.
They were
budget.
both 15
Yeah.
plus. You said
I'm
investigation.
spending
Investigation.
my budget for next month.
Oh man.
17.
17. You find like there's some fun little like there's no real like there's this big fireplace in your little rooms, like little like cushions everywhere. What you find by one of the 4 posters is a small little cord, and when you pull it, a small little glass of milk just kind of like appears on the nightstand.
That's incredible. She drinks the milk.
Cool. It tastes like milk.
Does it again.
Thank you. Immediately, roll concept. No. You drink random.
I'm turning into Thumbelina.
I drink it. I touch it. I do. No.
Drink
You
it,
knew
touch
it was.
wear
It's
it,
like
all
that.
of it.
Okay, like this is definitely just a warm glass of milk that I can just have.
That's nice.
But yeah, that's kind of it though. Like everything else about this room is very normal.
So here's my other thing. I don't know if I need to like, hold up, bedposts or what, but like once, just hear me out. Once I find my bed, I want to find a place where I can very well hide my stash of like my Weasley's contraband. Like,
Can
where
I do
can
that
make sure
too?
this
Like
will never
a
be
prisoner, hollowing out your bed. Yes.
Can I also do that?
Found. You can't tell me a Hufflepuff hasn't done this at some point.
It's actually perfectly, like, I will say this. You can either in your trunk or just, like, underneath the mattress, there's easy ways to, like, stuff things in where they won't be found, even if someone was, like, looking under.
Yep, so I got the hiding place.
There's no need to, like, hollow out bedposts. Like, that would, unless you're hiding something, like, big, right? So,
Yeah.
Zach, that's totally
As
fine
if you were hiding
as
something
well.
big, huh?
Something big. With that,
Okay.
we're actually cutting over to the Gryffindor common room.
Do you need to name August really quick?
Oh, yes.
So, did you ever decide what part of France she was from?
I don't think we did. If you want, it would probably make the most sense. Your family would have come from Paris,
Okay.
like directly, or like they like obviously your parents might have been from like other areas, but it's like that would have been like where you were growing up when your mother was working for the French ministry there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, so I'm gonna name the cat Peppy.
Peppy. Awesome.
I'm probably going to say it, Perry. I'm sorry.
Perry the Siamese cat.
Yes!
Siamese cat? Hey, the Siamese
We
cat!
didn't grow up
Right.
with these
No,
in
yeah,
Perth, but,
full.
We totally did.
But yeah,
So instead of the it's
in the
just
Gryffindor common room, though, James, your black snake is sitting comfortably on this nightstand. Graham and Cody, you guys only have one other, I don't want to say roommate, what's the better word, like person with you. Their name is Tate. And you see Tate's just kind of this normal guy, just like, you know, greets himself politely enough and just kind of starts pulling on pajamas, getting ready for bed. Is there anything anyone else is doing, though, before bed? Any other last points
Yes.
for you? So we'll go 1, 2, 3.
Kind of
I
my
can go
contraband.
last. It's okay.
Yes.
I can go last. Go for it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Cool. So, you never said the rules of the castle, so that I take it to mean that apparently Leah wasn't listening or something, so she doesn't necessarily know that there's a curfew. So, plausible deniability. I want to go and acquaint myself with the portraits of all 4 of the houses.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're so smart. It's the one night of the year we can actually get away with. I didn't know there was a
Wait,
curfew.
Did
Wait a
he
minute!
say the rules?
I wish Mara
I
had.
totally thought he did say the
No,
rules.
he didn't. Question.
I was paying attention.
So I wanted to go to the kitchens. So could I just tag along with
Did
her
I
on the
not?
way to the kitchen?
I thought you did last session.
Nothing about curfew. I was
hear me out.
listening.
Can we
have
it
that like hear me out? So you know all that time I was going like,
That's right.
I would
Just
like
said
to have character
forest.
interactions.
And you're
with
wearing
them outside.
stupid plain
Yes.
black robes that aren't any.
But don't change until the morning.
Hey August, I have a question.
You don't get to do it. I don't ever worry about
It's not my shenanigans. It's funny. Can I want character interactions because I've kind of just been sitting
Yeah.
here. Can they meet me while I'm still trying to figure it out? I guess we'll
Sure.
see.
Let's see. Going from Slytherin, you guys can exit the common.
But I want to like remember their names. I want...
There's no portrait for the Slytherin.
Really?
It is just a like carved
a
on a
literal dungeon.
wall. It's
Fair
literally
enough.
just a wall in the dungeon that like seems to be a dead end. But if you know, you know.
So there's no password or anything to get in?
There is. I will be
Okay, good.
messaging you that later. That's
Good.
not
I'm
like,
like,
essential in this.
So we actually have a more secure common room because you can't persuade the
Mhm.
portrait because there is no.
Cool.
You
Wait,
just
you
got
just
another
get like a
password.
blank stone wall.
I will say,
Poor fat lady.
where are you guys going first? What's going on?
Okay,
So I want to go to the kitchens. I'm taking my cat with me, and let's just say I've changed into like comfy clothes because robes
Okay.
are uncomfortable.
I would have stayed in my robes because they're black.
So robes,
And they're also
normal.
cool.
They're very
Americans
cool.
don't get robes
Um,
that often.
No.
It's
So I
now
wanna head
about
towards the
8:45.
I would
Where
drop
would
her
you
off
like
at
to
the
go?
kitchens and then keep going because I just don't know if, like, how easy it would be for me to just go where I
Here's
want.
what
with
I
two
need.
people. Does that make sense?
If you're trying to get to the actual kitchens, it's going to be an investigation roll. It is a very hard DC, unfortunately.
Do we
uh,
both do it? Here.
Yes,
I
I'll
have,
say please both do it.
I have
um,
a +3 to it. What do you have?
Investigation.
Uh,
+4.
Okay,
I-
then I'll help you.
I actually am going to say you both will roll individually.
Both. Okay.
Um,
Ooh, that's a 19.
18 plus 4.
23. The DC though was
22.
25.
Are you
because
serious?
this is a very impossible thing just to find naturally
So
in the
it
castle.
wasn't possible to go.
I'll
That's
say
fine.
you're like going like you know the general area. You're like we're definitely under the Great Hall and everything,
Only
walking
there
around.
were these things called house elves that could help us out with food. Because seriously, all I want is a pastry.
Are house
There
elves
are-
a thing like in the U.S.?
You've heard of them, but you've never been around anyone with
Okay,
houses.
I just
Can you
kinda
imagine
kind
the
of ignored
implications
the
of a
last
household
thing
in the
she
United
said
States of America?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What?
Wait, what?
Anyway,
Anyway, so I know that 2 of them are in towers,
yes.
and
You were. That's easy enough to be
Yeah.
like they're going
Eleanor.
upstairs.
uh-huh.
I was
I know.
Why
I'm
do you
just.
think I pranked him?
I'm trying to
Just
think.
boss around a house.
Wasn't the Hufflepuff common room close to the kitchen?
Nice.
But did
you-
anyone who's not a Hufflepuff really know?
I would
That's-
have been
that's
listening
what-
to where the prefects are telling the people.
Well,
to
but here's
go.
the thing.
But I guess I
you
never
were,
rolled a
yeah,
perception
you
check.
followed the Hufflepuffs enough. That's why I'm saying it's actually smartest that you went this way because you had enough of a headway.
Cool. Then I'm
Um,
gonna be looking for the Hufflepuff.
Go
common
ahead and make me an investigation roll. This is
you
not as
wanna
hard
help
as the
me, like,
kitchens
keep doing
because
it?
it's not a
room.
magical.
Could she help me this time, or
This is a help,
this
right? The
point,
kitchens is
yeah.
an
You can help me.
individual thing because it's like again, if you know,
That
you
is
know.
a 4 plus 3, and that is
plus
a
3.
17 plus 3, so 20.
20. You were able to you spot a couple of Hufflepuffs that were maybe just like wandering around, just this group of friends that are walking along that find their way down, and you watch them come to a portrait.
Cool. I'm gonna wait until they go in, and I'll be. Just wait. And once they go in, then I'm gonna approach the portrait, and I just want to strike up a conversation.
There's me. Here's a password.
Okay.
Oh, I don't actually care about the password right now.
Oh.
I literally.
This
just want
is,
to
I'm just
make
making sure I do
connections.
this right by the book.
You're good.
Hogwarts Kitchen. Yes, so this is very close.
Could we ask this portrait where the kitchens are?
Oh, we totally could.
Would the portrait
So,
give us help?
Potentially.
Mr. Headmaster.
here's what you see. These Hufflepuffs, as you approach.
No, I said I'd wait until they go
No,
in.
I'm getting to this.
Okay, good.
There is a still life portrait. What you're noticing is this portrait is not moving.
Interesting.
As you come up, you see the Hufflepuffs have leaned down. I will say with the 20, you can see They are
Are they
tapping.
tickling the pear?
They are tapping on some barrels that are there, and the portrait opens up, and you see they walk in, and it closes behind them.
Okay, I'm gonna wait like 30 seconds or so, make sure that nobody's coming from our direction. Then I'm gonna go up and tap the barrels as closely to the same like tempo and number
Go
of taps
ahead,
as I
Give
can.
me let's call this a,
Music theory check.
this is a magical theory check.
Magical theory is intelligence based. That's only a 9 plus 3. That's a 12.
Would I have been able to give her the help action because I'm there watching as well?
Yes,
Okay.
this is another help action, yes. Unlike the kitchen, sorry,
No, that's only a 3 plus 3.
only 3.
So,
So
I got
you-
a 12.
12. As you watch the barrel and erupts
Booking
over
it.
you, covering you both in gross, sticky honey.
I'm gonna book it.
You start
Love
booking it.
it.
I am going to make a check real quick.
That's totally fine.
I need you both to make me stealth checks, we'll call it.
Students out of bed.
Students
That's
out
so
of
bad.
bed.
I got it.
They're supposed to be out of bed.
4.
Did you say that's not bad? Or
I
that's...
said that's so bad.
Okay. That's not bad. I got a 4.
Stealth, yes.
18.
18.
Whoa, huge disparity there.
No kid.
Help me.
As you
God.
hear someone go, "Oi, Brigitte!" As you turn, you like lean against the wall and stumble through a passage.
Oh,
But Leah, you are drenched in honey in the middle of the hall.
I'm sorry.
As this dude, this much younger looking man, but definitely a professor. You see he has very close cut, shockingly yellowish blonde, sticky up hair. Just right now, what's going on? I'm sorry. Are you trying to get Hufflepuff? Are you a Hufflepuff?
No,
First-
I was just trying to find the kitchen, and I don't know where I am anymore. Which, for the record, I was looking for the kitchen.
You're not lying.
So yeah, I'll say that. Good role playing. Good role playing. I won't make you do this. You see this.
And now he's sucking honey, and it's so gross.
Right. Now I gotta say,
I'm just waiting for him.
sorry you couldn't find the kitchen. It's a bit of a secret.
Professor Longbottom.
Kind of funny, really getting stuck in honey. Because again, don't go snooping in in other people's common rooms. Sketchify, you see he waves his wand, the honey is gone. Brigitte, you are still covered though in your hiding spot. As he didn't know to Sketchify someone hidden, right? You are Sketchify just like, right, hi, I'm sorry. I'm Professor Lupin, how are you doing?
I'm doing
Teddy! You doing good?
You keep making me so sad.
You doing great? Awesome. Listen, first year's rough. It's crazy, but it'll be okay. Go ahead. What house did you get sworn into? I'm
I'm
trying to remember.
Slytherin.
You Slytherin? Right. Hey, just go down that hole, take a brief 2 lefts. Once you see the statue of the troll eating a troll, take a right, go down the stairs. You'll find your common room.
Okay.
Wait a bit. I'm sure another Slytherin will be along. They'll be all right. Just don't trust me. Hogwarts is a great place, but you don't want to touch things that may not be yours.
I'm sorry to ask, but I'm really hungry. Is there any like food or something? that
Did
I
you
can
not
get?
eat at the
Course meal.
feast?
I was really nervous because I just moved from the United States, and this is kind of a
Yeah.
really weird
What's your
experience.
name? What's your name?
My name is Leah.
Leah.
I forgot.
I forgot. No, you caught in the lie. No, yeah, you did. Leah,
No, it's you,
Leah
bro.
Thompson,
Play dumb.
listen.
Who's Morales?
I'll send you down a bit of a midnight snack to your common room. Go ahead and head off. It'll be alright. I'll send something along. Be safe. You see, he is already turning and walking away.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna start to. I'm just gonna.
Because you're
like,
not really
lean up a little
sure
bit,
where
like,
Brigitte
looking around for
is.
Brigitte, like.
This girl just. You like were right behind this like.
Did you
it-
require a hiding place?
It looked like an
I looked down the right floor for that.
It looked like an armoire painting, but now, like, on closer look, it's just a trick of the light, because you can step back through. It's not like a full secret passage, because it kind of dead ends. It's more just
So,
like a little
I'm
cubby
just
hole.
gonna be like. Brigitte.
Marcia. Do you step out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are covered in this, like, gross sticky honey.
Okay, I'm going to make a note of that little passageway.
Yeah.
because that's cool.
Cool.
And then
did you pay attention to the
Scourgify.
Can I try?
Go ahead and make a magical theory roll for me.
Oh gosh.
This is gonna go so
Roll the
bad.
wild magic surge.
I'm gonna back away a little bit, just saying.
Let's see here.
Woo!
Ooh.
Sorry.
It's a -1.
No, it's a +4, right?
I have a +2 for magical. Wait, it's not. Is it magical theory?
Yeah.
This is magical theory.
So 17 plus 2, so 19.
19.
Nice.
What's your school of magic again? Is that
Technique.
technique? Or excuse me, school of magic being the type of magic you're specializing in.
Like.
That's gonna be on the right hand
Hexes
column
and
under
jinx or-
traits. They'll say school of
What
magic,
is it? Charms.
charmed, and Scourgify is a charm.
Nice!
Scourgify being a
Nice.
charm cantrip. Enough of it is cleaned up. You know you don't know the spell, but it's enough of that like like poking.
Scourgify?
Scourgify. Enough of it starts to clean and is cleaned off of you.
Cool. Is a professor.
I will say there's definitely like Brigitte. It's like there's still like weird
Okay,
bits
just
of
making sure.
honey
I'm like,
around
Teddy,
like
did you
maybe
take
your like
Harry's
neck or ears. Like
lesson?
it's
No,
not
it's not,
perfect. Like
please.
whereas like Leah, you're like vroom, it's gone. Like Brigitte, unfortunately, you still have like oh crap, little god on my
I'll help you,
hair.
don't worry.
Like
I told
oh
you I
on my
got right hair
kneecap. That's just gross. Like feeling it on my like pant leg. Oh
Okay,
gross.
so
Yeah.
is Professor Lupin.
Yeah, right. He is already gone.
Okay, I'm gonna start to go back the way that he directed us, and then keep trying to find the towers.
I'm just gonna go to the Slytherin common room at this point. Like,
You know what? It's not like I want to shower. I want to. I'm done. That
Clearly,
already
I have
ended
a
all.
bad sense of direction.
Cool. You're heading to the other house. Where are you gonna try to head to first?
I'm gonna go to the Ravenclaw one first.
Excellent. Go ahead and make me an investigation check if you'd be so kind.
Ooh, that's an 18 plus 3? Yes. So 21.
21.
21?
21.
You find up the stairs, winding everywhere, and are able to make your way up to, all the way up to the 5th floor corridor, and find this. You see the students entering in a ornate brass eagle knocker, and you see a kid sitting there, like on his butt, on their butt, kind of like sitting and just staring at this eagle.
I'm gonna walk up.
Hey.
You okay? Oh wait, hi.
Yeah, we rode on the train together.
Yeah, hi.
What
What are you doing?
Not trying to get into my common room. I know how to get in, and I'm very
Hey, how
good
do
at
you get
getting
in? I'm going to like talk to the door.
I'm like, no, wait, don't!
The door. What must be broken before it can be used?
It's like the most impossible riddle. I can't.
An egg?
How the fuck did you do that?
Very
like-
simple.
Sorry, switching it to British. How the bloody hell did you do that?
I'm sometimes clever. I'm not. It's a trick. I've heard this before.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have let you know that this thing does.
It's
the
okay.
riddles.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Would you?
Yeah, we're totally chill.
It is
Yeah,
now.
let's do that.
And he like trips backwards because I'm guessing it's
okay.
like a hole in the wall.
So there's no portrait in this area.
There's no portrait. It's
Excellent.
just this ornate
Is
door.
it literally just
Excellent.
Gryffindor?
You
Yeah,
hear.
just the Gryffindor.
Right, so get in your beds. You look gross, old, decrepit man,
Is
stringy,
the door
greasy,
still
gray hair.
open?
Door is still open,
I'm gonna
but you see a
okay,
man with
does
this
he see me?
mangy old
Can he
cat.
see me, or is
Yo,
he, like,
hardcore
August-
see both of you.
I know exactly who this guy is, and you know what I'm gonna do?
Huh?
I'm like, oh, hi, Mr. Filch. Sorry, I was having a hard time getting the common room. And we
Hold
were
up,
just getting
bullcrap.
to
How
bed."
do you know who Filch is?
Because he's the only other squib in the school.
No,
why
you
would
have.
you
You would
know?
not
You're
know
not
that.
I would.
Not at
know
all.
that.
Not
Who
at
physically
all.
told you this
Hard
information?
metagame. Your parents
No.
would not have told
Okay,
you.
fine.
No one's
Well,
first
I'm
thought.
still gonna sweet talk him anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Try
like,
me.
no one
Wait,
knows who
you're-
Filch is, and even if they do, that's never a first like.
students
Alright,
don't
fine,
know
yeah,
who
yeah,
Filch is.
Yeah,
I'm so-
right.
Sorry, we were just getting into our common room.
Right,
We'll hurry
again
it up.
before I'm gonna take you
Yeah,
out for
come on.
detention.
I'm
for
sorry,
this
what
one.
are you
We'll
whole
go
line
quick.
is
I'm
out.
go in the line. I pull it.
Yes! I'm so happy.
You're both in.
Okay.
Students are and
You gotta
ready.
get out of
Normally
there.
No
Maz-
one's giving
Yes,
you.
I do.
You're both wearing your just Hogwarts robes.
I
They're
kind
not-
of I drag her over to like one of the sitting areas and we sit down. And I'm like, normally Maz does the sweet talking. That was weird.
Mars is already up to bed.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Of course. You should probably wait at least 10 minutes.
Okay.
I need a stealth check from you.
Can
It's
you
not
help me
hard.
because
Yes,
Yes!
I'll say with help for now.
Okay.
Because it's not hard. It's
Okay.
just you don't want to stand out.
And I got a 14.
Is there a way I can give the help action?
No, you,
No, she
you
just
did.
Just
yeah,
like
you just did. Because you're trying to
14.
like, talk with me or
you
something.
last
I
you
got
see
11 or 13.
according to the clocks on the wall, it is now 9:10. And now you have heard as the others just like, right, now remember, no going outside past 9, everyone. Like, as the prefects have told you this. To get back to your corridor, common rooms, stay safe, good sleep. As people are kind of milling about, you two are sitting by this small side table, just kind of chilling. And what do you do? Oh, this is great.
I guess
Consequences.
welcome to the Ravenclaw common room.
Well, if there's
Is
the
this-
consequences of my own
Okay, so
action.
we hadn't seen much to ask if at some point I can see the Slytherin common room at this point. Sick.
It's not a what?
If I can see the Slytherin common room at some point.
Um,
Because I know that she got sorted in.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of subtly, but not look like I'm really sneaky. Just kind of meander my way over to the door and head out. And my story, for if anyone asks, is going to be, I'm so sorry, my monkey is not with me, and I need to find her real quick. I'm sure that she's just.
My monkey.
It's
I
have
love
to
the
go find
shenanery
it.
that's going on.
But would a random person know you
It's a
own a
capuchin
monkey?
monkey. I have it registered.
But like, who's gonna? No, I'm not gonna go.
Say your
The
pet.
stealth 14 was already for the common room. If you were staying later, it would have gotten harder.
Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be like. "It was
Just
nice
stay the
meeting
night in
you
the
again."
common room.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name. Oh my gosh, it's Leah.
I'm Leah. I probably should remember that because only a couple hours ago, not a week ago, we were on the
And
train.
Zach, right?
That and you heard her name when she was sorted.
A week ago. I mean,
Not a
couple hours
week ago.
Like less than a couple hours
Okay,
ago.
so I'm gonna go ahead and.
All right, Leah. Guess what?
Yes.
You're on the 5th floor corridor.
Yes.
You gotta make it down 5 corridors
Into the dungeon.
into
Underneath the black light.
the not just the kitchen, but down
I
into the
still want
dungeons.
to go to the
That is-
Gryffindor common room.
Are you still?
yes! Let's go. Wait, can I know of her plan? Can I join her?
This is not even
Come on.
bonding at this point. It's
The
just brash.
Gryffindor common room is located in the 7th floor
Are you
corridor.
sure you're not a Gryffindor?
Right? This
That's
is
what I was
Gryffindor
thinking.
crap.
You are now out past curfew, and
I
you
guess
know
everyone
this.
has like some
Oh,
kids
I
in all the
do
houses.
know this
but-
now.
You do know this. Do
You know
you
his
go to
names
Gryffindor?
and
I will tell you this. Each floor that you're passing through is a DC, and the DCs keep getting harder.
Ooh,
Then I will wait until I have more equipment to help me.
like a cloak of invisibility.
Well,
No
yes!
potion.
No, don't be ridiculous, Brax.
A cloak of
Oh, yeah,
invisibility?
she would-
Nothing
Are-
to
I'm
do
going
with that.
to make my way down to the dungeons, and again, my prepared story is, I don't have my monkey.
I
with
will
me.
tell you this: the story might help, but let's see what happens.
No, that's fine. I'm just saying, like.
Go
They're
ahead.
Slytherins.
For the
they'll
5th floor, go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Oh no.
That one.
The pictures start yelling.
Please tell me that Filch throws her back into the
But I've
Ravenclaw common room.
reading
That'd be
the,
hilarious.
Somebody's
portraits.
paying
So
attention.
they're like,
So,
oh,
can
hey,
I ask a
remember you,
portrait
and
for
just
where
accidentally loud.
Nat 1.
Okay.
You step outside the common room.
There's Phil.
You can
And-
sit right back into the
At
common
your
room.
feet,
Oh, this is hilarious.
this gross, like,
No.
dirty gray and
What
brown
sort of
cat
cat?
with red eyes looking
I'm
up at
gonna
you.
try and do an animal
Cats
handling.
don't live that many
I
years.
want
There's
to try
a
and do an
theory
animal
on
handling
that
Give me
just
August.
not
August.
make it mad.
For comedy.
I have to say, this is just Leah.
Sorry.
Go ahead
I
and give
wanna
me
be
an animal
looking
handling,
at- So that's
except,
care for magical
but it's
creatures.
going to be with disadvantage
Okay.
for this care of magical
Hunt
creature.
that cat.
That's a 19.
Just punch it.
That's a 7. So
7.
that's
Run.
plus 3 is a 10.
Run.
With this 10, this cat is yowling, and you know it's yowling for her master.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Run.
Which way is the cat looking?
It's looking at you.
Okay,
That's-
which way is its butt facing? I'm
She
just
wants
trying to
run
see
in
where
the
it came from.
wrong direction.
To your right,
Then I'm gonna run the other way.
you run in and collide hard with Filch.
Oh!
I had it prepped. They
Why
split
did
up
they-
because
they
that's
split up?
that's what they do. They patrol the
been around
corridors.
the block.
As Filch
A
runs into you,
lot.
right, first year out of bed, that's a detention for you. Now what's your house? You're in the Ravenclaw.
I'm just trying to
I'm
find out.
Slytherin all the way. Oh, Professor Slughorn's not gonna like this. He is dragging you by
Hey,
your ear.
Can I see this because the door's still
no,
open?
the
Come on.
door
on,
was
totally
closed.
different
Yeah, it's
floor.
Oh, no, I thought
Takes you
opened
all the way to the dungeons, past some rooms, not to the common room, and to an office. Raps on it. They put him at now dressed in like nicer pajamas, but this is Deputy Headmaster Professor Slughorn that you met. Just, Phillips, what's going? I caught this student sneaking around in the wrong common
I'm
rooms.
sorry, Mr. Slughorn. My monkey's not with me.
No,
It's alright!
I need a full deception.
Okay.
Because even though the story is good, this is a very compromising thing.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
You see, so thank you, Mr. Phillips. I will escort the student back to their common room. Your services are no longer required. You see, Phil,
such a
Phil just
pushover.
whip if you ask me. Stupid little students around bed, give them back in my day, whip them good. As Filch and Snort, you see Professor Slughorn just, yes, Miss Leah Thompson, I'm...
You know my name?
Of course, I helped you get sorted, of course. I read your name. Out loud.
Also, do I know, but he remembers my name, that's what I'm surprised at. But also, do I know that he's in charge of potions?
No, not yet.
Okay,
I like
cool.
this guy.
You see, though, he just... Now, let's back to Slytherin common room. I'll come to you.
Thank you.
I'll let you off with a warning for your first night, but of course,
Thank you.
do not break curfew again. That is unacceptable here at Hogwarts.
Okay.
You have made it back to the common room. As it says password, you have to just get a good night's sleep. He waits until the door is completely closed.
When he said don't get curfew, I was waiting to say don't get caught. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess he is responsible.
As
Sort of.
I count that as a
you get
success.
Brigitte, you at this point like have changed like washed off the height, and you see very red-faced Lee being led in by Slughorn as the door closes.
What just happened?
I just got to know the castle a little bit better. So, do you need some good conditioner for your hair, or? Alright, cool. Let's go wash your hair.
Let's go do the normal stuff. And with that, I will say you
Thank
all
you.
are able to get a good
Sorry guys
night's
for
rest.
the fact that it took so long. He wanted
Just
to do
before I go to
something.
bed,
Oh.
I just
I wanted to do
unpack
something.
everything that I have.
Oh yes, of
Cool.
course, yes. And I'm so sorry.
That took so
So,
long. It was so fun.
You're good.
It was great.
Wild stuff. I'm like, all right, let's see if you. Nope,
Okay.
that one.
So, so we get to the common room, and we're chilling for a little bit. I unpack some of my stuff, and I'm going to try to take the package that my brother gave me, and just kind of keep it under my pillow, and like kind of keep it close and safe. But I don't want people to notice.
Is it a gun?
Yes.
That's a very American thing. That would be dope.
Give me a care of magical creatures check.
Okay.
Ah, not a gun.
Not- could be
Do
a
I
gun.
have advantage?
Hold the tail like this.
What?
And
Do I have
You have to
advantage?
stroke
Not at all.
the trigger.
I rolled terribly.
3
It's
times.
then
11.
just
Oh, that's
I
not
rolled
near
a
as bad as
3.
I expected.
I will say, go ahead, Graham and James. You can roll me perception checks.
Who's our third roommate?
You have a couple of roommates actually, Valerie, Drew, and Ashley.
Drew?
roommates.
I think Drew Barrymore has to go sometimes.
Yeah, no, oh, we have 3
9.
We
roommates.
have
Nine?
3 other
I thought
roommates.
Drew was the last name. And I was
So Dan, you're too busy unpacking.
Was it perception?
Not that I
Perception.
remember,
That's a
but I
dirty
don't know
20.
all the stuff.
And with a nat 20 tape. Ron, what's that big package you're putting under your pillow?
Do I notice that?
And yeah, oh yeah, no, easily.
It's a gift.
You're just so
For-
distracted by your own ego, you
for
don't
her.
notice anything.
From my brother.
You see, Tage, the big guy, big one Ben.
Yeah.
What kind of gifts you giving him? Big old
I
boots?
don't know what it is.
You're smuggling in a dragon there?
No.
No, never.
It
It's
wouldn't
not like a dragon.
necessarily be deception because if he doesn't know what it
The
is.
package
Unless it's
does
like-
kind of.
Yeah.
What? What?
I just
Let's see it.
Push it under the pillow a little more and go.
You should just go grab
Nope.
it.
Right, come on, Draggy boy.
Nope. Let's see it. Pull out my rope.
Yes.
No.
I pull out my wand.
Pull out my one in my other hand.
Tate pulls out his arm.
Tate, you have no part in this.
Right, you're going to keep something under your pillow that's moving, and I don't want to be living in the same room as it.
Look, it's a gift for Hagrid. I'm gonna give it to him tomorrow from my brother.
No,
That's
we're
it.
gonna give it to him right now.
I'm sorry, what?
I love this.
Tate
I
made
love this so much.
I'm
Because
so glad for Tate.
August,
August,
Filch is
right?
preoccupied right now. They don't know that.
Don't tell them that! Don't metagame where my villains are!
I mean, Hagrid said he would write, but I mean, we could.
Tate's gonna make a check. We're just gonna like sneak out right now on our first night.
I mean,
Don't be a Neville.
I think
Tate.
let's
we are.
Everyone else is looking like that's good.
I just.
But Neville's like one of the
We
best
are.
characters.
Are
Like,
you?
let's get real.
And you have to understand, if we're gonna get any leniency, it's gonna be tonight.
They can't even tell what house we're from. It's three.
It does make sense. I mean, you think they would do something other than dressing us all in black robes. I mean, this thing.
And like,
Now is our
we
chance.
could just say we got lost.
Alright.
Wow, y'all were giving me crap.
You see, Tate is obviously waiting to like
He's right. If you're
possibly
gonna
get caught,
be
bad
right,
punishment,
right,
or
good advantage.
sleep in a room with something big and alive in a box.
This could be so cool.
Bro, put on your bloody shoes. I'm gonna go right now, okay?
Okay. So I make sure I'm wearing the like Kevlar vest under my robes.
Oh yeah, smart. Just
So
like,
you know the
Bull
things
riding
that
vest.
bull riders wear.
yeah.
I got one of those.
That's like one of his like family background
Dude,
kind of things, right? To
We
have
care
that.
for magical creatures.
Oh, you're not there. As you guys all
I'm just
get
gonna
ready,
have this random
I will say this.
inspiration to ask
this is
you
super
about.
cool, actually. How long do you wait? Because right now it's about like 9, 10.
Go now.
What?
Well, but it's like because you know like and your Josiah and Arya let you guys know like hey there's a curfew around 9 o'clock. You're fine to be in the common room and do stuff like whenever you go to bed that's up to you. But it's just like we're not supposed to be out in the halls, out on the grounds.
Okay, so I'll peek my head out into the common room.
You peek your out. Right now, there's a few people that are more just like chilling. You actually see there's one guy that's like sitting. Yeah, you see a guy. He's like sitting talking with this girl with like really red hair, and they're like looking at like miniature Quidditch minis, right? Like moving around on maps, right? Like kind of like Quidditch
Nerds.
stuff. Nerds. Nerds.
Okay,
And
I look out the window
Lily.
because I assume our room has a window. How far down is the nearest like place?
how far down? You,
You're
I
on a
well, you know, you are in the
tower.
7th floor corridor. Plus, in your room, it's like I'm gonna give you guys just the first room. It's very far down.
Dang it.
Alright,
Yeah.
here, boys. I'm gonna open up something my dad gave me at the train station.
No.
Yes.
You're doing it when you're not
Hey,
alone.
you've got something alive too.
I don't need kidding.
It's-
I'm gonna take the package
Dude.
and just.
beautiful explosion of golden light, and elegant
Yes.
broom
Yes.
seems to unfold like Mary
As
Poppins
the
out of
other
her bag
player's gonna do Quidditch.
as a
Ew.
beautiful ornate carved lion head that seems to be roaring into the handle comes out, sleek metal. And Graham, you're a bigger 11-year-old, right? You're not like this. But you could definitely fit 2 people on this room.
Could you,
Oh.
okay, just putting this out there.
Like,
Could you go and drive one other person, and then someone else could you send it up to us?
He
Is
might
there
just
a
have to
way
make
to-
multiple trips.
I think,
Okay.
I think that's what it'll have to be.
Okay.
So I wanna lean out the window. and-
Tajin,
I didn't know there was a broom.
I have a neat.
right, if we get expelled, I will come after you all and hunt you down.
Hey, if we get expelled doing this, it'd be the coolest story.
What a
you'll
way
tell
to
for
go.
the rest of your life.
Fine, let's just make it quick.
So I want to lean out the window and whistle for Theodore, my bird.
Go ahead and make a charismatical creature check.
Better this time. Okay, it's just a 25.
Just a 25.
Yes.
A few minutes pass. It's about 9:15, and you all see, not Scrooge, but just very silently humming through the night. A impressive golden eagle flies up to this now open window.
I just put on the glove and.
Could
Let's go.
I try to do what I messaged you about earlier, just to see if I could get there that way?
Oh my gosh. Yes?
Come, Wabby.
What? You're going to what? Small little pop. You see, Wabby appears. Master James, I must tell you, I'm not supposed to be at Hogwarts all the time. You are being taken care of, but how may I be of assistance on your first night?
What?
If you'd like, I can bring your favorite pajamas from home, a glass of warm
My
milk.
favorite pieces.
Maybe next time.
Oh my god.
Could I meet these fellows? I just want to follow them as they ride on the broom.
Yes, of course, Master James.
All right,
Bull crap.
thank you.
I'm like. Oh, like.
I'm sorry,
I
what,
get
you
it's,
want
like,
to follow
different
them?
here.
Would you like me to...
I would like you to take me to where they
Servitude is a
went.
thing here?
Master James, I can move freely in Hogwarts. I don't think I can take you. As you will learn in your classes, Hogwarts has very strict spells when it comes to apparition.
Then I will take the pajamas. Thank you.
Half later, he comes in. These
just-
are like fun little like sleek,
Wow,
like
you're
you
such
know,
a rich boy.
the silver and black like silk
Yes,
robe.
silk monogrammed PJs.
They're monogrammed. Oh, like hardcore
They're covered
JB.
in, like the Slytherin house.
JB.
Full like no, but just like that monogram, like what you would expect a rich
Yeah.
person would sleep in.
That's
I just-
amazing.
Wabby places them and just, I'll have the warm milk waiting when you return. And it pops away.
I just turned to Tate and be like,
Such
so what
a
do you
rich
have?
I'm sorry, I brought like clothes and books.
Like,
I was
you're
probably
on
my
the
favorite
dragon,
underwear.
stick. I'm the one.
I came to learn here.
I came to have some fun.
Good heavens, this is going to be an insane game.
It's going to be
I feel so bad
awesome.
for you.
Oh my
Your roommates
god.
from
That's
hell.
awesome.
Hear me out, no, hear me
Are
out.
the
It's a
Marauders.
support group across all the houses. Your
Oh, no, the
roommates
Gnostics
with the
take
Chaos
here, and I
group
don't
too,
like that.
and they meet every
Oh.
Wednesday to be like,
he
he blocks.
three
Yeah.
are very much
How
the
so?
more active marauders.
How so?
And then
That's
the
not
others
what's
drag on.
Come on, Wabby.
Wabby.
But,
Really?
So, when we
yes.
go,
Really?
can I just bring my snake with me?
Yeah, just kind of like curl around like
Do I know
We could
what
recreate
Hagrid
the
like
Mexican
does
national flag.
at all, or
Not really. Like he kind of like told you how he's a teacher. He also is the groundskeeper. Like so, you know enough about
Okay.
him.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, that was amazing.
Brad, let's go.
All right.
Wait, you up first?
Go ahead. We'll do all of them. We'll resolve them all at once. Everyone, go ahead and make me a stealth check. First and foremost,
And then Tate has to as well.
Tate has to as well. He got a 15. Not bad.
Ow. That's a 15 for stealth.
15, 15.
What did you get?
You better roll.
19.
19.
Okay, I got a 9.
Good majority passes.
Exactly. I was like, you better roll well.
Majority passes as you all, Graham, getting on the broom. It's one of those like you're hopping down and you're
This is
not
like
sure
a
if you're
Ferrari,
really
a
flying,
broom.
but it's like you're just dropping really fast and stopping before you hit the ground. And I'll say like Cody, for you it's like you cannot help but yell at one point, like just out of it's a little adrenaline, more like like in that as you're all like.
Manly yell.
Almost like
Yeah.
think like the drop at Cannibal.
Whoa, like, you know, and you're hovering before the ground. And it's not like bad flying, but you're like very just. it's an elevator, right? Just
Yeah.
down, up, down, up.
Graham's just like,
All right, up very fast. Oh, we're going down.
I have ridden wild animals. That was better than that.
As you all easily make it to the ground.
Sorry, brand new broom.
I'm not gonna. There's no broom proficiency checks needed yet because I mean you're not really flying. It's just going up and down. I'm not gonna
It's
be that.
falling with style.
Falling with style.
My
You-
character makes that quote. No one here understands it because you're all from Europe.
Wow.
New
Disney
Zealand.
is
but
big.
I'm
you-
from New Zealand.
But no,
I get
no,
that reference.
You are
If I
all
was there.
on the ground
But like
of
they're mad, the culture. here.
Hogwarts.
I get it.
As you see, out and around about you, this is about 9:20. There is empty grass. You are seeing like off in the distance the lake that you came from down along the grounds, and what you see is far down across a path is the small hut with fire coming out, obviously with smoke from the chimney, and you know where to have found it. Your brother would have at least given you that knowledge.
Question.
Yes.
What is the weather like right now?
Oh, thank you. I
We
forgot
are
to
in
make my
Scotland.
daily weather check.
Teacher, we had homework. The
Where's
weather
my-
is clear. We don't talk about it. Next question.
This is important.
yeah, it could affect stealth.
I know.
Well, no, this is important.
I
for
have to.
others.
Sorry, I'm pulling up my weather table that we have.
'Cause
Cool.
So I have Druidcraft. I can be like, "What's the weather?" and be like, "No, the
All right.
forecast."
The temperature right now,
That's so cool.
it's actually a bit warmer of a night. It's not too cold yet in Scotland, right? Like, so it's not like crazy.
That's where Hogwarts is.
I didn't
Um,
know that.
It is very strong winds
makes
though
sense.
outside right now, and as you are watching, it does start to heavily rain.
Oh.
So
okay.
strong rain and wind, but it's not
cloudy.
cold actually. Like you can guess it's because it's like, hey, it's more of that summerish. It's only the 1st of September, so it's not like cold yet.
Sorry.
Okay. Good to know. So yeah, we're gonna start heading
Yeah,
our
let's
way
get moving.
over to. Come on, Tate.
Tate's just like full. He's gripping his wand, but like he doesn't know spells. None of you really know spells, so it's just this like.
Put that down before you hurt someone.
Um,
Have you ever heard of gun safety?
As you
No.
all head
Or
on
British. Very
across,
and Scottish.
I love it.
go ahead, everyone. Give me. I will say
Scotland is
the
still
rain
British.
is going to give you advantage on stealth right now.
Webby is?
What?
No, rain. No, not Wabby. Wabby's
I
getting
heard Webby.
Yeah.
Wabby's getting the milkworm.
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
Britain is.
How? I don't
so
want
it's
to
a
know.
British
Why
island.
is milk?
Oh, and
So
thank goodness
Britain
for that
includes
advantage
England and
because
Scotland rules.
Tate just rolled a 1 and a 3.
Part of Ireland.
18.
18,
19.
19, and
Whichever
stealth
way-
with advantage.
with advantage.
The rain is it's heavy enough rain you'll get advantage with it.
That is 19.
219 is the
At one point, Tate full face plants in the mud.
He's like,
Pick him up by his collar. Come on, buddy boy.
he is the Neville of this group. It's awesome.
Tate walks on as you all make it to Hagrid's
Which
hut.
means he's gonna grow up and be the most badass.
Cody,
True.
you are holding on
If
to
we're
this
sticking
package,
to that
right?
analogy.
no,
I'm
if we're
keeping
sticking
it, like,
to
under the
Marauders,
cloak.
he's
Every so
predator.
often, you do feel it
Nope,
kind of
hate that.
move. You make it up to Hagrid's cottage and right down there, you big ugly beast. As the door opens up with the rain, you all see Hagrid. Again, very white, bearded hair. Just right. Oh,
Hey!
Miss Cody, Mr. Williams. I didn't expect to see you for a while.
I know, but like, it's starting to move.
Oh, get it. Immediately all ushered in. Hagrid gives like a blanket to just to like wipe off a lot of this mud. As you're all kind of like shaking down. Graham, this giant dog's
I immediately start
like
petting it.
licks you.
And
You
then
pet
What
his
is it? What is it again?
Fang the dog.
Okay, but what is it?
Oh, Fang the dog
He's
is
what, like
a
50 years old now?
like big old.
It's like Fang 3.
This is not the original Fang.
Okay.
I will say.
How many Mrs. Norrises have there been?
One.
One.
terrifying immortal cat.
Yeah. Because if you subscribe,
how to kill it. You're
if
the
you
one who knows
subscribe to the
animals.
theory that Filch, this is actually Filch's wife, who's an animagus, got stuck as a cat,
Oh,
and it's
what?
like,
That's
it's a
dark.
theory I actually heard from my father. He's like, I can see it. And
But then
no.
why would her name be Mrs. Norris?
You think Filch would introduce students to this is my wife,
Filch.
the cat,
Filch is a male wife, and Norris was a girl boss. The girl boss a bit too close
close
to
to
the
the
sun.
sun.
So,
Icarus, classic Icarus.
Classic
Anywho, you are all in packages on the table. Now, Braxton, what did we say this was again? I can't remember.
Oh, well, okay. But yeah, first of all, I want to be like, pet the dog and be like, oh my gosh, this dog, and like this type.
Yes.
Because, like, I know magical creatures.
I can't
So-
I don't know
It's
where I
okay.
wrote it down.
Okay,
Uh,
well, no, I'm talking about the dog.
Oh, the dog.
But
Sorry.
So what's in the package?
Yeah. Okay, so I pull out the bag, and then I open it up, and inside there's this like, it's like a green speckled egg,
Yeah, it's
Golden,
it's
it was a
not
dragon.
good.
and I open it up and I gently put it onto the table, and
It's
go,
another basilisk. It's a basilisk.
here's the great horned serpent.
Oh my
There's
God.
what I was looking for. Where'd he go?
What the frick is wrong with you?
yes.
This is like another Tuesday.
So that's another serpent, eh?
Yes, actually, it's a fairly important one when it
As
comes
you
to
see-
wizardry in America. Some of the first ones ever made in America were from
You see Hagrid's.
Great Horned Serpent horn.
Right. Now you gotta thank your brother for me. I'm really excited. You know, I've been thinking we can raise it up and it'll be just a good addition, right? I think the giant squid will love having a friend in the lake eventually. Now, as you all watch, the egg
Parallels.
is starting to shake. And as you all sit here,
I have
Hagrid,
everyone,
I have been in this
everyone like
scenario
scoot back,
before.
scoot back. Except for me and Hagrid, it's like, okay, step back.
yeah, as you all watch, poking out a almost crystalline rock horn protrudes from a point of the egg, dips back in like a gopher, and starts cracking through other places until the shell crumbles away, revealing a slightly wet, but if not beautifully prismarine scaled with crystalline horn snake.
I want to immediately make a magical animal handling check. Just be like, check on it and like maybe have an imprint on me.
Baby, no,
Go
I
ahead,
can't.
make a care magical creature check. Go ahead.
With advantage from Hagrid.
No.
Hagrid's probably trying to do the same dang thing, dude.
Come on, stay out.
Ah!
Is that that one?
Yes!
And that
You
ones are
watch.
right tonight.
As you are like looking, the snake looks at you, just blinking, as this little crystal horn just like, and you don't realize it, but suddenly you are 6 feet there as Hagrid has picked you up, and the snake is into the area where you're like not really noticed a hand was. Now you're right now you're gonna lose a hand there, boy. Oh, it's a beauty. You see Hagrid, this snake looks almost like yours in his hands, right? To all of you, like, this snake is pretty big for just Hatch. You see, though, it's, like, wrapping it around. His fingers, like, biting onto his hand, but not really, like, getting anything, like, any traction.
Not poisonous.
You see behind Hagrid, oh, beauty. Oh, I love him. Right. You know what? I think he needs a name. What should we name this little boy, eh? No? Girl? Boy.
Sneaky boy.
Well, that's a bit on the nose, I don't think.
Voldemort. I'm kidding. I did not.
Hagrid pukes. No.
Hagrid just full PTSD breakdown.
Yeah, right?
That'd be so sad.
No, please name it after your name.
He just has a flashback to
David
him.
Tate? That'd be so
He
funny.
just has a flashback to like him holding Harry's dead body. Like,
Oh.
Hear me out. You name it Tate.
Tate in the corner. They
No.
can't hear you.
Use, if anyone isn't gonna, like, just, you know, right, oh, look at him, oh, he's so cute, we'll call him Buttercup. You see, Hagrid pulls aside a tank
I
that
love
you
that,
didn't notice
actually.
because of the cloth over it, slides Buttercup, the great horned snake, into it. It's, like, already got water, like, this little, like, small uses. I just, Right, I'll be feeding them little guppies for a while until it grows big, and then we can release them into the water. Oh, I'm sure the mer people won't mind. You should say, I'm sorry, did you say mer people?
So,
You didn't see
at
them
this
on the way
point,
in?
I'll introduce
To be
Hagrid
fair,
to Silly.
Harry waited to 4th year before
And
he
then
realized
I
there
do
were
have
more
a
people
question
in the
for
lake.
Hagrid.
And if not for Charles,
Yeah,
he never would have realized.
You see, Hagrid is like, oh, silly, great little name. Oh, no mistakes. Look, Buttercup, it's like you were tiny. Silly's like a small ring on Hagrid's big old finger. And, like, Buttercup at this thing is just, like, poking its head on the glass at Silly, and Silly's just like,
Yeah.
chill.
What's your son's name?
Silly.
Silly.
Silly
snake.
You're terrible at names.
Silly snake.
Sneaky boy.
Yeah, but what do you want to ask Hagrid?
So I want to find out if he knows anything about why would Harry have been glaring at?
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead. Make him, let's roleplay this out. I gotta make a check real quick.
This will be interesting.
Magic. Okay.
Professor, I've been
Roll.
doing some reading in the restricted.
Oh
No,
my
just-
god.
Just kidding.
On your first day?
Are you even around anyway?
Get around. No.
Professor, I couldn't help but notice after the feast, it seemed like Professor Potter was glaring at me.
Harry glaring, eh? Come off it. You must have seen something. Right, I'll tell you, kids. You're gonna learn loads from Professor Potter. Right, gotta start saying his name right. He's an amazing wizard. Why, let me tell you, this is a great kid. And Hagrid starts launching his story out. He brought Harry as a baby. Just
I'm
Wait,
literally
so they
zoning
get
out
all the
just
scandal stories about like first year and all the like illicit stuff that he did?
Oh,
'Cause
not
Hagrid
at all.
was in on that?
Hagrid's not that dumb.
Okay.
He's not gonna let slip again.
Story of the first book. Story of the
should both
first
have
book.
said that.
Is Hagrid's processing
No,
options.
Hagrid is
Yeah.
giving you like the highlight reel of one time he killed a basilisk. I would love a basilisk one day, but they'd be hard to keep. And he fought off 100 dimensional. He won the Triwizard Tournament. Like all these things that we all know from the books and movies.
Eventually, I'm just gonna stop him and I'm gonna be like, oh, I know he's a great person, but why would he be glaring at me? I know he was.
Well, I mean, maybe he ate something wrong. Unless I don't know.
didn't
Did you
make his
offend him?
food.
Come on, Finn. Did you give him a bit of something mean? Did you look at him funny? There you go. It must have been a misunderstanding.
There you go, Blackie boy.
You see Tate
Please
just.
tell me that's gonna be a recurring
Right.
theme.
Oh, absolutely.
Should we head back to the common room soon? Because I really don't think we can stay till. Hagrid just. Right. Oh, look at the time. It is almost 10 o'clock, right? I see just. Thank you so much, Cody. And
Anytime.
now I may not be. Are any of you non-magical? Are you? Can you all do
Can I talk
spells?
to you real quick?
Yeah. What's up?
Like, without them?
It's a small hut. I mean, we can go into my other corner.
Fine. Later.
All right. Well, I was gonna say, if you're magical students, you might not be taking care of magical creatures till about your third year. But please feel free, come around for tea. I'll be open any time, especially on the weekends when I don't have classes. Love to see you all again. You all seem like great Gryffindors. Oh, you'll have a great time this year. Hagrid gets you off. Cutting back through the rain. This is going to be rain and to the brooms. Everyone make me one last stealth check. Still with advantage as the rain has not let
Even
up.
getting into the window of the common
It's
room?
all
I mean,
in one.
Okay.
Woohoo! Nat 20!
Oh,
The DC has just raised from before.
Nat 20.
23.
With a nat 20.
22 with a nat 20.
13.
Hey, take out 19. Bunk. You guys slip away to the broom. You could have easily hit it in like a bush or something. Just like
Yeah.
immediately back up and down. You are all in. All of you like very soaking wet, like mud around your boots, but can now start changing anything you need to.
Okay.
You see Tate just. That was pretty fun, but I mean, he's a big guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. You ever wonder like, does he like have big utensils?
I'm sure we'll find that out at some point.
All right.
He did invite us over for tea.
Well, I'm going to
Right,
bed.
like-
I'm really tired. Don't know about you all. You lot.
I've
but-
never
Yeah, I
had
could
tea
use some
before.
sleep.
What is it like?
It's
Wet.
It's
What?
deep water.
It's tea.
I don't know.
Right, you're from America, right? You
Right,
guys,
right.
you drink soda at 11. It's yeah.
Well, no, we just
It's
don't
like-
have tea time.
Well, and over here, tea means
Why?
dinner.
yeah, you just
It
you
does.
just
Like-
ate
yeah.
food.
So when you say
Are
tea
you
time, it's we'll
serious?
have you
Yeah.
over for
So
dinner.
instead of
Oh, I thought
drinking
it was a
soda and
snack.
eating
Nope.
No, it's
fried
full
chicken,
dinner.
we drink
They call it
hot.
Yep.
Oh, I understand now.
That's weird.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, I need
Well,
to
I have
get out of
somebody
these
to back me
clothes.
up here.
Well, because
Uh,
I think it had something
yo,
to do with
so
like
in
the
America,
time
instead
at
of
which
saying
she
goodnight,
used
we
to
just
go,
say
so then
yeehaw.
tradition just carried
So-
over. It's like, well, it's
I
tea
hate
time,
you
but it's
so
dinner now.
much. I know I'm
Yeehaw.
not there.
Gosh, you don't sound.
At least where I'm from,
Strange.
I'm from Wyoming.
Is that like a country?
Oh
Think,
my.
think like, what's the most backwoods place you got over here?
Cornwall.
Backwood, like in the forest woods?
Oh, you guys are so weird.
I'm sorry, we're
Rural.
weird. You're in a backwoods coming from Wyoming. Sounds like an illness, and we're weird.
Okay. The most rural place.
Rural. All right.
Probably say maybe like
Yeah,
Sutherland
Cornwall.
County.
Yeah, Cornwall.
Yeah, well, because I'm thinking
Wyoming's
England,
like
Scotland probably has
Cornwall, but in
different-
America and way bigger.
Actually, Cornwall's more like
Well, that
Texas.
sounds
They're
gross.
very much the we're
No,
our
it's
little thing
great.
over here.
Yeah.
If you say so. All right. No, see, I'm getting to bed. It's late. And with that, we are going to
Yeah.
conclude the
Can I
night.
ask what Professor Lupin sent as a midnight snack?
He sent a small assortment of turkey sandwiches with light buttered rolls, as well as classic, warm milk.
I have
Um,
that.
Nice.
Cool. On the way up,
On
I see like on the route.
My
like,
character
somewhere
doesn't
where I
know
could
it,
place
you've done me a
something,
great
if
ill.
You know what I mean.
And it shall only be remedied if I get a kick-ass
So,
broom.
like, could I maybe look for
Question:
that on the
Do
way
you
up
want to
on
eat
the
a lot of
broom?
food?
No
Like your
check me,
character?
you
My
can
character?
notice.
Yes.
Several
I'm gonna save you a
spots.
couple sandwiches.
No,
Make sure
excellent. Good.
that
Yeah, they are a black
Theodore
hole. My character's
knows-
dad makes
like, knows that
high-end
one of those
custom
spots.
brooms.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make
Um,
friends with you, but I'm not
here's-
gonna tell you that I'm mad at
as
you.
Not gonna like
Um,
you, but gonna be
Crazy
friends.
The
first
player
day,
Eleanor
really.
is like, oh
as
man, I
the
should've thought
entire
of that.
first year Gryffindors sneak completely to Hagrid's hut.
There's only 4 of us.
The four of
There
you
weren't
just
any girls?
yeet.
Well, there were some girls.
There
More?
were girls.
Um,
Sapphire was.
There were girls. I'm sorry. I should have said the first
You should
year
have taken
boys.
Sapphire on a magic broom
Sapphire.
ride.
Oh, no.
What? So you see this object, huh, you motherfucker?
And it's the next morning. It's Thursday. You all wake up again, kind of bright and early. It's like one of those other students
so
are
glad I'm
moving,
in Slytherin.
hearing noises. You are all awakened.
Pompous butt.
You are all
You have to
able.
her pompous butt.
Okay, but we like her.
Sorry.
As you all get up and ready for the day, you are all able to head to the Great Hall for breakfast around 8 o'clock.
In a weird way, can I have Cain and Abel on my shoulders? Because I want to get them some food.
You would have gotten the same thing though. Again, animals you can bring them on, but like not in like great halls, classrooms.
Can I
unless it's
take
allowed.
them to the Owlery then?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they were already in the Owlery, and you could have gone and visited
Sick.
them.
I give them loves and hugs. 'cause
Loves
they
and
probably
hugs.
didn't
I
notice
keep
them.
saying-
and a tiny chess set.
It's
like, I know
still
it's not
on
today.
weekend.
But just to have it here.
Ah!
Yes.
So,
They only play
Just a-
checkers on the weekends though.
No, I thought it was chess.
No, it's checkers.
Watch this. I open it up, and it folds out, and there's
Mini magnetic reversible chess.
I mean, I
Yeah,
have
checkers.
So that was checkers.
They're everywhere.
And then I
at
put it there and I'm like,
airports.
Good.
As the eye slides
Oh.
into Kane's
Nah,
eye.
classic.
By the way,
Classic.
I'm keeping Theodore in my room.
You're keeping your full Nolini with you.
Yes, I have stuff for
There's
him.
a full Owlery where he gets fed every day.
But like, I could also take care of him as I've done
Alright,
since he
alright.
was
Babe,
an
I have a
egg.
question.
Yes.
How early can I actually get up and like walk around before
That's
everyone
what I
goes to
was
the Great Hall for
wondering,
breakfast?
actually.
Not very early. Again, it's more of the fact that there's a lot of students at Hogwarts that like, unless you make specific plans to like wake up early, there's always some.
Right, but I mean, like, is there like some rule that then prevents me from getting up early in the morning and like?
You're
walking
not
around?
supposed to be out and about like before like 5 o'clock. Is that like
Because here's
But
the
you
sorry.
would not know that, and I can't say for your first day. And I just wake up. That's something that, like, from now on, you can know. Like, okay, around 5 is. We're not supposed to be out before 5 a.m.
We're trying to
Well,
fit
'cause there
a
was some
year's
stuff
worth
that
of
were-
shenanigans into the first week.
This is the first week, guys. There's
Holy.
so much time.
We gotta
Yeah.
lay down the foundation.
We gotta establish
Or
our
day
characters.
1, dawn of the first day, as this would be.
I'm imagining like well, my brain's not working, but that one Legend of Zelda game where it's like day 1.
Yeah, that's what I got from Majora's Mask.
Majora's
Dawn of the
Mask,
first
day
day. No, but basically, what will happen is at breakfast, you will all be given your class schedules. For all of you, what you know is Mondays will involve Defense Against Dark Arts and then flying, and then you have free periods after lunch before dinner for homework. Tuesday you don't have a first period class, but then you have Charms before lunch with Transfiguration immediately after. Wednesday is Herbology, and then in the evenings at midnight is Astronomy classes. Obviously you don't have it on your first day. Thursday, today, you actually have a free period immediately until the break around 11. But then you have Charms at 11:15. After lunch, of course, you have History of Magic, and then nothing else until dinner. Because, like, every day there's always study times from 4 to 6, where you're supposed to be, like, hopefully studying, right?
Supposed.
Can I ask something?
And Friday, you have double potions from 9 until, like, 1, and then you have
Yes.
lunch, and
That's
nothing
awesome.
else.
Right.
Fridays.
I love Friday already.
So this is kind of like a metagaming thing that I'm also gonna talk.
You are going
Not
to
not
be
like super metagaming. I'm trying to like in the future, in the coming days, see different schedules. I don't know if I have to make a roll for this, but I want Mars to teach me everything that they were taught in the magic
So-
classes.
I was about to
Even if
say,
I can't do
not
it.
because it's special treatment, but here is your schedule, Zach.
Yeah.
All of the schedule is basically the same except for a few key features. Feature number 1, you don't go to Charms class.
So
Yeah.
wait, you are a squid,
Basically.
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 I can't do
Okay.
magic.
You can't do magic.
I know.
Okay.
Charms
then that's why the
class
one
is
thing freaked
instead
me out so hard.
replaced by you with weapons class,
Wait.
is what it is
Wow.
called.
Okay.
So instead of having Charms on Tuesday and Thursday before lunch, you have weapons class, and you are it's easy enough. Weapons class will be held with what's the name here?
Does. You
Yeah.
can't tell me they don't.
Absolutely.
Weapons class, or it's called Weapons and Magical Protection by
Soviet Federation.
Professor Garamond Tup.
But probably
is the name?
American school does too.
Oh,
and
of course.
you
But
do-
it's- but it's more of a
And
college.
also, the only other class that's changed is you do not have Transfiguration on Tuesday afternoons.
Okay.
Instead, you get to pick an extracurricular, and Professor Flitwick will actually have approached you in this to talk about this because you have a bit of a choice.
Mhm.
Your choices that no one else actually gets, because again, most of the other electives come from magical students later, but for you earlier. You can choose either astronomy, arithmancy, or excuse me, you already take astronomy, but arithmancy, care of magical creatures, divination, muggle studies, ancient runes, those kind, and like obviously divination has 2 different teachers, but those are the 5 classes you get to choose from that you get to take that no one else will until kind of later on. Yes.
When I get my thing, I was like, where's care for magical creatures?
were told by
I hear me out. I kind of want to be smug.
But
It's
like, that's stupid.
sorry, did somebody say care magical creature? No, I'm kidding.
You'd be at totally different tables.
I will
I
pull out my
kind of want
Glock.
to do magical creatures because of my parents,
Sure.
because
yeah.
that's what I know.
Your parents do that.
But hear me out. At the end of the day, I asked to see Mara's note, or Mars, because you're technically Mara, but just go.
Marissa.
Going by Mars. I want Marissa's notes because of what
Yeah,
happened in
there's
the
study.
shop.
Everyone has study time from 4 to
I
6, and so you
don't
can,
want to give up yet.
okay.
So, just as a side.
I'm just gonna step over to the Ravenclaw table
Hey,
and I'm
so-
gonna be like, here you go, and I'm gonna give you a couple turkey sandwiches.
Before I take them, like,
I didn't
This
do anything
isn't-
to them, I promise.
this. No. This isn't giving away my opportunity to go see the.
No.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
worry. That'd be so
Leah,
sweet.
you
No such thing
see
as
a
a free
tall
lunch.
upperclassman student coming over, immediately claps their hands around Zach's shoulders, just like, Aye, not bad. You made it into Ravenclaw. You say not dumb.
Yeah. Hi.
This is Clay, your older
Beautiful to see you, Clay. You look more stupid than ever.
brother. Right. Rich coming from you. How long did it take you to get in the common room last night?
Fuck off.
Actually, Zach got it really fast with what, glow stick?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like what breaks. Glow stick.
Well, I was there apparently.
Anywho, right.
Retcon.
Well,
Oh, that's okay.
Retcon.
sucks you're not in Gryffindor, but I guess Mom and Dad won't immediately just like kick you out of the house. But not
Oh
bad.
no, they've pretty much already done that because.
Hey Zach, do
What?
we like this dude or no?
Oh, yeah, sorry, he's my.
Clay.
So do we like this dude? Sorry.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Take out your hand.
Hey, what's up? Right. Well,
You
Are
know
you
I'm
going for
only here
Quidditch?
for the only thing I'm good at. Yes.
awesome. Remember, don't get in. You got no reason to be here.
Fuck off!
Fuck off! As these
Siblings.
very Aussie New Zealand siblings just. But Clay means it all in love, obviously. It's just that,
Okay,
like,
so
kind of.
I'm like,
No,
I don't
this
think
isn't-
Meg
Like I turn over, I'm like,
No,
this
this
is
that
the-
we are
this
being
check.
actually quite
This check.
affectionate.
This is their normal
It's
sibling.
kind
rate.
of, it's like we just swear a lot more because I was raised in New Zealand
Um,
and that's why sometimes I go British. Well, it's hard
You
to get.
three actually, having woken up
So
in
yeah, I
very,
gotta go eat
like, very
breakfast.
states,
Yeah,
everything.
go eat breakfast.
You actually can see this upperclassman coming over. You saw him actually. He was the one looking at the Quidditch miniatures. You see, he comes over, and is like, right, you know what the first is? Listen, 10 galleons to anyone who makes it on the Gryffindor team, just so they can smash them onto the siblings.
You're wrong.
It's
You're
your
wrong.
brother!
I love it!
Yeah, he's a Gryffindor.
And
You're wrong.
you're right.
My money's on this guy.
Oh, you
There
do?
you go, son.
Right. You can be a beater. You can be with me. I'm one of the beaters. But listen,
Wait.
you're not, beefy enough yet.
Start
I
working
kind of
out.
We got
forgot that
some
it wasn't
weights.
a mini Mason.
Right,
I'm like,
yeah, 10 galleons,
he's-
but remember, get on the team and crush Ravenclaw. You see he walks away joining up with a group of friends.
You guys see like
that-
some random.
This
first
is a
or,
very
like,
just
Ravenclaw
random
flipping off the
upperclassman
guy
kind of
as he
like,
walks
oh?
past.
Who do we
Um,
have to talk to sign up for tryouts?
Your head of house, who you would have all been told is someone called Professor Longbottom.
I would like to talk
Gryffindor!
about but not for that.
Not for that. You can talk again.
Can I
He
talk
is
to the,
eating.
the-
Like all the teachers are, of course, eating as well because all of them are talking to various students, helping with schedules,
So I'll
like
wait
walking
till
around.
afterwards.
Yeah, so.
Can I talk to the third year that went to sleep and I couldn't find her?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
You just spent
So are
the
we eating
entire
breakfast
year
right
trying
now?
to find this
Yes,
one person.
Is Professor Potter like? I want to keep my eye on Professor Potter. I guess I should say.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh,
he's
no,
eating breakfast.
minus
In
No, not
watching him
minus
though,
No,
without
minus
making any sort of checks, he like notices you unlike other people, but nothing really.
I just was kind of picturing like the Great Hall like last night, like Snape in the first movie.
Yeah.
Where just
Yeah.
Except he didn't stay watching. That's
Yeah.
the key here. Yes, Leah.
Oh, cool.
And then we'll go Zach.
It's cold.
I'm so sorry. I wanted to ask, does it say
Thank you,
who our
I was
professors
freezing.
are for our classes?
For what?
Does it say the professors who are teaching
Yes,
our class?
I'm sorry. Defense Against the Dark Arts will be taught by
Professor
Professor
Potter.
Potter.
I genuinely just wanted to know if
Flying-
I now know that Slughorn does.
Your flying lesson will be taught by Professor Wood.
Nice.
Yes!
You don't know who this is.
I have no
But I
idea
can
what that is.
metagame and be happy.
Charms by Professor Flitwick. Transfiguration by Professor
Yeah, that's
Lupin.
a-
Herbology will be taught by
Quidditch team.
Herbology
by
by
Herbology.
Bunch of
No,
nerds.
Sorry.
Neville.
Herbology by Professor Longbottom. Astronomy by Professor Sinestra. History of Magic by Professor Binns. Potions by Professor Slughorn.
Sir,
And-
Professor Abbott.
No.
Because you said like at some point that she was affiliated with the school.
Yeah, because Neville. What? Your mom?
Hannah Abbott?
No, not my mom, my aunt.
Yeah.
You said that she worked
Who's
there.
now Longbottom?
Well, yes.
She's the matron of Hufflepuff House, is what you would know.
Oh.
And you wouldn't have met her yet in that, like, because again, you don't normally meet the matron. Just in
Did I
that
miss something? What does Lupin teach then?
Transfiguration.
Dang,
Yes.
was listening.
You would such transfiguration.
really.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah,
I
so
want.
eventually I am gonna need to meet the Hufflepuff head of house because Quidditch and stuff.
So I wanted to go, and when I noticed, oh, Slughorn's in charge of potions. Interesting. I want to go and introduce myself to him and say, hey, thank you so much. Okay, I guess I'll wait until.
You're all gonna want to talk to your head of house.
Well,
It's a
oh
first
no,
step.
I only want
Before
to
breakfast
because
ends, though?
he's a potion.
We're going to resolve everyone. Everyone's gonna
Okay.
get their chance. We're gonna start over here this time.
That works.
Graham, what do you want to do in talking with your head of house? Everything, and this is the assumption of you've caught them at the great time. You've been able to catch up with them.
Isaac,
Right, I wanted to do breakfast stuff with other students though, just your
Well, yes, and that will happen on your turn. Yes.
Walrus.
Sorry.
I'm going to ask him about Quidditch.
Lovely.
Hey, Professor Longbottom.
Hi, you're Graham McGregor. Hi,
Hey.
Professor Longbottom.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm your head of house of Gryffindor. Congratulations on being sorted.
Hey, thank you. Really excited to be here. My dad was a Gryffindor.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, what's his name?
Hey. Crap, what was his first name?
See, I'm the
Him.
only one.
I just call him Dad.
Thomas.
Yeah. Dad.
Thomas McGregor.
Right. Oh, yeah. He bit of an upperclassman on me, but yeah, Gryffindor. Good guy. Right. How can I help you?
I was just wanting to talk to you about joining the Quidditch team.
Oh, yeah. First, I'll put your name down. Hope you can get in.
Hey,
Right.
thank you.
Graham McGregor. Right. You want to talk to Gryffindor Rose Weasley, 5th year. She got really
Rose
red hair,
Weasley?
kind of built. She's Quidditch captain. Talk to her. She'll tell you when tryouts are.
Hey, great, thank you.
Right. Well done.
Hi.
Piggybacking.
Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, Cody Williams. Hi.
Hi. So I just had a question
Mhm.
about my schedule. So I do my family. So I'm from America. My family, we moved over here because my family is working with the ministry.
Right.
As part of the Care for Magical Creatures department.
Mhm.
Kind of done that my whole life.
Congrats. That's amazing.
Yeah. I was wondering if there was a chance I could maybe take that class a little sooner than my 3rd year.
Right. Well, that is an elective because core curriculum states you have to at least have a basic understanding of other spells and enchantments before then.
I mean, yes, but is there a way I could maybe try to get to this class earlier than what is
Listen,
normal?
I completely understand. Every student has their set of expertise, and that's totally all right. But you do have to have at least an understanding. And I can attest, I'm not great at a lot of magic, but you got to know some of the basics.
Okay. Thanks.
Right. Anything else I can help you with? Need help with classes, finding anything?
I guess I'll audition for Quidditch.
All right.
Audition. Audition.
He doesn't
love
like
Lesbian.
sports.
I'll audition for a sport.
Which may be
Yes.
out of Glee. Just, I will be auditioning for the role of kicker.
What you want? Mara, yes, what are you doing?
So, at the breakfast table, she wants to see if she can sit with students who are like a year or two older than her and have been at Hogwarts for a while, and see if she can pick up from any of them if they've found secret passages or cool stuff around the castle.
Go ahead and
Trying
make
to
a
ingratiate herself into.
investigation check.
She may be a Hufflepuff at heart.
Or
She's
do I
a
want to
Slytherin
call
by
this?
trade.
No,
Or
this
something
is,
like that, trying to get stuff from other
this is a
people.
history of magic check.
How? I'm talking to people.
Because this is history of the castle and knowledge of its contents. It's people, but finding this information from people.
So I rolled a natural 2, so that's going to be a 4, unless I can Tides of Chaos it again.
Right
It's
now?
a new day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
She did get along.
Go ahead and do it, and then we'll roll on the wild search.
That's the exact same. That's what for.
Okay, go ahead and roll
Wow,
on the
your
wild
Tides of
magic.
Chaos hate
This
you.
is
I
going to
know.
be anything 1 through 5.
2. 3, 2.
To be fair though, as a player, I've really been wanting wild magic, so.
That's fair.
Oh boy. You just sneeze and something happens.
She just goes.
I mean, she is half goblin.
I am a
so-
goblin. That's the reason I chose this class.
Gabagool. Gabagool.
Oh,
That
but
one.
now it resets to 1 since it's happened.
So, are these disposable plates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let me roll.
Curious, 'cause they're like,
They look fancy, but they feel plastic.
Random number
Yeah, that was
generator.
me too.
Fun fact, I have a very large table for this.
I tested to see whether they were disposable by asking Nick to throw it away for me.
The whole table just catches
And he threw it
fire.
away, so apparently disposable.
Well, if it's not, then it's his fault, right?
6,
hey, Nate, can you throw this away from me?
9. Mara, you are talking with her name is Nina Hart.
You cast
She's
fireballs
kind
and
of
yourself and kill
she's
me.
a third year. You see she's talking to you. And like you're like gesturing with your wand. It's one of those like yeah. As you're pointing with your wand, like so it ain't castle, you see you just no, I don't. God, your wand has like snaked up your arm and coiled and just is like on your arm tight like a bracelet.
Wicked.
That's not natural.
I bet I could still use it like this. And then she's gonna like wave around and see if she can get something out of it.
Your arm just starts sparking.
Well, something anyway.
Nia immediately scoots down away from you as fast as
Goodbye.
possible.
Okay. That's probably all I'm gonna get out of the scene.
Rolls a
So,
0
do we-
And
cast fireball, center on himself, and kills.
target close 4.
Uh-oh. What did we do?
After about a minute, it uncoils.
Oh, okay, awesome.
It and just is a normal piece of wood and isn't bendy at all. Is what you're
Back to
noticing.
normal. So that's about all I get out of the students. Then do we skip to my head of house conversation?
Yes, you can talk with your head of house, who is Professor Lupin. You see Professor Lupin. He has like very like sky blue hair, kind of like long and wavy this morning. You see he's sitting there. He's like making polite conversation actually with Professor Potter. You see they're talking as you approach. Oh right. Hello, Miss Mara
McAllister.
Got it. I will get it. It's only my third year teaching.
No
Hi.
worries, Professor.
What can I do for you?
Well, I had a few questions about Quidditch.
Yeah.
I know I'm a first year, but I thought I might. I have a bet with my friend back home that I could get on the team.
Right. All right. You want to get on the team list? You'll want to talk to Albie Lloyd. Bit of a fresh 6th year. You'll see him. He's on the table. He's actually right there. Very big guy, just eating food. Talk to Albie. I'll put your name down. Make sure he's aware at least. Best of luck.
Awesome, thanks, sir. And then, quick question. I found another student. I think he's like my cousin or something, but names are kind of weird. Is there like a family tree or something I can check for the houses or?
Family tree.
And basically, this is also just that very subtle of like putting it out there to be like, oh, maybe like he remembers somebody who. I guess no, he hasn't been teaching here long enough. but-
You see he looks at Professor Potter. I don't think, unless you're talking about student records, but those aren't completely public to students, but if you want, I could put in a word. You could speak with Headmistress McGonagall and get a look at, who are you looking for? A cousin?
Well, so
You could check in the library. I know we have more basic records of students there, but it'll be a bit of searching.
my mom said the kid was my cousin, but we have different last names. But I know it's on her side, so I don't. Yeah, I'm looking for however we're cousins.
Check the library.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Goes back to eating. Cool. Leah.
Okay, I want to go talk to Slughorn.
Professor Slughorn, he is sitting there eating a quite impressive German pancake that has like magically folded up into a sculpture.
Cool.
Just having fun with his
love
breakfast.
Slughorn.
You see, he's just, yes, Miss Thompson, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing a lot better. Thank you so much. I found my monkey. She's doing okay.
Very glad.
I just wanted to thank you again, and also I noticed that you're in charge of potions.
Yes, I teach potions class.
I love potions. I've been working with them for a long time, actually.
Oh, excellent.
Is there any way that I could like get extra tutoring for potions or something?
Oh, well, I don't
Yes.
normally offer
Sure.
extra tutoring. I offer remedial potions for those who are suffering in classes, but unfortunately, I hope you won't be suffering in
Oh, of
classes.
course not. I just really want to make sure I do well with potions.
Oh, I'm sure
because
you have a bright eye about you. I can see that you'll do
Thank
very
you,
well in
thank
school.
you. If you ever have any tips for me about potions, or if you're ever having like a seminar, I'd love to know.
Oh yes, of course, of course.
Thank you. Okay.
You see, he waves like the raspberry jam kind of like drizzles onto this now sculpture of an ice skating crocodile.
Wow, you're really good.
Brigitte, what?
Oh, wait, I
are
want
you-
one more
Oh, sorry.
I'm just looking up to everyone. I want to go and thank. I wanted
There's
to
only
go,
so much you can do.
I know. I just wanted to go thank Lupin for the midnight snack and everything.
You
And-
run into a very small girl walking away from Professor Lupin. You almost like trip over.
I'm
Oh,
so
Taylor.
sorry. You good?
I'm good. You guys saw it last night too, right?
Oh, are you another first year?
Yeah.
Hi. I don't know who you are.
Oh, sorry, Mara.
I'm Leah. It's
Nice to
nice to
meet
meet you. I'll
We'll
see
see
you
ya.
later, I guess.
And you can thank Professor Lupin, of course, and just in talking to you. So yes, Brigitte. Anything in particular you wanted?
I am going to go to the library.
Oh, breakfast is over?
Just you. Yeah, no. If that's what you're wanting to do
To
with your
the
time.
library.
So Brigitte would have brought not just her books for like Hogwarts, but also her mom's books with her
Oh,
in
I
her
thought that-
bag.
I thought that the
And
mom
so-
said no.
Oh, but mom
She
said
you
no.
have to study English
But
first.
Brigitte
Oh,
said
right.
yes.
You stole them?
No, her mom said I could take them.
Oh.
She was like, you can take them.
And you're just gonna start studying Beauxbaton.
Yep. So I'm gonna go to the library and I'm gonna start studying Beauxbaton magic.
Go ahead and make me just a pure intelligence roll. This will be interesting. I'm curious to see what's about to happen.
That one.
And then hit the floor, roll some more.
Brigitte, you,
Apparently yours. Stupid.
as you're going through, you are seeing Beauxbaton first years are
She's practicing English so
normally
much you can't read French
on
anymore.
their first day are supposed to understand the Incendio spell.
Oh.
That's one of their first things is mastering the elements in your
magic.
first day.
Fireball?
And as you sit there and just Incendio, this book that you're using erupts into flames. Madam Pencil Library, what are you doing? And just shrieks at you, starts batting at you with like books start beating you as she puts the book out and steals this book.
Wait,
you can take
Did
the
you be
rest,
like
but one
Grandma,
of
how
the
every time
books.
she gets hit, she changes colors somehow?
Oh, I would be so
Like a
embarrassed. I
cartoon
would be like
chameleon.
red. Like
You're just beat
Yeah,
red,
like Randall
red
in
I
hair.
said Randall. I'm like, please.
I missed it.
Red hair like streaking through. You can gather your books, but again, books are like calling
so
after you
was that
basically.
my book that blew up? Or
Your
was
book blew up. She stole one of your books because she thought you
Your
just lit a library
mother's
book on
book.
fire.
that... Okay, so I'm gonna go like I'll be really red. But like,
She's not listening. She is like kicking you out of the library because you just set a book on fire in the library. Honey, that one.
You just
Wow,
picked
we're
your
having
mom's
fun
book.
with the ones and 20s
We
this
are.
session. I love it. You still have plenty, but at least the Beauxbaton's first year's guide to basic charms is definitely not yours anymore.
That's
This is why we have a library, friends. There's
This is
probably
why
one
we
in the
have a
library.
We have a library. James, what are you up to in breakfast
So,
time?
I do want to go talk to is it Professor
Longbottom.
Longbottom
Professor Longbottom.
and sign up for Quidditch Tryouts.
We're just like all doing Quidditch.
Not me.
But
I mean, you gotta make it on the team. These
I
are
already
just
have a
tryouts.
room.
so
That's
I'll
true.
do the tryouts for
A
that.
room doesn't make a good Quidditch
But
player.
after that, I do want to go just
I've
have
been
a
flying
quick
since before I could
conversation
Have
with
you been
Professor
playing
Potter.
Quidditch since you
Cool.
before
You can
We'll
have
see.
Professor Longbottom is with Professor Potter. You can definitely talk to him. You see Professor Lupin can put your Professor Longbottom puts your name down.
Cool.
Talk, James Black gives that same look for Rose Weasley.
Rose Weasley.
Excuse me, Rose Weasley Granger is the official.
Oh, they hyphenate.
Yeah, they
Yep.
hyphenated.
Oh, of course they would.
It's Hermione.
It's Hermione, yeah.
And
that's
they can
right.
for ease and simplicity, you can always just go by one or the other. But the official. Go look for them, and you can talk to Professor Potter.
And I just want to be I just want to have a conversation with him so that I can kind of gauge if he has something against me. So I'll just start it out with something like, looking forward to class, Professor Potter.
As you
He's in
say
Florida.
this,
He's in Albus's year, right?
Yeah.
So
You
it's
walk up.
somewhere.
There are a couple students. Like, people are talking to professors. Professors are even, like, eventually getting up, going down around. As you go up to talk, there's already, like, a gaggle of students that are, like, talking with them. And that, like, and as you come out, it's kind of that, like, what you expect. Like, oh, I've heard so many stories. Oh, I'm so excited for class. Oh, is there anything you could recommend, Professor, in books? As the students leave,
Right, they all care about their schoolwork.
you can give a brief that,
Especially Harry.
you see Professor Potter looks at you just, right, one of the first years. Very excited to have you in my class as well.
Yeah.
He looks excited. Look at that
So-
face.
Metagaming a little bit question-wise. Do I know my family's history with... Okay. We'll leave it at that then.
You that. You see, this is though a face of a professor who's probably been bombarded with people, not even in his house, all day already. In that, yep, hello. And you're able to sign up and get ready, and head on your way. Finally, Zach, is there anything that you wanted to accomplish this morning?
Trying to find the girl I couldn't find yesterday who's apparently had a
And your
pledge.
investigation roll was
14.
14.
She spends
That
the
is
entire
not-
year
it's-
trying to find this person, never does.
You find Maddie Jenkins, third year, very like sharp brunette hair pulled back into a ponytail. You see, she's like kind of just sipping on some orange juice and eating like a slice of toast. You come up, she's, hi, what's it? That's gone.
Didn't mean to interrupt your breakfast. I'm Zachary Abbott. I'd love to sign up for Quidditch Tryouts.
Right. Brilliant. You talked to Flitwick?
Yeah, I did. He told me to talk to you.
Right. Well, big tryouts. I've been talking with some of the other houses. Best I can give you is probably Saturday. We're gonna hold tryouts. Is that good?
What day is that again? Sorry about that.
Saturday. Let's see. Today's the 2nd, so the 4th.
Yeah, no, that works.
Right. Yeah. Cool. See you there.
Sounds great. Thank you. Is there anything I need to prepare? Brooms and like, in a weird way. Basically, I'm trying to subtly nudge that I know what I'm doing and I'm not trying to flex it. Where it's like,
But I'm trying to
broom's
flex
gonna be
it.
provided,
You're-
and a glove's gonna be
You
provided.
are
Like
incorporating.
in the a glove's gonna be provided. When
It's
you
your.
gloves.
This is part of your background. It's called the Quidditch player, right? Where you can strike up conversation. You see shit. Right, no, no gloves needed. We'll be able to provide brooms, of course. I mean, you'll probably be having your first flying. Your first year. Your first flying
Yeah.
lessons are on Monday, so
I
be a
guess
bit
we'll see how that
interesting.
goes. I've been like flying since I could walk.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, hey,
So
as long as you put the broom polish where your handle is,
Yeah.
right.
He's been flying
Brilliant.
since before he could walk.
but also like.
On high
He's been
end
flying
brooms,
before
too.
he was born.
I guess if you
Mom
want
probably
to,
ought to
because
know.
I heard that this is a fiery spirit, right? And I know that my brother is on the Gryffindor Quidditch team, and I'm like, I also kind of want to get on the team because I want to crush my brother,
Your brother?
Abbott? Yeah, he's on Gryffindor.
Clay
Yes.
Abbott?
Yeah,
The
Clay.
piece of shit that broke my arm last year with
Yeah.
a bludgeon?
Yeah, that piece.
That's your brother.
Yeah, and I want to kick his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Solid nod.
We'll see you
Are
trying.
you sure you're
Yeah.
from Australia?
You do know the difference, do you?
As
I
you
stood
all.
around both Australians and New Zealanders.
Can I try to find
It's
Rose?
a mix between the two.
Yes, you
because
can.
they've been
Yes,
raised-
all of you can. It's like in
So it's
finding these Quidditch captains as needed.
Yeah, I'm assuming all.
Yeah.
It's like
Was
being
that
raised in the
looking for
South
again?
and then
Which one?
throwing yourself to the Midwest
You're looking
at
for
the age of
Albie
6.
Lloyd. He was
Yeah.
very easy to point out because this is a very big, burly 6-year who, like, he would introduce. He is the keeper, right? He like, right, got your name. Nothing too crazy. And the Gryffindor boys, if you're looking for Rose Weasley. After a while, coming into breakfast again, very, very red hair, very built, right? Like she's got the muscle. And Rose would introduce you. She's the head of the coach team, even in her 5th year. She,
What side of the family did she get the muscle from?
I would say definitely the Grangers.
Oh yeah.
No,
From now on, I think
None
of
of them, we
Hermione
don't
as
know
what
being
Hermione's
look like.
swole.
They
Because it's hear me out. It's
Hermione
like
could've been
it's the
canonically
stealthy
swole.
swole, where like it looks normal, and then she just turns it this way.
define.
And you
It's
see the
you.
defined
She's got the
muscle.
definition.
I was gonna
It's like-
say, just her dad turns out to be the Rock as a dentist.
Just like this big muscly guy.
Canonical parents or something wrong. No, and the
That's
rock
how
will
the rock
wait.
gets into this film because he's
You
not
can
in
find,
it.
and Rose can definitely put you all down for the tryouts as well.
Cool.
Sweet.
I don't know how to fly.
I mean, oh no,
It's
it's
gonna,
not
it's gonna
judging.
turn out great. Fun fact: it's not
My
even
friends
about learning
were.
how to fly. There is a proficiency in brooms. It's a
Like,
vehicle that some of you may or may not have.
Yeah, my friends were all trying out.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry, I
almost
just
like
had a very mom comment.
it's a very
like,
no.
my
I
son
love that. That's a
friends
very
were to jump off
school
a
thing.
cliff.
It's like,
So-
well, if everyone,
My friends jumped out the window last night, and I did it with
and
them.
I did it with them.
So that answers that question.
I'm gonna actually.
Your poor mother.
Yeah, Tate's gonna sign up as well.
Yeah!
Oh no, we
We love
literally
Tate.
have the Marauders.
It's
I
a
do wanna
peer
ask-
pressure. It's that fun. All
I
right.
had
like,
one other thing, August. I want to try and get a bead on the guy who was hitting on my twin the other day.
bead on Carrie.
Yeah,
Carrie.
balls.
Carrie.
Carry balls.
Get
Carrie.
Charles.
Carrie Ball.
Harry balls. Yes.
Charles, you haven't seen Charles yet this morning.
Okay, cool.
He's
I want
not
to
been out.
prepare a little something.
Carrie,
That sounds so
give me an
nefarious.
insight check on Carrie there, Zach.
Yeah,
It's
I know.
gonna be
It's
so
fun.
bad.
Here we
Minus
go.
one.
Into the high stakes world of flirtation and
It's a 10.
10. Carrie's sitting there and just like winks over at you two, definitely at Mars, but just in
Yeah.
that like,
How can
hey,
she tell the difference? Just kidding. It's the scars.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna pull this in. So, you interested in my twin, eh?
sorry?
Oh no, you've just been winking at her a little too much. I was just
Yeah, alright. You twin?
Yeah.
Cool.
alright.
Oh,
Goes
he's
back to his toes.
sleazy.
He's not talking to you because it's not like,
Oh, I don't like him.
Just watch your step.
why, you gonna trip me with your big feet? Oh!
Yeah, I don't like him.
I'm sitting here and in my mind over and over again, so we have the same feet, we have the same face.
The same. Everything I am is you.
Everything.
Yeah,
It's like-
Carrie Ball, male Slytherin, just what?
Yeah?
He's a snake.
Maybe I will. Or maybe into big feet, because she's got the same size as me. And I sit up and I go back to my
He
table.
calls after you as you're like,
Nah.
if you're in defeat, that's cool, mate. Ah!
Oh my gosh! As I walk away, you see,
We are 11.
We're 11.
and like I just start
I'm just gonna
breathing
take it.
hard. Like harder than 11-year-olds should. Like,
Should be breathing. We are going to cut now to our first class.
Wait, didn't you say we had a free period? Or was
I
that-
have to just say, like, again, you'll get time. Trust me. You'll have a lot of free time. In your first class, Zach, we will go to your class in a moment, but you are all in Charms.
Woo!
Charms class with Professor Flitwick. As you are all getting ready, Flitwick announcing again, multiple people around the room.
Yeah.
As you see Professor Flitwick stands up, welcome students, welcome to Charms class. Now
So
I'm
which
your
two houses
teacher,
are in
Professor
this
Flitwick.
class?
This is an everyone class.
They're so
Classes have
cool.
slightly started changing. Some classes
some of the
will
first
be
two
in
are.
two, some will be in one, some will be all four. Like astronomy is an everyone class as well, and some, because of the necessity of now having magic and non-magic, some classes it's easier to know when like, okay, I can have everyone. Yes.
Okay, so I would like to guide the friend group to sit down, so I'm actually sitting next to her, but I'm still sitting with the guys,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah, it's that like classic like, hey, if I'm sitting here, are you guys sitting here, and then we're near other people?
Can I
Also
just
on
silently
the other end.
practice
Mhm.
Incendio during
Fetcher.
class?
Like, no, like
I would
near
love
you
to.
guys, but on
Here's
the
what.
other end.
Yes,
Okay.
I will say yes.
Here's what, yes.
So you're the
Because as
Okay,
you
next
are
to
all
I'm good
watching,
at
Professor Flitwick says, right everyone, wands at the
Guys,
ready.
I'm
Today
sure
we
that's
shall
your
be
Hi.
learning the wonderful wizarding art of levitation, or making objects fly.
Did you look at my text real quick?
Everyone, practice with me, swish and flick.
I guess I should grab the wall.
And,
Swish.
I feel like I'm leading music.
Guardium Leviosa.
we'll do that second. Making
Guardium
sense.
Leviosa.
Yes.
That makes sense. You see, though, I will say this, with swish and flick,
Nine
I need you
millimeters.
to make me another magical theory check.
Me?
Brigitte. Yes.
Oh, great.
Because you're practicing Incendio during class as well.
Oh no! It's like that
flick.
scene.
I can't set this up better if I try.
I think we're gonna need another
Jesus,
for the
Seamus
professor.
Finnegan!
Hey, there you go.
Mr.
That was
Finnegan
close
has
to
a
being a one.
great affinity for pyrotechnics.
19 plus
It's
got a what?
21.
21.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't need-
We'll
Either.
see.
Incendio.
Just a perfect fireball.
That wasn't
50
supposed to come out of your
caliber.
wand with the
As you're going through,
38 special.
you all like.
9mm.
I will say, with a 21, you are able to not crazy like before, but enough to start realizing, okay, a small little ball of fire can appear and stop at the end of your wand.
fireball crap.
Well,
It's
not
actually
fireball, it's fireball.
If you want the exact, technically, Incendio is create bonfire.
Oh,
is
that's
how
so much
the
better.
transition.
Yeah, fireball's
They're
a
not
third
all
level spell.
exactly the
Which is why I was
same,
freaking
but
out.
you're getting better. It's getting much closer at getting it right. You see Flitwick actually now just excellent students. Now
What?
swish and flick, swish.
I thought we were supposed to make
Everyone,
these
please. You see he waves his
catch
wand
on fire.
and multiple feathers
your
appear
wand
in
gonna
front of
burn?
you.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
As the feathers appear,
Water!
you see Flitwick. Now everyone, incorporate now the words Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Everyone make a magical theory check.
Guardian the Muse.
Everyone,
Guardian the Muse.
Wingardium.
Oh my god, you were so bad.
No way.
Sorry. Chill. Lonnie, chill.
16,
Okay.
18.
Chill, it's only magic.
Only magic.
18.
It's only fake magic.
Whew.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
I rolled a 5.
5.
I
Okay,
could
what-
Tides of
what-
Chaos.
Wingardium
I could just keep mining
Leviosa.
Tides of Chaos.
It's Leviosa.
What
Not
are you
Leviosa.
doing?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 magical theory.
Oh, so yeah, then it'd be a natural 23. I'm so
21.
21.
Wow.
Leah, as
Poor
you
Megan.
and you watch as your feather seemingly floats up. And Flitwick, well done, Miss Thompson. Yes, 5 points to Slytherin. Well done, excellent use of magic.
I turned to like the hood of
Everyone
her thing,
who
and I went,
rolled
Wingardium Leviosa.
Above a 15, you all watch as in varying degrees your feathers also
Not gonna lie, I was
start
kind
to
of hoping
rise.
you would say that like a desk
Mara,
started floating.
yours is Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. And the feather is stagnant. For the rest of you,
Can I
you
like?
all are learning Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Okay, do I get
Hear me out.
at all?
You have not yet mastered
Mastered
it.
it?
though.
Oh, you have to
Hear me out.
master it.
While she's
Learning
like,
spells on your own is different than in a classroom. In a
Gotcha.
classroom, there's easier DCs. On your own will require not only DCs but time and like mastery of a spell because there's always a chance until it's mastered that a spell could go wrong. As you are able to quickly stop your Incendio though and start Wingardium Leviosa at the proper time before burning up your feather. Oh, so close.
Can
You
I
almost- Yes.
So while I am struggling and failing with this spell, can I like blow under the feather to try and like blow it up in the air, like with my breath? Not even magically,
You
just trying
blow
to like
on it, the feather
sleight of-
falls onto the ground. As
Wait, so
in-
can I notice that she's struggling?
all you can, because it's like, again, this happens over the course of the lesson. Like, Flitwick is going
I was
around,
going to
like,
suggest-
talking to you, showing you arm moves, doing stuff.
Mhm.
And after about 20 minutes or so, Mara, you're one of the only few, not, like, there are other students that are taking a moment, but you definitely, it's just not coming very easily.
So I'm wondering, since I got that 20, would you allow me to just kind of help flick her feather back up and be like, so...
Oh,
kinda-
Flitwick can put it back up for you.
No,
like-
because I like wanted to be the one to help her, so that we can start.
Mara,
building
go
a
ahead
rapport.
and
Gosh.
Mara, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
No, I specifically want to be like, hey. So kind
No. We're
Oh.
doing this. This is an
Okay,
insight
fine.
check from Mara. I like this. I like where this is going. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
14.
14. Thankfully, it doesn't seem rude, but Leah definitely, you like move the feather up, full Wingardium Leviosa, back onto your desk for you. Just in getting that back up. Yes, Cody.
Can
I'm just
I
gonna kinda
secretly
magically
mess with her by making her like robe start to just float?
Rope?
Robe.
Robe.
Just to
Rude.
mess with her, but try to do it subtly.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
Could I
Oh,
just put
fetch.
like
Ah!
some
Isn't that one?
That's a 5.
All of you watch as Cody raises his own robes well above his head. And you don't keep it, immediately fall, kind of a flush in your face. Like,
What are
as
you
did
doing?
not work.
I was aiming at something else, okay?
Okay.
So Professor Flint, wands to the feathers, Mr. Williams. Wands to the feathers.
Guardian Leviosa. Make it fly.
Swish,
I
flick.
think, but it's floating.
Swish,
It's
It's
swish, and flick.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sorry.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium, Miss
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's Wingardium
Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Go ahead and make another magical career check for me.
I love how snarky you are.
Is it a 1?
No, it's a natural 2 plus whatever my
Oh,
mod.
no, you do
Megan.
roll
Can I
again.
try some chaos this one?
Yeah.
Well, no, doesn't she automatically roll the...
You do automatically roll.
Wouldn't she have done that on her last one? Because she rolled below a 5.
Yeah.
So she needs to
One
roll
thing at a
twice on the...
No,
What
I
is the
already rolled
modifier?
the wild magic.
Oh,
that
my
was
bad, okay. I was
Magical
confused.
theory?
Yes, magical theory.
This one's a 12.
That one's a 12. Okay. Go ahead and now roll your wild magic surge. The counter is reset though.
So back to 1.
Back to 1.
That's cocked. That's a 13.
So nothing. So you got 12. Your feather kind of like moves, but you realize it might have been other people that are like waving their hands. You're not sure yet if you've really gone.
That's so sad.
You see Professor Flitwick. Well, students, we're almost out of time. Yes, of course, for your homework, please, using your quills, practice Wingardium Leviosa at least 3 times before our next class period on your own. And we will continue on.
I point at McCreary's kilt.
You're probably wearing...
Gregors?
Yeah, sorry, my bad. I missed
Graham's
it.
wearing
trousers. Dang it.
These are, during school
Part of my
days, you
dress
are
robes.
asked
You really
to
don't want
wear
to just be
your
wearing a kilt. That's
Quidditch.
thing.
Your school robes during classes.
No, women so
After
bad.
class time, you can change into other
If I
things.
find him
I
at
really
any
wanna
point wearing a
lift,
quilt, I want to
that
secretly
curly
Wingardium
curly
Leviosa.
Okay, why do you want his kilt to
Because
go
it
up?
would be hilarious.
Pants. Yeah.
This is what 12-year-old boys would do.
11-year-old boys.
My
Uh,
guy's 12.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
yeah,
I
Mara,
think so.
you know, like Tate's not getting it like immediately. Like it's
Of course
like
he's
again,
not.
there's some people that
Poor
is
Tate.
moving everything,
Oh,
but
great, I'm on
it's
Tate's level.
don't you all hate him?
I love him. I love to hate him.
Don't hate on Tate.
Except he's not Neville, he's Peter Pettigrew.
Dude, I totally
These
see this
three are
Neville.
definitely the
He was trying to
Marauders.
stop us
They're
from
terrifying.
sneaking out the first.
Well, yeah, we definitely
What
have
if
James
Peter
over
Pettigrew
here.
done
Yeah.
that, though?
Alrighty.
Wait, does that make me, Lupin?
Yeah.
Yeah, those two are James
Oh
and
my
Sirius.
gosh, it
That's
totally does make
I'm the
me
Lupin. As you all go,
I'm the
we are
druid.
going to actually
Yes.
cut to
That's awesome.
Zach's class. Zach, you are heading to magical protection and weapons.
Wingardium Leviosa.
You see,
I'll learn that.
as you are in this classroom walking in, there's a lot of fun stuff on the wall. There's swords, crossbows, you see like nets, but each like kind of magical and stuff. You go in, there's not just you, there are actually other students, not just first years. What you're noticing is these are like about probably the non-magical students of the school, right? You see after a while Professor Tupp comes in. Professor Tupp, kind of almost middle age, again, more like mousy hair, very like close cut onto his head, just simple small nose. As he comes in, just welcome students, welcome to magical protection. I am your professor, Professor Tupp. You may refer to me as Professor or Professor Tupp, I do not care. Now, can anyone tell me, of course, why protection is important? No one?
Quick
No
question,
one.
how many
Because
kids are
dying
in this
is not
class?
something.
Yes,
Diane's
Mr. Abbott.
Abbott. Because dying's kind of permanent, a little bit.
Yes,
Sure, Harry.
dying is permanent.
Unless you're Harry Potter.
Yes,
Unless you're Harry Potter, apparently, but...
we must, yeah, huh? Yes, protection from what is around us. Now, let us begin. You see, and he launches into what might be fun. Like, eventually you think you will get into, like, weapons, but this is a lesson of a lot of, like, theory and theory of protection and, like, what is better, a wand or a sword, and, like, all these, like, very, like, casual things. And
Would
not
a gun work best?
a gun.
Yeah. So I mean, they're about to cast a spell. You shoot at them. They're thrown off.
Yes, but what if your gun doesn't work?
So then you
tell
just
which way the wind's blowing.
Yeah,
Gun
and Harry
play?
becomes the master of death.
So then it does work.
Yes, but nothing will beat magic and magical protection.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So the lesson we're learning is we're all screwed.
You're ruining the class.
Sorry, I was whispering in them.
So what I'm guessing is that we're all screwed if we don't do magic.
No, magic is not. Magic is everywhere, and magic can be found in weaponry and protection.
Could it be found in a gun?
Can it be found in a gun?
No, magic and muggle weapons don't mix in these ways.
Aren't swords and crossbows smuggle weapons?
No, these were invented by wizards and goblins. These are, in fact, magical.
Dinosaurs were in fact invented by goblins.
And
Yes.
who appropriated
Wouldn't you
these
think
weapons?
that, like, guns be made by then, like, statistically then? Because the crossbow led to projectile weapons.
Well, let me put it this way. Can your gun help bake dinner? Can your gun
It can
help
kill dinner.
find your way out of the woods?
If you have a compass on it.
Can your gun
tinfoil around a machine
create a rabbit in a hat?
No.
No?
breakfast.
Then magic is better.
Can a sword do that?
Yeah, because the heat
Magical swords?
What about magic guns?
Jason Sackers does not know how to do
Have you
it.
ever
You'll learn in this class.
Have you ever shot a
Professor
gun?
Dumpty.
It's magical.
Amen to that, brother.
And as Charms and your
Pretty
first lesson of the day ends, moving into lunch, and of course, History of Magic being a very droll, starting to go on about the Great Goblin Wars and Edgar the Ugly and Ulfric the
I'm going to
Oddball.
be
Am I in
studying
this
my
class
potions
finally?
books during this class.
Am I in this class?
I will say, anytime you pull out your book, Professor Ben, please do not read and pay attention to the lesson, Miss Thompson.
In the books, he didn't pay attention to anything, though.
Yeah, but there is a standard. You're not supposed to study other stuff in class.
Can I put my
Hermione never
history
did.
book on top of it?
Yes.
Then when he's not looking at me, can I...
Or is the history book bigger than the other book?
History of Magic is way bigger.
Oh,
So
then
you
I'll just sit it up and do the old, my book, their book.
There you go. Yeah.
See,
Now you figured out the key to this.
I'm
riddle.
doing
do
the
that.
same thing, but with a different book.
Yeah. Oh, like you guys.
Graham's there just like this. Just
It's nap time, whatever. No learning really happens in this
As
class,
soon
which
as-
is sad.
As soon as
I
Graham
would-
is like
I
really
would-
August,
invested-
you
know it.
August.
I would be the student
DM.
and Hermione taking ferocious notes. Let's
Yeah,
get
I was
real.
actually going to say, like, I'm actually paying attention because my last teacher talked about theory, and this guy's actually saying actual facts about what's happened, so I'm actually paying attention.
Cool. You two can definitely pay attention to History of
I'll keep
Magic.
letting you use my
He's
haircut.
talking about how like goblins have long advocated for magic with wizarding, but it's come to gross heads in many different ways, where goblins and wizards just never seem to get along. There's always huge wars and the like. Yes.
Yeah, no, Mara's
As
listening.
soon as Graham is like really resting his head on his hand, I'm just gonna knock the hand out.
Boom! You've been no sneezing in class. And goes back to lesson.
There's so many levels of greatness to that comment.
Thank you. And
Well, here's the question. Can I be listening and like practicing levitation under my desk or something at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I
So
see
I'm
what
gonna
she's
be
doing? Would I
practicing
be
the
Go
sitting
ahead.
here,
You
Mom?
can make me another magical figure.
Okay.
Poor Megan.
Can we
Don't
give her
get
the
too
help
comfy.
action?
No.
Can I see what
You
she's
all, it's either
Oh my
like
God, that's
struggling
cute
to
for
stay conscious and listen to the lesson, or you're out, right? Like it's hard to
Not paying
like,
attention at all.
yeah. What'd
Like
you get?
why?
13.
Still not get like the shoelace you're trying to practice on just really isn't. It doesn't even look like it's wiggling, or was it a wiggle? Right. we are doing a bit of a skip as you start to go just into a lot of classes at Hogwarts, right? Again, there is homework. So, like, during your study times, of course you can go and do other stuff, but there is always the, like, well, this homework doesn't need to be practiced. There is magic. I'm trying. There are things I need to do and the like.
Can we address the text that I sent you now?
Which one? Okay.
The only one I think I sent you this session?
Okay, yes. You're going to have to try to make it, though.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to look at it real quick to make sure that this is what I wanted to make, because I want to make that during my free time.
Yeah. You want to come
Bless
and
you.
look at it real quick? I have it right here.
Okay. I'm just not gonna fall.
Bless you again.
Why
You
is
sneeze again, you lose all your blessings.
Yes, that is the one I thought it was.
That's cool.
Since when?
Yeah.
You guys doing a lot of sneaky over there.
You know who.
Cool.
Sneaky.
Cool.
Snake.
Interesting.
Snaky
Well, I
boy.
guess that
Side note,
also
August,
sends
can
you a
I
text.
practice
Yes.
flying before tryouts?
Here's what I'm going to say. Because we have one more class before the tryouts that I do need to go through because it will be posted.
Do I need to make a roll to see
Okay.
if I can make the thing, or
It's going to take time. I'm going to say it's going to take at least 3 days of work.
that's fine.
So you can start it Thursday, your first day of school.
Do I need to make any rolls?
No, it's something because you have the recipe and most of the ingredients. It's something that will just eventually occur.
Hey, side note,
Excellent.
August, have me and my twin heard any news about, like, besides that one thing? Because I'm kind of getting worried if we have no resources.
Not yet.
Cool. Great. Awesome. Love that.
Here's what we're gonna do. I promise I'm trying to get to everyone because a lot happens here. Yes, go.
I think it's been a few days.
Just a question. How many days has it been since we left for Hogwarts? Like
We're
the day we left for
you
Hogwarts.
left
No,
for
the day
Hogwarts.
we got the letters.
Oh, since that day. For you, it would have been about 3 weeks.
Oh.
Because we get the letters and have plenty of time to,
There
get
was a
some
big
notes.
time jump from getting the letters and like going shopping and getting Hogwarts.
Okay.
You're coming up on
That is
Friday is gonna be the last day.
okay. Cool.
Because the way
That's
Thursday.
way sooner than I thought it would be.
Yes, no worries. As Thursday finishes up, Friday rolls around and you have double potions.
So
Shoots me now.
This is what's coming up.
if Friday's let's say I need to do other stuff beforehand.
Yeah, are we gonna address what we do in free time?
I'm gonna say this as a blanket for this campaign. There's so much you guys are always wanting to do, and please look. There's so much free time. Like I'm trying to also highlight the points of the campaign, but you can do stuff in your free time. But I will say, if you're always doing stuff in free time, we're never gonna get through this
That's
campaign
fair.
because we're gonna be doing a day by day Hogwarts
Makes
campaign.
sense.
So like, please just like
Next session will be Christmas.
even Fred and George spent time in classes, right? They did do school. Like there is stuff going on. So, but like I do. So like, but if there's something, please message me. I do want to make
Okay.
sure we resolve stuff.
So there's just
Okay.
like a couple.
It's
Because-
totally fine.
I thought it would be like 2 more weeks out or something like that.
No,
'cause,
yes.
like,
For you, it's something where you can be doing stuff Thursday night in that preparation.
I think I might need more time than that. Sorry. No. Okay. No, we're good. Yeah, I can do that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I will say now, please though, roll me a stealth check for Thursday nights. If what I think you're doing is what you're doing.
Oh well. I'll text you.
You message me. And I will just say, for finishing up Thursday, for anyone else that did have any questions or stuff going on Thursday, Thursday, again, first day of classes went by pretty quickly. In your study periods, it's again like, well, I mean, history, magic, like, Professor Binns gave us an essay that it's no checks required, it's just going to take time that, like, you can even get out now or on the way. Nothing crazy. The only real like homework or like checks we'll make again is finishing and making sure you can do Wingardium Leviosa, which right now Mara's the only one that technically has to do that. That's part of the fun. Like
The DC's a 15, right?
yes,
So I have to roll a natural 13, and until I do that, she's not going to be able to do the spell.
yes.
So it's going to take her forever.
I mean, just roll that 13. No, but there's a lot that happens. Again, I will say, Brigitte, it's very easy to still keep studying Beauxbaton work and trying out some of these other spells. For the rest of you as well, what you're noticing again in Hogwarts, this is a wild school. Most of your time also in free time is figuring out the castle. None of you have been here. It's kind of crazy to get around. Your first night was easier with the prefect, but getting around so many corridors and passages, things that like you think you're on the first floor and then you're like, wait, no, I'm looking out the window and I'm way too far up, like what's going on. A lot happens, but it's totally fine to do like sneaky stuff or secret because a lot happens.
How much do I see of that dude who was hitting on me earlier?
I've been keeping an eye on him.
Charles is in your common room,
Oh, great.
as he is a Slytherin.
So can I just, like, incendio his robes just to get him off?
You're insinuating what about him?
His robes.
His robe.
Let's just say if he tries to talk to me again, then
Not really
That
talking.
was
It's more
my
just like he acknowledges you because it's that like
nervous
you're
reflex.
like we're in the same house, but it's that like okay.
clearly she doesn't want to talk to you. I mean, she's probably interested, but she's too scared because she's 11.
Yes. Cool. Crazy stuff. Right, living at Hogwarts. What I'll say is in jumping because before you know, again, we're into the next day, and you will have your potions class. Professor Slughorn down in the dungeons is an awesome guy. Right, you can tell he's very like
He's one of my favorites.
again,
right now.
super fun to be around, right? Like nothing crazy. But what you guys notice is on your first day, he is going to start teaching you about antidotes. Specifically, in your books, the antidote of common poisons. That's everyone. You can write it down or not. This is a recipe you all now have access to. Because he's like shown you how to get to it, and like it's one of those we're not going to go into checks because potions can get. There will eventually be like checks with potions if we're doing intense stuff in class, but the antidote of common poisons, like it's that walkthrough class of hey, we have double potions, right? And we all have time. Zach, you're here as well. It's that hey, let's talk about the time to brew it, time to, and this can be a helpful poison for a lot. I will say though, none of you will keep this potion, at least for this class, because you have to put it in a vial and give it to him for grading.
I see.
Right? It's
Can
one
I
of those
talk to
like,
him after?
But
yes, you can talk to him after, and we can do a bit of role playing if you want to talk to him during class as well. Like anything you need to talk about.
Cody's taking notes.
I'll go ahead and can I try and get enough to make a double batch and keep a vial?
Enough to make double dash keep up. That's gonna be a stealth check. Because the normal batch in these again, please don't think of cauldrons as big bubbles.
Yeah,
Like
they're
most of the
pretty
cauldrons
small.
are actually just like hand size, right?
Mm-hmm.
So making a double batch would be a little interesting. So you can make a stealth check because it's that like,
Okay.
hey, to see if maybe he doesn't notice that I'm.
Guys, that's an at 20.
Okay, we're all
Check
testing
in on-
dice
I
after
can't
tonight.
do Wingardium Leviosa.
I have a feeling all y'all dice are rigged. I
she's
can't
so
prove it. I can't
Oh,
prove
well,
it.
I guess it
The
could be
amount
good.
of nat 20s and nat 1s, like, this is just a little crazy. I will say, though, yes, Leah, you are able to brew a double batch. And
Okay.
you can
Can
keep
I
it
have
vial.
portent rolls?
Alright, thank you.
Nice.
Right?
No.
He gave me loaded
It's like, as long as they're loaded my way. What the hell?
As you all go through, Cody, what are you doing in
Can I
culture?
be like skimming ahead? Like I'm no problem. I'm taking care of
Oh,
this
yeah.
potion. But can I be like trying to get ahead, and, like learn some more
Yes.
fun stuff? Like could I just like skim until I find a potion that's fun or interesting, and maybe take some
yeah.
serious notes on that and try it later?
Define
Here's
fun
what
and
you're
interesting.
There's
I don't
some
know. I don't know
interesting.
what I'd find.
You're going through, skimming through this book. There's stuff on blemishing blitzers, confusing concoctions, forgetfulness potions, herbicide potion,
Forgetfulness potion.
forgetfulness potion. You can go ahead, and write that down, like because you now know where this recipe is in skimming ahead.
Can I
How?
take notes on how to do it?
Yeah, well the book can
We
tell you
have
how.
a
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, we have
The book will
Yeah,
tell you.
it's a
I'm just
text
saying, it's like you can definitely tab that then and be like, okay, forgetfulness potion.
How often am I allowed to roll for Wingardium Leviosa?
I will say you can give me another one because you would have had time in your study time. Like if it's like during your study time, that's what you would have been doing.
It's a nat 1. Can I intensificate it?
Again.
I'm so sick of not having the spell.
Yes.
Thank you.
Not 1 or 2.
7 plus 2. It's a 9.
9.
Dang,
Just go
I'm
ahead
so
and
sorry.
wild magic. It's
for
either
wild
a 1 or 2 now.
It's a 6.
Cool.
Side note,
You need new dice.
if I see Mars
Well, I
practicing
have other
Guardian
dice.
Leviosa, can I just try it?
Maybe you should at this point.
You
Well,
can.
I've gotten a couple good rolls. Just
I
not when
need you to
them.
try it, and I will say this. It's going to be a disadvantage.
Okay. It's gonna be
So
wisdom.
this is a magical theory roll as well.
Magical theory is wisdom.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes, disadvantage
disadvantage.
though.
11, 16. So if I take the 11, that's a 10.
No. You like I'll even say it's one of those like in potions, maybe you see Mara kinda waving around and so it's that like
I'm sorry, you're copying the one person in the class who can't actually do this.
because no one else would be doing it, right? I mean most of you it's like, okay, we'll practice like maybe in the common room on your like, okay, practice, but none of you have any reason to do that now.
So about the things that I need to do Thursday night, there is a chance of other people noticing.
Yeah.
So like, are we gonna play through that?
We are going to.
Okay.
That's
cool.
what we're
Sorry,
gonna do.
I'll just wait.
No, I like it.
I was
Talk to
confused
Slug.
on the whole.
Yes. Oh, Slughorn's gonna talk to you privately, and I'm gonna message you that later because
Sounds good.
you've already reached that.
I
class.
didn't know if we wanted opportunities.
That's something I feel like because it's secret enough, it's not going to be out loud. It's kind of like with Passer stuff or like some of your stuff. Everyone's got a secret, right? In this campaign, I swear, everyone's got secret stuff.
Mara doesn't
That's
have
something
secrets.
that will be resolved.
She's
off
very much a
screen.
sword on her sleeve.
So I
Yeah.
texted you some things.
Exactly.
One of those things is kind of similar to what Braxton was doing concerning the potions. And
Okay.
so basically, you don't have to resolve it now. I'm just.
I'm trying to
If I roll well just now on one of the new dice I got out, can I have the spell?
No, that's not how this works. You can definitely do stuff like that
Okay.
during your study times
And
and
I'll
free
just
time.
text you like after
Yeah,
the session.
7 to 9 is free time. That's where, like, if you're trying to do stuff like you would at night, that's when stuff like that would be happening. So we are actually then going to jump briefly to the Gryffindor common room.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
So I tried to sneak off into the room.
Yeah.
Where Theodore is without other people noticing.
At free time, like, you never know when people are coming back. James, Graham, and...
Why?
It's a 7.
Just for no more than an hour.
Yes. Yes.
That does... Okay.
Shenaniganery.
Shenaniganery.
They're always on my back.
Tate, Graham, and James. As you guys are coming back, I'll say you guys just finished up, like, Cody finished up dinner early and was like, hey, I'm gonna go shower. Like, you know, just something. And you guys are like, hey, let's head back to the common room. We got free time. We can go. I will say you can definitely go play gobstones or do something subtle. But it's that you can all go back to your room. As you come into your room, you are greeted with a strange sight.
So I'm basically, I have Theodore, and he has. I'm giving him something, and I'm just telling him to. I'm having him go put something somewhere.
Something is he's like mid like wrapping something around Theodore's leg,
One of these days, I'm gonna ask you, what were you eating?
and I will
we
say
still
here's
eating
what's
it?
interesting because
Can I-
this is
What?
I will say something else to sprinkle in that they would see Cody. It
It
definitely looks like there's a small like potion near him. That's something like that would have had to have been out and about, right?
Yeah.
Like so it's like middle of the like room like. Him, Theodore, wrapping something, and something was in a potion.
Can I
but it's
regard
not.
Well, no,
Leviosa the thing that he's wrapping?
So
just-
it's
just
not.
buy us
Hey,
time
August,
before he lets
it's
it
not a
go.
potion yet. It's just the vial.
Right.
Okay.
But it's like things that would have had to have been out, and that like
Yeah,
okay,
all my
quick.
potion stuff.
I'm gonna see. Yeah. Oh my gosh! And this is an object.
Yep.
would work.
I just want to like buy
I'm
time
saying
so
there's
that
no-
we can question him about it.
Cool. There's nothing in it for saves because again, it's because it's not a person; it's an object. You when Guardian Leviosa, and you all see a tiny, small vial, whoop, and just kind of float in the air for a moment.
What is it?
It's a vial.
It's a vial.
I mean,
Are you deaf?
what are you doing?
Using it.
This is a very like you guys bought vials to bring to school, but this is a very ornate and intricate vial.
Dude, if you break this, I will kill you.
You should break that.
What are you doing?
It tastes like, is this illegal too? I'm sorry, what else are you doing for Hagrid?
No, this isn't for Hagrid.
Who's this?
So you're just doing other things?
Well, yes, I like potions.
Alright, no, that's
I
fair.
like
No,
the
like...
window.
This is...
And I catch the vial right before it hits the
And I grab it out of the
And
air.
you can grab it, yeah, like, you stop it, you grab it, and you go... Tate, you see Tate just... Are you, like, making poisons, man?
No!
Okay, it
What
seems
are you
really
doing?
weird. What?
So help me. You guys will find out eventually.
You're being ultimately secretive.
This is very
Yes,
ultimately
not a
secretive.
fan of that.
Well, I can have my own personal things.
Well,
You're
honestly,
bringing this crap into our room.
it's kind of like that. What we now know was a giant horned snake.
Look,
it's-
it was just a great horn serpent.
Yeah, okay,
telling
but
you.
like,
There's.
You smuggled that into the country, man.
It was my brother.
wait, are we accomplices?
We have
might
more to
be.
tell you on, or tell on you for
Look.
than you have us for.
Yo, I'm sorry. I thought we were kind of all in this together now. Like, you can't like smuggle in illegal animals.
I am making a potion that is very important to me, and I will tell you guys, just not.
But
right
like,
Oh, he's trying to be
A
an Anna
potion.
Vegas.
Well, yes, I'm making a potion, and it is very specific.
alright.
I just
What
need,
kind?
it is a very
Who is going to be used on?
me.
You promised not any of us.
No, I promise.
All right.
First, James.
Right? I mean, I'm okay.
Okay.
Can I just help?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to bed. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
Okay, and then I'll just have Theodore go put the
Theodore.
potion in the place
Does that? Cool.
and leave it there.
And that's where, like,
Well,
you guys
put
are
the bottle-
reminiscing, like, during potions class about this, right? Because it's like, that
Mhm.
obviously wasn't an antidote for common poisons. Like, whatever's going on here.
I have a question.
Yes,
Can I practice Incendio as I have to light my
Yeah.
fire? under
yes,
my
you
cauldron?
can. Yes, you can.
Can you teach me
Nick,
that?
Go
we are really James and serious.
Yes, yes.
I like this
So
dynamic,
freaking
honestly.
annoying.
I like this. I like this.
Why
So
can't
It's
I
true.
went
I?
on
Lupin
mine,
just
and I
serious
went
super
through
nosy
hers.
about Lupin the first however
Go
long
ahead,
we
roll
figure
magical
it out.
Oh, mine too.
And Lupin's just like, stay away from
Do
it.
It'd be
yours
like the
first
two of them
and then
on
mine,
points
just in
together.
case it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Oh, she's saying that she'll light my fire too. I'm like, can you do yours first? In case it doesn't
Like, you can, like, point her wand at her cauldron instead of yours.
Yeah,
like,
like, yours
alright.
first?
Like 11.
11. Small, like, fluttering, but, like, almost like a dead lighter, kind of like...
Huh.
Can I try on yours now?
Is my potion already done?
I think your potion would have already been lit, unfortunately, because you were trying to, like, stealthily...
Oh, that's true.
But I will say,
Sorry.
like, it's that fair, like, hey, 11, like, so it's like, okay. But I will say, Brigitte, again, it's getting closer and closer every time, because it's like, okay, like, maybe more juice. Maybe. It's like, these are good, like, trial
But
runs
hey,
of
we
a
can keep
spell.
practicing this stuff later out of class.
And Charles.
No, I already told her my plan
Please
concerning
don't light
Charles.
children on fire.
Well, I just
War
said we weren't
crimes!
doing
War
that.
crimes!
No,
War
I
crimes!
just
War
said-
crimes!
War crimes!
Oh wait, I'm
They have
maybe what I'm
neighbors.
doing isn't better. Oh well, I'm doing it anyway.
As potions wraps, giving your different vials, again, varying shades and, like,
I'm just making sure that
viscosity.
you're not
None
gonna
of
get
them
hung up
look
on
bad,
this.
right? Again, like, it's hard to really mess up on simple potions. Especially for, like,
It's like
antidote.
cooking.
Yeah, right? It's like, you made scrambled eggs. They don't look great, but they are scrambled eggs, right? No, it's that kind of vibe. And as you're cooking and going through, you are all able to start to prep, because Friday after potions you have a lot of free time before tomorrow, which will be Quidditch tryouts for a lot of
And
people.
you're doing
I
it
was gonna
real
ask
funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I can get access to a broom to practice.
You all, anyone that wants to, it's definitely possible to, like, go down and try to practice flying. Because again, your first official flying lesson won't be until Monday. So anyone that wants to go
Oh,
try to
nah,
probably
practice
practice
can.
then.
I think you two are actually the only ones that aren't.
Correct!
Slytherin. Hey, we're smart. We ain't gonna get
I
in
have
there.
a -3 to strength and only a +1 to dex.
Oh, come on. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
So many
the next
things.
step I have
I'm
to do.
definitely more than
tonight.
that, but yeah, no.
So we'll resolve that after, actually.
Yes.
This is smart. All of you can head down to the pitch. I will say this. You're not the only ones.
Yes.
What you're noticing is a
It was so
lot
bad.
of people are going down.
I know, I'm just
You are noticing, like,
That's gonna be
there's, like, other, like, you can guess, like, either your Quidditch captains are there, like Rose Weasley, definitely, Maddie Jenkins, like, or other first years, second, like, people who are like, oh, I want to get in, but again, like, it's the free time before. I don't want to, like, practice tomorrow, right? Like, again, it's kind of that, like, weird turnaround. It's why sometimes it's hard for first years to get on the team, because it's, if you've never flown before and your first trial, like, how are you going to get it?
Unless you're Harry freaking Potter.
Yeah, but I mean,
Well, he did get his first flying lesson before.
Yeah, when he was really little. There's a picture of
Actually,
him
to be fair,
on a
it's
little
possible the
toy
Quidditch Tryouts happened
room.
first, and then he just immediately
But
got
he's
poached
like-
after his
he
first
was
flying
like
lesson
Yes.
because they needed to
Still,
see.
Yeah.
I imagine riding a broom is
So,
like riding a bike type of thing.
you guys can all
yeah,
try.
but if you don't ride
I will
a
say
bike
this.
for when you're
Anyone that
4,
wants to, I
until
will
you
actually
were
though. Brigitte and Leah,
11,
would you guys go
You're
at
not
all
gonna
though
be
to
good
the
at riding
Quidditch,
a
or
bike.
would you want to go practice like Incendio and
I
potions?
would be practicing. yeah.
Practicing.
Cool.
Can I roll it to see if I can get it again?
Go for it.
Yes!
Can Meg roll to see if she gets
I was gonna say, I want to try it too.
You can
Over
actually.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
Can I practice Incendio just like
You would have free
once?
time between-
Natural 19!
Yeah!
Different die!
Okay, I'm
Only
just,
do
No
like
more
two-
metal dice!
Can I try one more time?
Go for it.
Or
Still at
oh,
disadvantage.
metal dice.
Yes!
dirty 20.
Make it-
Dirty 20.
Look at
Ooh,
the-
you gotta
the
love the
D&D
magic.
group, last night.
Can I also
That's
try
what
the
we
Incendio just
two
once?
new players.
I want to point it towards something
Dumped
that
out my back
is
on metal
harmless.
dice.
Nine.
The girl, she was like,
9.
"Ooh, that's bougie."
It's really just not coming to you, unfortunately. Trent.
I throw my
Zach.
one across
See
the
what
room.
I do is I warm my dice.
Spellcard?
Like, hold
Mara,
the entire
Thank
time.
you.
As you all-
Finally.
As you all go down to the Quidditch pitch, I'll say it's like getting brooms from like cupboards. These are just like school.
I have my Kevlar vest
And
on.
Cody, as you go to grab your broom, the broom just immediately into the air. As you look, Mara's just like,
Nice!
I'm gonna do
She
the
just
rope
needed the
trick.
proper motivation.
you rope trick, grab the broom, or
No, when she's not looking, I'm gonna do the rope trip on her.
Mara, you are feeling great, and suddenly you are hoisted into the air.
Can I tell why this happened?
It's
A bunch of
It's like,
ropes around your
I'm
thing.
leaving
But like
the
I don't know
ground.
if you cast a spell at me or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Do I
and
need to like,
I
make
come
a
over
check?
like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I undo
Oh, you're
it and
such
let her
a
down.
pill.
Do I get to
Wait,
do I
I
have
thought
to
that
deception that?
the rope trick was an
Insight
invisible.
versus deception.
Oh, so when it's on the ground, it's nearly
Natural
visible.
20.
Oh!
Nope.
I'm like, it could happen.
oh,
A
so hear me
16
out.
minus 1.
Mara, you know what it looks like when you pull a prank and play the oh no. Cody just
Mars,
straight
I
up got you.
invented that.
And then I wink at her.
I have plans because I'll like accept his help getting down or whatever and pretend to like buy it, but I have all those revenge marbles, the fruit salad ones, and I want to plant. Well, how,
Yes.
I like
or my,
plants.
does it just take like one to do like the full effect, or
Yeah.
like?
It does.
So I just want to like. I don't know if he has like a bag or pockets, but I want to plant.
I would definitely have pockets.
So I want to plant one in like both of his pockets.
Go ahead and roll me a deception check versus a
Would
perception.
that be sleight of hand though?
Oh yeah, sleight of hand. Yeah,
Perception?
sleight of hand versus perception.
Oh, come on.
Oh my goodness, this is gonna be
It's a
great.
10.
Oh,
I rolled a 9, but I'm gonna Tides of Chaos it.
oh my gosh.
Yeah! It was a 1!
Do I have to magic search for
Yes,
Tides
you
of
do.
Chaos?
1 or 2, please.
14.
It was almost a natural 20. It was like 20 and then.
Mara, like, there's just 2 marbles in your pocket. You have never seen these before. You just like it's
I
one of those
pull
like
them out and I'm like,
maybe you don't notice, but it's like marbles.
put them back in.
Yeah, it's marbles.
Go, hey, I found some marbles. You want one?
I'm good.
All of you can try pricing.
Well,
Anyone that wants to.
I give
Um,
one. I give one to Tate.
You're gonna make
Is
Tate a
Tate
dark
smart
wizard.
enough to not?
You're gonna make him turn!
I don't know. I
He's
just
your
like,
pettigrew! He's your pettigrew!
Alright,
And you're
puts his pocket.
So then, but you still have
Yeah,
one.
I
and
still
so
have one.
it'll hit both of you. Okay.
Sharing the pain.
Mara doesn't care.
Sharing
As
is
you
caring.
all like can get on brooms and like low level flying, trying stuff. Anyone
what
that
does it
wants to
take?
though, please make me. This is a flying check.
Yeah.
Unless you have proficiency in brooms, though, you don't get to add your proficiency.
So it's just a flat
So
roll.
this is literally just a flat roll. It is technically. Oh, excuse me.
You should be able
Vehicles
to
fall
add,
under
like,
intelligence,
acrobatic-
correct?
Oh, I have no clue.
What?
I don't know.
It depends.
Vehicles. I'm gonna
This
say.
one would make sense if it was dexterity.
Dex for brooms.
On your phone.
This should be Dex.
I'm gonna say.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Bull crap.
I hate you.
All of you.
So guys, these
This
guys,
is too much.
these dice are from like Dollar Tree, and they had the exact same ones at Dollar Tree and IF this weekend.
So I rolled a
You
natural
can buy
11
them?
plus
Like-
I'm not dead.
Hey guys.
So yeah, what,
Sorry,
what,
Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm
Did you
gonna
get that
say
20?
for today, because
Plus
I
a
think it
proficiency
might
plus
vary, because vehicle proficiencies are a little weird. I'm going to count this one as just pure dexterity.
Awesome.
Because I feel like this is unlike whether it be like charisma to understand your broom, which might come later, or like intelligence even. Like right now, it's like a dex. Like okay, we're trying to get prepped
Balance.
for this like insane thing tomorrow. We're gonna go around. So what'd you get?
I got a nat 20
She did.
plus 4 and my
So 2 nat
I
20s.
hate them.
Plus 3.
You're not doing anything. We're figuring
14.
14,
dirty 20.
dirty 20,
16.
16.
You go.
Mara and
Here, can I roll for advantage if I'm practicing on my broom? Probably not since first year.
it might not go over well.
Yeah.
to have
So I'll
your
just
broom.
use a school broom.
Cool. Cause yeah, I'm like you
He's
would
used
get
to, like-
advantage on yours, but
He's
used
used
to
to like
fancier
the
brooms.
Porsche of brooms.
Again,
And
yeah,
now he's riding
if your dad
like
makes
a dumb
Lamborghinis for a living, and then someone's like, "Hey, drive this Studebaker," and you're like, "Well, I can, but why?" No. As you all, Graham and Mara, you guys like are like in that same like about 5-10 feet, like doing basic enough turns. You're not falling off, and you both definitely like clock each other. It's not like, oh, hey, while
goes-
flying.
Crack.
Oh,
Knuckle crack.
So, I texted you about like, did I find anything in like old student records about like, oh, this was my mom, but she had a different last name or something, or like, did I ever stumble on anything?
Oh.
I'm rolling so terribly right
That's something that's probably going to be resolved tomorrow
Yeah,
after quick, because that will take a bit of time in the library, and
Yeah,
because
I
it's
was just
practicing
wondering.
Wingardium Leviosa is what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Cody,
So we still don't know how we're related, but we're having
Cody,
fun.
you're not doing bad. Like you're able to get pretty good, like starting to get 20-30 feet. All right, not bad. Up and down, like going around. Like at one point, Rose Weasley passes you guys, just like not bad, not bad. You see, she's like kind of like working out the kinks in her brooms, right? You know, just getting used to it.
Because I'm like the only one, being American, who will understand this reference in this universe. I'll just be like, do a barrel roll and go.
Hey, can I
Make me
actually
another
do a
dex
barrel roll
check.
because I understand
As
that?
you roll, make me a dex check.
Yes! Now you feel my pain.
Do a barrel roll. As you go in on the upswing, you suddenly feel so heavy, and you look down. Bananas and pineapple are pouring out of your pocket, and your pocket's bulging and ripping. And like you don't fall, but like you slam into the ground, and like slide in, and like it smushes on your leg. And just I
Here
do
we are.
ever. You
August,
hear.
August. Can I? August, no, wait, can I?
Tate is sitting there just like, what the hell? And there's like, he didn't fall off his broom. He made the check. He's just like throwing as fast as this weird fruit salad is appearing in his pocket. Like,
so you're
oh, gross! No, it's gonna
it's
stay!
everywhere.
Oh, the
August,
bananas
Mara,
are all!
Mara wants to like fly down towards Cody and be that very nice,
yes,
solicitous, oh, are you okay type thing, but that very unspoken, like, this
Oh,
is exactly what you
it's-
did, and that we both
We're
are doing the
I
exact same
look her
tactic.
dead in the eye and go, oh, it's hot.
Word for
Oh,
word,
no.
cadence for cadence,
That's
just
like
like Cody did.
best friends.
Oh,
And
I'm
just
so
shoot back
sorry.
in the
Are
air.
you okay? Like, just like he did.
Can I?
Trust me.
Can I do
I'm
something?
not finished.
As
We're
I
getting to you
walk
too.
by, because I know this is a Gryffindor kid that my brother wants to pit against me.
Here's what
No.
we get. No,
Well,
like,
no, side note, I want to walk by and be like, have fun with that banana boy. And then I
banana boy.
banana boy.
I'm gonna say, Zach, though, you don't know about this
Additional
bet.
target acquired.
Your brother has done this in secret. You don't
I still
know.
do that because I think it's
That's
funny.
fair,
That's
yeah.
just the person I am.
James and Zach, you guys get on. James, you've
Just-
flown a bit in your life, right? Like it's that like,
Oh, yeah.
as you're both going, it's one of those like again
Knuckle
like
pop,
it's
pop.
almost like those like
Broom.
tiers of like a lot of people
Broom.
maybe closer to the ground. People again. Both of you two are flying very high and fast. And you both like notice it's that very like easy sports ride. Like we're pacing very similar.
Okay.
As you are both viewing, what are you guys thinking right now? And this like okay,
I want to make sure that I'm seen.
you like start doing like a very simple like do that like kind of like loop de loop.
I'm gonna mention par for par.
Par for par. I
But
need you
better,
both.
because then I do spirals on the
Go
check.
ahead. This is a pose
Oh, God.
dexterity
He's a player.
checks.
Oh yes, he is.
Both of you. This is gonna be
I
fun.
don't
Let's see
know
what
why,
happens.
though. Because he
Dexterity,
images
you said?
me and
Yeah.
he looks like a girl.
Oh no. What's your dex?
Like the picture that he made
Oh,
for
yeah.
his character, I'm just like, God, that's a
If you
dude.
roll well.
Oh,
What'd you get?
that's James.
11.
Ah! Okay! I have 16 plus 2.
18.
Technically proficiency, so
I
that's
feel
4.
like
Never
I
mind.
keep getting buzzes, but like I'm not sure where they're from. I'm so sorry, guys.
Of the cosmos.
I was so worried that you were gonna roll really well.
As you guys go through,
watermelon
eventually
grows in
you
my
get
pocket
neck and
for
neck,
terrorists.
going in between. As you're getting close to the goal hoops, Zach, you like
I do this thing
fake
where
out-
I drop
yeah.
and I grab the goal and I swing myself around with the velocity of it.
it's not enough. Like you don't collide because you're not bad. Like even at 11,
Yeah.
you're not gonna like crash. But it's that definite juke is like holy, and like Zach jumps over, grabs his room, zooms away. A couple people kind of like clap. Other students that are just like flying around, just like woo, yeah, all right. Like as things clap, most of you touch down. Rose Weasley comes over to you, 3, 4, including Tay. Just right, not bad. Weird fruit stuff. No, I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's my uncles. They run the shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I get some stuff from you?
I don't like. I'm not a supplier, kid.
I need to get her back.
All right, put in an order form. You can find them in the Daily Prophet. She walks away.
Well, you guys use newspapers over here?
You guys, everything's digital. Come on.
Y'all are so
Zach,
old.
you go up. Mars gives you that congrats, just in that like, hey, not bad.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm good at it.
And as you guys get ready for the night, we are
Biggest
cutting
prank of all.
first to the Slytherin common room. You guys, again, like, free time Friday, like, everyone else is off doing stuff, but you guys have elected to stay in. Go ahead and make me one more magical theory roll. And for you, go ahead and make me a potions roll.
Where's my potions? There it is. 13 plus 5, 18.
2 plus 5 is 18.
What is it?
I can't tell.
I will let you
Give it to
re-roll
me.
it.
It's like either
It looked like a 3 or an 8, but I will let you re-roll it.
It's an 8.
Plus
All
2
right.
is 10.
10. The fire is definitely producing underwater. It's like, say, when you're in a common room by a fireplace, it's easier to be like, okay, I'm not like gonna kill anyone. Practicing Incendio, fireballs starting to slowly just boom, boom. As these balls of fire just kind of like appear, but you're noticing like none of them are really getting hot or like staying. It's just kind of that like, okay, now I'm definitely the gas, but was it oxygen? Is it power? Right, like almost that like real world, like, okay, to get a fire there's a triangle, right? But it's like, okay, so now we're not hitting previous problems but more. While this is happening, you are bubbling away your potion there, Leah.
Is the
It
potion
is
any
coming
good?
along decently well.
Is this potion ready?
You think it will probably ready after a final simmer overnight.
Excellent. Do I need to whisper the name now?
I'm sorry, the what?
Yes.
Okay. Brigitte. Monet.
Excellent. You whisper the name.
What?
And set it to simmer.
No, it's not.
Slytherin house!
It's the Ryan Reynolds audio. What? No.
Slytherin house.
How weird with how Hannah was like,
Yeah.
Slytherin. As we cut away from the
I know your
Slytherin though,
consent.
into the Gryffindor common room,
Yes, it is.
it is now
As long as it's the
evening.
potion she says it
I'm
is.
not really
Yes,
trying
it
to
is.
hide it at this
You're not
point.
trying to. So what are you doing? Again, you guys.
Oh,
It's
I
like
don't
coming
never
back
let
from
you know
Quidditch.
I'm making
Like
a potion.
Kate's probably talking to you, James. Like, dude, like you flew amazing. Like you're definitely gonna get the chance. Graham, you pretty well.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
I think I
Yeah,
could
is
do
it
well
on
if
the
I don't
way?
have bananas
Honestly,
coming
is
out
it
of
on the
I
my.
have no idea what happened.
Is
Well,
it on the
actually,
way?
no. I'll let you know.
I've still
what
got
happened.
cantaloupe in my privates. Like right, the stuff like splitting everywhere. Right? Did it just
It
like
just tore off my pocket.
split? Lucky, mine went in, not out.
Well, like one of the first things was a watermelon.
Ah,
I feel
yeah.
so bad, and I don't
That
wanna-
gross.
I still want to do my role playing thing, but like that's work.
That's
So
pretty
Cody, what
grody.
are you doing as
Sorry.
you all are like?
I'll let you know who did it. It was
What?
that Hufflepuff, like the short girl.
The tiny one?
Yeah. Who couldn't do Wingardium Leviosa to save her life?
Oh.
yeah, I mean my cousin mate.
Oh, it's your cousin.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I found out at the train.
Dude, we
Right,
gotta
I'm
get her
gonna-
back.
We could throw in the lake.
No, that's dangerous, dude. There's stuff in the lake.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh right, the snake thing. Oh, sorry, not thinking. Sorry, no.
Look, we'll
Sure,
keep
I
it
shouldn't have.
as harmless as possible, but we will get her back.
God, ugh.
By
Gosh,
the way,
you're gonna
that
feel
would be like the only
fruit
time I say your name
Wait.
correctly when
Ugh.
I'm using a
Gross.
potion.
So anyway, Cody, what are you doing in the
Okay.
Gryffindor common room? That other
So not in the common
Or
room.
well, yeah, in
I
the
just give you,
dormitory.
like,
So
courteous.
I'll have Theodore go grab the vial.
Mhm.
Okay.
Squaw.
Check, see if if it's fine. It seems ready.
Looks good.
Okay. I'm going to take out this thing in my mouth,
Are we all there?
Anyone can sit. It's
I-
not.
I'll sit
trying to
in.
hide it.
and I'll just be like, oh, I can finally take this out. It's like a green paste.
Ew.
Put it into the
What are
vial.
you- Oh.
Yes, look. I'm working on it.
Is that? Oh. Wait, no, I've heard about this. Is
No,
that
no,
drugs?
No!
Oh.
It is
Yeah,
not-
like in America, they really like
Yeah. Yeah.
weed. Yeah.
No,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
not weed.
That's
Is
not
it
weed.
denture gum?
What?
Yeah, wait, Denchigo. This is
Sure.
Oh, you know, Denchigo.
Okay, I put it into the vial and then I pull out one of my hairs,
Ow. Oh,
Yeah.
My.
put it in the vial as well, and then I go into my bag.
Is that like spinach?
I go into my bag
Really
and I pull out another vial and a silver teaspoon, and I just carefully pour some water into the teaspoon and then pour that into the vial. Take out the funnel.
This isn't like dark magic,
No.
Cody. No,
Oh,
right,
I've
okay.
heard of this. You have
Yeah,
a lab.
What?
Oh, like in America, they've got that.
Oh, yeah.
Methamphetamines.
It's not just marijuana.
It's not drugs.
It's
Guys,
yeah.
this is
Yeah,
magic.
Are you sure?
Are you sure it's not drugs?
Sounds
'Cause
like
this
call
is-
speed in America.
Yeah, right. They've got weird names for it. I mean, why not
Like-
just call them meth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crack?
Crystal?
No. So,
No.
the rafters, okay?
Yeah.
They're like a place
is
in the
amazing.
rafters. No, I'm talking to you.
It's like
yeah.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a fairly hidden place in the rafters that you wouldn't be able to see it. It's gonna be
I
dark.
love how they
If
act
you
like
want
drugs
it, you
isn't
could
a
possibly
thing,
use your
except in
wand and
America.
gouge out
Like,
something that could get
really?
really dark. Yes.
Okay, so I use my rope, climb up there, and like kind of like gouge out a place, and I'm gonna put the vial there.
Oh.
And let's see. Yes. Oh wait, nope. I had to add something else
Oh.
before. So I open my bag, and there's a small box. Inside the box, it's a bug. I take this bug. It looks like a moth.
It's like shrooms where you put it,
Yeah.
you eat
Oh, yeah.
bugs and
Okay, you
mushrooms.
guys have never taken drugs before, have you?
No, we're 11, mate. But like this
You
looks
haven't
like
even
drugs.
seen
I'm not from America.
Yeah, we're not Americans.
Okay, I haven't either, but I've at least seen them.
You've seen? Okay.
It's
well,
Wyoming.
Well, yeah, I know. It's an illness.
We're coming to the bazaar.
Right, but yeah.
Anyways, so I
Coming
put,
from somebody
I
who
put the
did
moth
like
in with
most
the
of
vial,
college.
Yeah, put them up.
seal the vial, and then I go up to the rafters and I put it in a hidden place, cover the place, and then
I was
just
gonna
say,
say you can put duct tape over it.
yeah. But I want it to be like completely out of sight,
Yep.
out of mind, And I'm just gonna say, and now we leave it there until the next electrical storm.
What?
I'm sorry,
That
what?
is weirdly specific.
What?
It's magic.
I still have
Of course
questions.
it's weirdly
It feels
specific.
like drug bomb stuff, but alright.
What is it though?
I'm not going to tell you guys yet. It's sorry.
It's
I
right.
I
Not gonna
can't.
tell us.
Because if I keep talking about it, or if I keep mentioning it, or if I think about it too much, it can ruin the potion. Yes, I cannot
Not
even look
Can look.
at the place where I put it.
Can
Alright.
we look at it?
I mean, yes, but don't touch it or go up there.
Right.
And, like,
okay.
it just
I'm
needs
not.
to be.
Well, I'm not gonna touch it because again, if this is drugs.
It's
What was
just
that green thing that was in your mouth?
Yeah.
If it
Oh
wasn't
right.
drugs.
Like, what's that?
Yeah,
okay,
what was that?
it was a leaf.
Okay.
Like
but
that
like
I-
weed.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what a mandrake is, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Horrible
yeah.
things. Yeah. My
Yeah.
aunt had.
It's one of those leaves. I had to have it in my mouth for 30 days straight.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys wonder why it always looked like I was chewing gum?
Yeah. I thought that was an American
Oh.
thing. Like.
No,
Yeah.
I am sick of the taste of mandrake.
We go we could go down to I don't know. I bet we
Pumpkin
could.
juice.
Yeah. Let's go steal some
Oi.
food.
I'm down. Okay, I just need to ignore the thing in the rafters.
Right. Yeah. Let's go. I don't know. I heard we could bump some off of.
So first I'm gonna use Druidcraft. I'm gonna check the weather.
Sweet.
Let me look up the spell specifically.
I rolled out of the box.
And so this is gonna be like a normal thing every day, trying to check the weather.
Yes, you're totally fine.
Where is Cody? There's Cody.
Yes, currently the weather is clear right now. That's something like in that okay, it's nice. Yeah.
Okay, yes. A harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be in your location for the next 24 hours.
And you're getting the vibe that tomorrow might be light rain. You're getting the feeling of
Okay.
but not like an electrical thunderstorm, more okay.
It might be a while.
A drizzle.
Okay. In the meantime, there's some other stuff I need to be doing. Every sunrise and sundown, so we'll just go with that.
Cool. We're going to now cut
So
to
us stealing
the Ravenclaw. Zach, what was the last thing you want to before we get into
Um,
Quidditch?
I guess just kind of check in on with my twin, see how our ferret's going, see how my crows are.
Kane is able to.
Yeah.
It's now that you actually have noticed now
boys.
that classes have ended Friday, they're happily playing checkers with each other.
Nice. Oh, you got this, Abel. Go. Nice.
Do they have to switch
Hey,
eyes?
screeches.
Oh yeah, every time the other one wants to play, it's like.
Oh no! Wait! And then I hold Kane, and I'm like, Abel. I give the eye. It's like, Abel, he just cheated. Cause he did say Kane cheated. I know.
The Ravens just start in the middle of
I
Ravenclaw
caught it,
Tower.
and I do a scruff of the neck. I don't know if birds have the same thing.
It's more by their feet.
Or I guess by their feet.
they're
And I
just
hold it like,
flapping.
hey, I
the
caught
eye
it.
just.
Kane.
The eye,
I know it's
Oh, the eye
very
can't fall out.
attractive
It
to
has
cheat.
to be between one of
Doesn't
them.
work.
The eye magically can't leave.
I wanted to
And then
find
I
Zach
knock
on
it
the
over to
weekend.
Abel.
Can I walk in
Abel,
on this?
I took care of it.
No, this is Friday.
Okay.
We're not.
Oh,
I
I
Like-
thought it
move
was
the piece
Saturday.
back where it was the move before. Okay. Everybody cool? Cool? Alright. I set them down. I set the piece where it wasn't moved before it was cheated. I'm like, alright, go again. And I tap Abel to go.
Student passing by. Just buy an owl.
No.
Just, how poor do you have to be?
To buy a weird shared eye raven thing.
This is the coolest thing ever. I don't know what
The
he's talking
ravens
about.
of
Side note, I
fate.
also want to talk to the head. I don't want to be the annoying fish here, but I
You-
also want to
you are
know how she
definitely-
thought of my performance today.
Maddie. Maddie is
she
actually
tell me?
doing homework right now.
Did she talk to me after or anything? Or
It was more just hey, not bad.
Sick.
But
You know,
nothing.
I'm not gonna press it.
You
then.
feel because again, that wasn't tryouts. That was just hey, we want to make sure we're not gonna die.
Yeah.
Your dex is decent. Oh, that's
Um,
James. Dang it.
I guess
Move your sheet over,
then,
James.
my last thing is you texted
Oh,
it
your
to me.
dex
Yeah?
is the same
Look
as
one sec.
mine.
I will. That's something we can resolve after
After,
session.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so then if we have that, then I know we're good.
Oh, I'm just trying to
Is
figure
there a
out
way
when
to
to
see
drink
the upcoming Quidditch schedule?
Yeah, if
Are
Not
the games
until
played out?
matches and teams are made. No.
Okay, sure.
You all.
Okay, I'm gonna go
I
to
can
bed.
distract him with my crazy hair coloring.
You wake up bright and early Saturday morning.
Here we go, here we go.
For most of you, Quidditch Tryouts are today, and I would say a good majority of the school is going. Whether, obviously, like, not everyone's participating, but at least to watch. Because it's like, hey, like, until we get to the matches, it'll tide us over kind of vibe. As you all head down, there are nerves and everything, yes.
Is it chilly
Is
today?
it chilly today?
Or is it really hot today? Like either one.
I have to check. I'm going to say right now,
Because I saw it.
11. Right now, it's a decently cool weather. It's
Okay.
not.
Cider.
This feels wrong.
I asked you if these kind of
I
potions are even
know.
allowed in the game.
Yeah, they are. It just like it still feels wrong in my mind.
Do you guys make a lot of potions?
No.
Okay.
Braxton and everyone else, no winds today, but light rain, kind of that drizzly, like where it almost is mist kind of drizzle.
It's a Scotch mist.
It's a Scotch mist, yeah,
It's
like
more
you get
fun
it,
if
yeah.
you're around.
It's that lovely Scotch mist, cool morning.
See how he
As you all wake up in various
Okay.
degrees again
I'm awake before sunrise.
and doing your thing.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna say I'm not gonna be like, did you wake up early? Because that's something you
Every sunset,
needed to do.
sunrise.
Sunrise, sunset.
I don't know. They might find out at some point.
Guys, we're not in Russia.
We are now.
I would
We
say
are
no
now
one's
in
woken up
Durham
before.
Street.
Because when you guys wake up, it's that you're all at least awake enough, like whether
wait.
you're.
No, I messed up. So I don't think I actually put it away yet. Sorry. I have to add a teaspoon of the thing
Yes.
for the next 7 days. Let me go back to the thing. I think I skipped ahead
You
on
done
this.
messed up, Aaron.
I won't fault you. Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see.
I'm going to get my crackle because that was amazing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay.
How'd you like that?
So
Because I.
it's a teaspoon every day for the next 7 days. That's it. So I just grab it.
Thank
teaspoon.
you.
Add.
You guys are in the Great Hall.
Yes.
Cool morning. Everything is fine. Are you two enacting on these plots?
We're gonna
Oh,
put
yes,
it
we
in
are.
apple
Go.
cider, hot apple cider, and
It's a cool movie.
because we assume that he's gonna be going out to the tryouts too.
Go ahead.
I
Roll
hate
me
that
a
so much.
perception
What are you
check.
doing?
Both of us
Oh,
or
is,
one with help?
is this with that
One
one
ca-
guy?
oh yeah, one with help actually would totally be
What's your
allowed.
I've got a
Probably have one
+3.
more try thing.
I have a +4.
Okay, I will help you.
That's like a lot of frosting.
Yes.
Eat. Don't say it like that. That was
that's
weird.
11.
Eat.
Okay, and
Eat
then
pan.
Eat.
it's a 14, 15.
Really?
Yeah, it was a 11 and then a 6. So
Charles is sitting at one end.
No, it would be a 15.
11
I
plus
said
4 is
15.
15.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, we
so
heard
15.
14.
I
He
said
is at
14 and
one
15.
end of the Slytherin table, and you can see he is eating simple, like a porridge, kind of like a hot meal.
okay, so should I just go up to him and talk to him? And then...
Yep. See where he's headed to today.
Sounds good.
He sees you, but
I will be actively listening.
hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Trying to figure out how to do his accent today. I'm
Hello,
failing.
how are you today?
How are you today?
Hello.
Yo! My name is Amiga Montoya.
Oh, that's not hard. Oh, we just went.
I'm thinking in Soviet Russia.
One,
and
choose you.
In Soviet Russia, one choose you. What? Yes, you choose one.
In
But
Soviet
anyway,
Russia,
Charles goes.
You choose one.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm terribly
Your
busy.
state chooses
I need to
one.
head off to the Quidditch pitch.
Have fun. Tell me how it goes. I probably won't show up.
No,
That's
you
a
will!
huge-
Well, that may be your personal preference. Continue, and he just goes back to eating.
No, I thought you were gonna go, remember?
Well, then maybe I will go. I don't know. I'm not huge into Quidditch, but maybe you can change my mind.
Ooh.
Should we make a roll?
This is the weirdest love-hate flirting I have ever seen.
Have you ever hate flirted before? You like
guys-
someone so much you want to just hurt them. No, that's abuse,
You-
kids.
That's what
abuse.
we call abuse and
No.
not a
You
healthy
guys are either
relationship.
gonna start yelling at each
Brigitte-
other or making out aggressive.
Brigitte, you see Charles like narrows
And
his
then
eyes and just this like. I don't think I can make you change your mind about anything. Quidditch is obviously a superior sport, and I hope you like it.
Who's one of those English douchebags?
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Sit next to me.
This is so
You just sit right there. I mean, he's not saying a word.
I mean, I'm gonna go sit next to her, but then I'm gonna go back up to the room like after breakfast or whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the thing in a thermos of like hot apple cider and and when we go out to the Quidditch thing, like Brigitte, I assume is going to be offering it to him.
So as we're sitting there, can I be practicing Incendio one more time to see if I can like heat up? Like, let's just say I have like apple cider that I'm drinking anyway. I'm just gonna try to heat it up a little bit.
Not the apple cider, different apple cider.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
different apple cider.
Go for it.
My
Go for
apple
it. Go for
cider.
it.
Okay.
My goodness, people.
It's
Your
gonna be fun.
shenanigans.
13.
You and your shenanery.
It's getting much
Me!
better. You're
Scares
so
me that we
close.
don't know what their
Okay.
shenanery is yet.
You
It's not
feel
that
it so close. You're like, okay, like now, like the heat is there, and it's not like super small. Now it's just length, all right? Like keeping it going, right? Like summoning incendio, right?
I'm gonna like nudge and be like, have you ever tried this spell? Do you have any tips?
I'm sorry, I only practice the approved curriculum.
And you like this guy?
This is a proof curriculum per Durmstrang.
I thought it was Boba.
Bobaton.
Plot twist!
Dump slag!
she's Russian.
You see, why would I?
And male.
This
She's the
dude,
Black
Oh, no.
Widow of the Harry
No,
Potter.
the thing is,
Dude,
Durmstrang
full
and
on.
Bobaton are mixed.
you're just like it's of
schools.
Bobaton. You see,
They
he just
only
goes.
showed the opposite
Are they
sex.
mixed?
Why would
Yeah,
I care about
in
the
the movies, they
curriculum
just
of
showed
an
him. It's like,
inferior
oh, manly
wizarding
men, you
school?
stick. And I'm like, oh,
She's
come on,
not
there were buff
inferior.
women too. Let's
Dude.
go. Show that.
Far superior to
You
this.
have stick.
If it's
Stick
inferior,
very
why
good.
has
Stick.
no famous witcher wizard ever come from them?
If it's outside of France or outside of England, nobody knows anything about the other countries.
Well, hey,
He rolls his eyes and walks away.
there was a famous American wizard.
Is that Merlin?
And for the rest of you,
And a
you
Slytherin.
head down
Yes,
to the
my
Quidditch pitch,
favorite detail.
where we all are going. Woo!
I'm so
Where?
excited for this.
Bitch.
To the Quidditch.
Ah, yes.
The Quidditch.
I am going to totally get on team.
Get on there.
Yeah, no.
I'm here
Go,
to
fight,
audition
win.
for the team.
As you are all standing, light, again, rain mist turning into the mist of the ground as the warm ground, cool air all
Wait,
mixes
is he
together.
trying now?
I don't know. It's gonna
As you are all seeing, lots of people are down there.
Is Charles trying out?
As you can all see, there is a mess of students from every year and everything, and there are 4 students standing in front of them all. As you can see, these 4 students, you can see Rose Weasley, Albie Lloyd, Matt
Lock us.
Jenkins, and a
Goes-
kind of
He gets
older,
into
like,
this team, but I
Slytherin boy.
don't.
Wait, where's...
So help me if Tate gets onto the team and I don't.
That'll be hilarious, and I will
Yes, it
watch
will.
it every day.
I mean, if you want to go like the original Golden Trio,
You see
like,
Rose
two
steps
members
up.
of the team is
Oi,
probably-
shut it! Right, all you here for Quidditch Tryouts? Grab a broom. Let's do this! We're gonna go for the first round of the tryouts. Here we go. The first round is simple flying test. This is going to be, again, now it is also dexterity as it used to be. It's kind of like to give you, you will be like going around the pitch once as fast as you
Can I make it in athletics?
For you, yes. If you have the proficiency in brooms, you can make it the athletics because that would be. Everyone's it's a pure dexterity like
I
going
have
around.
proficiency on brooms, right?
Yes, you do. Sorry, I didn't write it on your sheet. I'm so sorry. But yes, you do.
I rolled really low, so can I try to chaos it?
Yes, you
Oh
can.
my gosh, how many times a day can you do that?
As many
As
times
it
as
has
you want,
similar
so
roll
you
wild
just
magic. Yep. Ooh, that's gonna be a 16. Oh, do I need to roll for a wild magic then? Or because it's the first one of the day, do I just have to wait till if I want?
Oh yeah, no, it's the first one of the day because it would have reset with your long rest.
So,
So, we're going to go down. Graham.
That is 14.
14, okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. I'll roll for Tate.
You fetcher.
Ooh. 14.
16.
16. You two are just watching.
Wait, is
15.
Charles
15.
trying out?
Charles is trying out.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well,
Hey, it's fine, fine.
You can catch him in between.
Oh
You can
no!
catch him
Why
in
are we
between.
doing
Catch him
afterwards? Between rounds.
Oh.
15 and what?
Synth 20.
Synth 20.
Hey, me and you both.
Zach and Cody, you two lead.
Hey!
I know, I heard it. One of you's American, which is worse.
Yeehaw!
14, 16. The DC was 13. So you and Tate barely make it with 14s. 15 also makes it.
Oh, we all made it.
Yes, all of you made it. Very surprising.
Very surprising.
No, I'm dead serious. Well done. As you all go through, a lot of students don't make it. Again, it's that like it helped going yesterday. Is that like okay? I know what we're doing. Just go fast, right? All of you make it to the next round. Oh, let me roll for Charles.
Charles.
Please tell me he fails.
Charles, as you two are approaching, Charles with a nat 20 makes it easily.
Yes, now we got to
You
do the
have
next
to
round.
roll.
Blithely like steps
Yes!
off the broom.
Yeah.
He puts the broom like over the shoulder, just like keep up.
I just put on my cowboy.
Over you.
Let's freaking
No,
go!
hear me out. I stick out a hand. I'm like, can we pause any form of rivalry to get
What
that
house is
son
he
of a
from?
Slytherin.
just collapse?
Did Tate make it?
Tate didn't make it. He got a 14 with you.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Tate's actually pretty dexterous. He has a +3 and roll by 11.
What is the next round going to be about?
The next round, you see they've started dividing a bit off into houses.
Wait, and how many rounds are there?
Now this is where we are going to actually say what position are you trying for.
Okay, can I get a rundown of those? I'm not
Yes.
a huge nerd.
Well, no, this is good. This is
What are you doing here?
the Quidditch captains would be telling you this anyway.
I'm so excited.
For Gryffindor, Rose explains she's already one of the chasers. So it's kind of that like,
and they do.
she's not going to be mean, but it's like,
They're like
We're all
offense
done.
and soccer.
Well,
the
okay, that didn't help.
The chasers, there are 3 chasers. So for Gryffindor, 2 open
But you're
slots.
not a nerd. You
The
just don't know
chasers
about
are the
nerds.
ones.
Think of them like forwards.
Hey, are you
Also
the Quidditch
didn't
captain?
help.
No.
Also didn't help.
The Quidditch captain, the chasers, there are 3 chasers. Their goal is to take the quaffle, the main ball. They pass it back and forth and try to score in the 3
Okay,
goals.
that helped.
Right? That is their goal. So they are fast, they have good strength and like passing back and forth,
So-
and decent dex when it comes to not
So
getting hit.
strength is important.
Yes.
I need anything that does not rely on strength.
Seeker?
I mean, there's a couple
So
of
here's what we got.
Seeker
Next
and,
up is the keeper. Obviously, the keeper is the one stopping the chasers from scoring. He is the goalie, the keeper.
Ron Weasley went as the keeper.
Oh, then I could easily do
Albie
that.
is the keeper for Hufflepuff, this big 6th year.
Right.
So he's the keeper for you guys, and so he's like that, like, hey, I'm captain and keeper. That's what I'll be. The next is the beaters. The Slytherin, Mason Moss, as you would eventually learn, he's a beater for Slytherin. Same with Clay for Gryffindor. He's one of the beaters. That's like, he is trying out. He did pass as well. And so it's that, like, he was a beater, so it's that still trying out. Beaters are definite strength. You would think, like, oh, is dex involved? No, it's a lot of strength when hitting the bludgers, because beaters' job is to use these bludgers to hit any other player they can. And it's strategic, right? Like, hey, let's hit the chasers because they're about to score, or let's hit the seeker, they're about to win, right?
If
Let's
it
just
helps Fred and
kill
George
someone.
with that.
Fred and George were very good because they had that strength, and they were really smart
Well
in that, like,
They were instinct.
good, because beaters, you want coordinated beaters. And finally, you have the Seeker,
Are
who
you
is
and
a
Mars
very
going for beaters?
blithe light
What?
player,
Are you and Mars going for
um,
beaters?
who is more
Mars
for
can
like
certainly
grabbing
Mars going to
for
try
like the snitch, right? Again,
Yes,
usually
I
you
don't
want to be
think
very
so.
dexterous and
Strength is
charismatic
like-
because it's again like finding the snitch, getting to it
Yeah.
fast.
I guess, August, should we have asked Izzy if Mars wants to try it?
I will
as
be
well?
working with Izzy on that. Don't
Okay.
worry. The other things you guys need to know is keepers, for metagame purposes, keepers are also very charismatic. you actually add in your charisma score when it comes to saving, because keepers is a lot of juking, right? You want to be able to call where they're gonna throw and pass.
I'm so sorry. Can I look at the potion one more time on your?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I just want to make sure.
I've got. Don't worry, I've got it
What
tabbed.
was
so
that
you can-
last little bit about keepers? My brain was somewhere else.
Keepers, good charisma scores are great for keepers, because they can add their charisma scores when it comes to saving, right? Where
What
it's
about
like
intelligence?
intelligence, you might do best in like
Okay, go.
chasers or keeper actually.
Okay.
Even though like, because as a keeper, if you're using like actions or you're trying to like try to like insight on players, right? Like that can help and figure out whether they're gonna try to pass. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. We'll start in the middle actually, Mara, and work our way out. Mara, what position are you trying for?
Seeker.
Seeker.
We talked about this.
Super small, super blithe. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll go over this. James, what position
So
do you want
we
to
do
try
have
for?
to pick just one, right?
I'd say there's enough leniency, but it's like at the end of the day, you're trying. It's kind of like an audition, right? Like, so what are you trying to really shine?
Can I be
Yeah.
honest? When I said audition, I didn't mean for it as a
No,
joke
you're fine.
at all. I literally was like, "Oh, I'll audition for the team,"
Yeah,
because my brain doesn't work with sports.
I get that. Yeah.
So, my primary would be keeper.
Okay.
What? Hey,
Keeper.
Oh, that's right. You were all fighting for
I'm
spots
going
on the
for
same
keeper.
team.
Sucks that you're in the same house, huh?
Or
Sucks.
I call dibs.
Yeah, I told you.
I
Oh,
don't
you like
care.
it's wrong to think.
No, that's totally fair.
You respect the
So
rules,
like
dibs.
keeper is
Is
that
dibs
kind of like
even
The
a
reason
thing,
behind
though?
that is not because I wanted to spite you, but when he was describing it in charisma, I was like,
Let's see.
that's my thing.
there's the Quidditch.
ooh, I love it.
Okay.
For the rest of you, so
What is
Uh,
Charles going for?
Charles is going for Seeker.
Oh, you have to ruin this.
What's
match.
Tate going for?
Tate, Tate's actually he's gonna talk. He's gonna go. Do I? I don't
You
know.
can go bludger. You're.
I could be a beater with bludgers. Maybe
Yeah.
I could
Oh, it's a
things.
beater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beater.
I have no idea
The
how this
bludger
game
is the
works.
ball.
You're good. Bludgers, yeah, that's a bowl.
Okay.
Well, you're American. You
Yeah.
do drugs, not sports.
No, we have a completely different game over there. Anyways,
We
What
do.
could be better than Quidditch?
it's
Oh, so
football.
many things.
Football.
No, it's something. There's like
You
actually.
throw foot around.
No.
I'm sorry. We're not gonna go through that whole bit. Cool. Tate's gonna go for beater then, like with Clay, or just maybe like, hey, I'll try
It's
beater.
okay. I'll cheer for you. You're the only other American I know.
So then, Cody,
Patriotism.
what are you gonna try?
Keeper.
Keeper.
Or main one's keeper might be seeker kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not seeker. Wait. Anyways,
Seeker is
which-
the one that is has
The
a
one you
dex.
mentioned with intelligence.
Yes. Keepers or possibly
Seeker.
Chaser? Was it
Seeker.
Chaser? Oh, seeker. Okay.
Seeker would work with intelligence as well.
Okay.
Because
Um,
unless he's changed it again,
Chaser.
last time for
Chaser?
Seeker, it's like making perception checks. to
What
see
if
if
it's
there's
Chaser
any
slash
players supposed to
beater.
catch, I
Chaser
would just,
slash
like,
beater.
fly
Actually,
and
can I
try and
change my
catch it.
answer? Chaser slash beater, because I have strength, but like.
So
I
two
want-
chaser slash
yeah.
beaters, keeper, maybe seeker,
Yeah.
seeker.
Whatever works best.
You guys get
I
to
have no
try.
idea how this game works.
Here's what we're gonna do.
So, chasers make the points, right? Beaters have bats, and there's these two balls that go wild. They gotta hit them, and they can
Okay,
hit them into the
Ravenclaw.
other team.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I didn't actually say that. We're friends because we did the whole.
Yeah, we did the whole hand thing. We're good.
Wanna
We're
break
gonna
that guy's leg?
start with
Yeah,
the seekers. So we're gonna start with you two. Here's what's gonna happen.
Charles, apparently.
When
A couple of you are gonna make checks.
are they going by house though?
This is like happening at once, right? This is
Hey,
like
I
a
want
lot
to
of different.
go. You should go and give him the.
Are you gonna do that before he
Because
goes?
it's cold. It's very cold.
So yeah, I'll be like, I'm gonna walk down.
Yeah.
I have my mug. I'm gonna. Is it like in like a thermos?
Yeah.
In a thermos.
What's your thermos?
I did not know you were trying out for the position of seeker. It is a most important role, and I want you to be strong. So have some of this. It is hot. I'm ready to go. I'll keep you warm.
Go ahead and make me a deception check.
Can I?
It's definitely deception.
I can't
She
help
said
her.
she was on her own.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like, yeah, if you're going down.
Deception is charisma based. Oh no, you don't have charisma. I should have done this.
Well, he wouldn't have trusted you.
I have a +4 to it. Ha! Ha!
She,
That wasn't
can
a
she
roll,
for
that was a
Tides of
slide.
Chaos?
Try it again.
What?
It was a slide, not a roll. Try it
An
again.
8 doesn't
It was
fail.
a slide. It was a
doesn't
slide.
fail?
Are-
But
It's sliding.
Charles just. Thank you. I'll drink it later.
Okay, that's fine. We just gotta hang
Um,
out with
Yeah,
this.
he'll get cold. He'll get
He's-
cold flying around.
This is, he's trying to psych himself. Get ready.
It's a cold day.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start by making a dexterity check to begin.
Just a check?
It might be more suspicious than
Yes,
That's very
and then
smart.
it's going to be a perception check as well.
But apparently I would have gotten a
Ooh,
8.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Dirty 20.
30, 20.
Actually,
With a
wait. I
10
would have
dex,
gotten a.
I can Tides of Chaos.
I would have
that's
gotten
bad.
a 10.
You
I have a
can.
+6.
Is 10 bad? Like,
Wait, and what'd you get?
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can. I think it would help.
okay, I will Tides of Chaos. That's even worse.
So you got a 10 on dex. Now make perception.
Well, first do I have to wild
Yeah,
magic?
Wild
Yes. Oh,
magic.
wild magic. This is now 1 through 3.
It's a
Ooh,
5.
close.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really close.
Okay,
Okay,
close.
Perception now?
Perception. Yes.
Oh, not terrible, not terrible. Do you have any added?
13.
No,
13?
not perception.
Oh.
12.
12. You on a 12 notice another student doing a little bit better than you, Mara.
Mm-hmm.
You could Tides of Chaos this to get better than them.
I'll
You
try it.
feel that innate magic surging and know there's like
Nope, even worse again.
Tides of Chaos.
another.
No, I can only. Well,
So go ahead and now
per
roll the
child.
Tides of Chaos
Oh,
wild
wow,
magic.
I see.
Yeah. Sorry.
1 through 4 now.
9.
Oh, I thought that was a 3. I'm like,
You watch what you guys like are doing to help now describe this. It is a challenge where like magic rocks are bright colored rocks are being flown around. It's that like, hey, how fast do you get to them? Cause like there's so many, we only have like a few snitches, so it's just like the rock. You guys are going through. On the net 20, Cody, you're going really well. Like you're not like falling. You're keeping yourself pretty balanced. But you got what on your perception?
13.
13. It's enough to like kind of keep up with some. Just enough.
Okay.
You're not doing terribly, but you are noticing there's this other girl, Ophelia, who's like kind of keeping on
She
par
left
with
my
you.
house.
Yes, another Gryffindor who's like, she made like you get the feeling it's like okay, crap, she's trying as well, and
I
she's doing
cast
good.
Wingardium Leviosa on her broom. Just kidding.
And it goes a little bit higher.
It could throw her off. Just saying.
No.
nah.
Mara, though, you are noticing you kind of fall behind.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is, at the end, what you notice, Charles also did poorly.
Mm-hmm.
There was another Slytherin,
That was not our
Julian was his name, who did much
No, because he
better.
didn't
But as far as we know.
That's true.
As you come down, you see Albie just like,
you should be careful.
not bad, kid.
You never know.
Try again another year.
When he drinks it.
Yeah, like, is there anything left to do
You didn't
metagaming wise
beat
at
the
this
DC.
point? Mm-hmm.
You tied with 13, but we'll see.
Okay.
Because we'll see what happens with keepers, right? Like, you didn't do bad. And you see Charles has thrown down his broom. As, like, Julian easily escaped, Charles has thrown down the broom and is stormed off.
Does he take a drink?
No.
Out of
He did not come get a drink. Because it's that, like, very bitter. Like,
Does
Mari, you did well. Charles did poorly.
Does
Um,
he have the thermos with him?
No.
We gotta go get it.
You gotta go get it.
Yes, we gotta go get it. I go get it
You
then.
go get it?
Yes.
Make a quick luck check. Yeah, you're
There's
fine.
some random student just drinking it. Like,
That would be awkward.
Nothing happens. You find the thermos, but Charles has left, as he did not make the cut, and neither
sucks
did
to
Mara.
suck,
I'm so
Charles.
sorry.
Rolling so badly.
I feel really
I can't
bad.
do
I
anything.
almost want to let you re-roll with better dice, because like it's not just you, but
Right, you can't, like, you cannot
But
just
it's
be
so
me at this
good
point.
to use.
I don't know, statistically, eventually it's going to happen where you just can't roll above a 5.
Honestly,
Like,
no,
that's
it's-
just the nature of
well, but like
randomness.
for the fact that every single campaign ever since she's gotten those dice, I've never seen Megan roll well.
Really?
I've, like,
Never ever.
Honestly,
Yeah, so at that
this
point, the
honestly
dice are
might
off.
be
Okay,
the
okay,
dice.
look, I got dice.
Here.
You wanna use mine?
Well, he's still deciding whether he'd allow that.
These are the first percent dice I've ever owned.
Sure.
Alright.
That's very nice
Treat
of
her
you,
well.
by the way.
This is again
Thank
for
you for
anyone
that one.
wondering what fudging rules. I've never seen Megan roll well ever. Like this is like not even fun.
Is this Dex or Perception?
We're gonna start first with your dex.
Nope, that's...
We're
12.
reset. You still have your text of chaos.
Okay.
If you want. So we'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
back.
That's 19.
Cool. So now roll your types of chaos. This is gonna be
For the wild
1
dice?
through 3 because we're
15.
okay.
See, this die is amazing!
Okay.
It's just nice. Now go roll your perception.
That's 11, but Tides of
You can
Chaos.
still tides of chaos, so we'll turn it to a 1 through 4.
Oh, nope, the 11 was higher. And then I'll roll for Wild
So-
Magic, which is 16 for Wild
But
Magic.
you did do better and faster. So you did not lose. You tied them.
Okay.
Because you beat the DC, so you were faster than this other Hufflepuff. We're gonna say.
Okay, you're on
Finley.
Hufflepuff. I don't have to worry about
Yeah, you don't have to
This
worry
is
about
with
it.
completion.
yet.
Yeah, I will say again,
Just hold on
like
to 'em
just
for now. Keep
Megan,
using
we'll go buy
Thank
you
you.
new dice, like because
Yeah,
this
like,
is
my dice are terrible.
Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
So was
Or
Charles
just
like fully eliminated from the match? Or
It's
is he
one of those
still
like
alive?
there were
There's
only
so
a
much
few
secret
Slytherins doing secret tryouts, and like Charles was the worst.
So he was
Um,
completely eliminated. Not
Complete.
other
It was one of those like, thank you, try again another year. Because again, you
He
guys are
nearly broke his
first years.
broom
It's not.
over his knee.
Oh no, he didn't break. Because that's
He-
he's
I
not
said
gonna break
nearly.
school
I
property.
said nearly.
Yeah. Alright.
He was
Okay, interesting.
So next up,
I'm
we're
I make eye
going to
contact with
go
Zach. I'm like, we beat him.
But we're gonna leave then, and we're gonna like,
go find him.
yeah.
All right, we'll help resolve that. We're now going to go to the beaters.
Woo!
Because you're going beater chaser.
Yeah.
Cool.
He's a turd.
You're doing that as well.
So we'll have another
us
chance
three.
at Chaser, yeah?
Strength checks is what these are.
Alrighty.
Excuse me, athletics. Because it's not just strength anymore. This is like an athletics 2-hit bludgers. It's kind of like, can you
16.
volley? Can you like fly in volleys? 16,
That's a 10.
10. Graham, it's like weird. Like, okay, I'm flying. But, oh shoot! Like, how do I stop it and hit at the same time? Tate is rocking it.
Oh,
I cannot believe this. Not that 20, but still very well. Like, you're noticing Tate is keeping par for course. Just goo. Like,
Tate's not allowed to be good at stuff.
he and Clay are like really good beaters right now.
Braxton is mean.
Tate and Clay are able to start
And they
volleying
think
really
I'm
well.
mean.
Like, they're smacking it like in and around hoops and around people.
Just because you're trying to actively poison one of your housemates.
We're not poisoning him.
Hey, the
And
fact
I'm
that
not
you both said it
making
at the
drugs.
same time in the same tone of voice now makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna pull, and I secretly added this! No.
By the way, the one potion you gave me, I did not expect, but I'm not complaining about.
And James, you're trying for Keeper.
Yes. Yes.
Can we turn the AC back on?
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
please,
It's
please,
getting
please.
really warm.
Sorry.
Also, next week, can I sit by the AC because I
Yes.
can handle the cold.
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do now.
Didn't we do
Graham,
Chasers
not
I'm
great,
the one who got here late.
but you got a 16.
and you're the one who
decent
lost
enough
your character.
for beaters. We are now
Who's
going
dead?
to go to chasers and
Oh,
keepers.
Oh, well,
Here we go.
okay, he's in
And so you
Don't
were
die.
trying chasers.
Well, I was trying
yeah.
to keep her.
You're trying keeper.
I'm chaser beater.
So we're gonna say like it would have eventually like rounding out through keepers. James, you are at one end, and Cody, you are at the other. Here's what's gonna be fun: is Graham. I'm gonna just make a roll, see who goes against who. Graham, you are going to be throwing against Cody. Zach, you are going to be throwing against James.
Not Zach versus Cody.
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna start with Cody and Graham.
Oh, I get it.
You get to go ahead and send me secretly. There is either the middle, the left, or the right hoop. Right? That's kind of how it works. And not to be like, but I said left, but meant right. No, if left for your left, right for your right. Okay? So if you say left and you say right, it means you went to your right and you went to your left. Okay? Very confusing. Or middle, which is obviously middle.
Do you want
You're
us
going
to
to
send
text
them as
me. Yes, you guys as well. Because you're going to send me where you're throwing for. And then once we know that, once I have it, you're going to make a roll because depending on what you chose, that's what decides the AC of like hitting, right? Because then you're going to roll to either catch or save, which is an athletics
so
check.
he chooses a hoop,
You're-
and then I make a roll.
So what's going to happen is you're going to choose a hoop to save.
to guard. Okay, sorry.
You get to add in, depending on what hoop you chose, and your charisma modifier.
Could I do intelligence? Of like,
Sure.
outsmarting my opponents.
Yes. Yeah, no,
looking
I
at the
see it, I see
strategy.
it. It's an intelligence thing, because then that's what's going to add to the AC. So send me, like, what the plus would be. Because if you choose the same one, it makes the AC much more difficult. If you choose totally different ones, obviously it's kind of a base, right? And then once we have all that, I have that, then the chasers are going to make the attack throw, right? Like it's like you're just making an attack with the quaffle and trying to hit the AC. So here we go. Let's start with.
Oh, sorry. I sent the wrong thing. I was looking at my saves.
You're totally fine. Go ahead and make an attack throw then, Graham. Strength, proficiency, because you have that as a Quidditch. Or enough with the broom.
Shit. That's a 3.
Oh.
3,
With
No, with
modifiers?
No, with
proficiency.
modifiers, that's a 5.
5.
With your proficiency and everything else?
Even with the
More
5,
than that, 2.
you huck as hard as you can, Graham. And as you go for that, Cody, you duck to your right, unfortunately.
Wait, okay.
Because again, whatever you send me is how, like, if you're going
Okay,
right,
I was-
you're right.
Okay.
It's almost like a rock, paper, scissors with left,
Yeah.
right.
It's kind of a rock, paper, scissors, but again, that's just AC. But even with
Okay.
that, Graham, you throw
I was
and
thinking right means
what
right.
you
no
realize
matter.
is you put way too much of an arc into it. And as it's arcing towards the hoop, Cody, you have enough time to, again, didn't beat the AC. What would have just been a base 10 as it's an unguarded hoop. Cody, you can fly over and quickly grab it out of the air. Save it. So, well done.
Woo!
James and Zach. Okay. Okay. And Zach is.
Yep.
You go in. Zach, make a strength or an attack, which is going to be your strength and proficiency.
Nat 20! Plus 5.
25. God.
Sorry. I didn't mean to scream that so loud. I'm sorry. I just realized what that means for you.
As
He's just
you
It's not the
mourning
volume.
his
You
Quidditch
see
career.
James, you see Zach coming down, gunning through middle. You realize, though, the fake out coming. And as you to the right, and Zach fakes out, also going left to then the same hoop, though, you watch as just ferocious muscle rippling under this dude's robes. Boom! Hits you square in the chest, bruising, pushing you through the hoop on that nat 20.
Nice.
Like, so successfully guarding it, which
Nice.
then would have been, like,
Good
for
job,
you,
you guarded it
that's
right.
already,
I
like,
guess the right hoop.
Nice.
plus your charisma, like, and yeah, plus 4 and everything, like, insane, but still under
Yeah.
25
Oh, yeah.
beating the
Oh,
AC. But just pure strength alone hitting through.
It doesn't make sense that they'd have 2 Gryffindors showing off, like facing off.
There's other keepers. It's just
Okay.
like that, like,
It's kind
hey,
of the
just to help.
rotate.
Um,
Rotating through.
But
Oh, no,
because
no.
we do need to resolve with the keepers, because Graham, you're going to get another shot.
Okay.
But another student's going to go on you, so
Yeah.
this is just something I'll
You
know.
got this.
Okay, I've made my
I'm
choice.
sorry, I
You
smacked
can
you.
send me a different one if you want, or you can just
So-
say I'll keep the
So I
same.
go again.
Yes. You guys are going again,
Hey, while
and
they're
I'm
doing
going to.
that, can I actually, while he's down and we're getting ready for the next thing, he's gonna go. Can I be like, hey, sorry about that.
Well, it's like they have to
Oh.
make, because it's like, it's kind of like they weren't able to get your. It's like, dude, if a kid has enough manpower to push someone through the hoop by hucking a ball at them, so they're giving you, and it's
Yeah.
like, let's do like a normal.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
Like-
hey, if I get in, I'd love to match up against you. You got this.
Yes.
And internally, he's like, no.
No, not again,
Don't
please.
mess up my pretty face.
He's like, I can't breathe.
I can't.
I broke a lung.
And while it's happening, Graham, make your attack throw.
Okay.
You got this, Graham.
That is 19.
Nice.
19.
It's a lot better than 5.
James, you watch as Graham, you grab the quaffle. This time,
Wait,
your
are we making cheering checks for tryouts?
Oh yeah, can we?
tryouts don't work. I will let you
Okay.
guys know during games, if you're not actually playing, you can make what's called a cheering check to like give advantage or disadvantage. In tryouts, though, this is a very base like, hey, we're just seeing what you can do.
Yeah.
Like, are you better than someone else, right?
Are you smarter than a 4th grader?
Right.
You
Fun
know,
fact: if your thing had gone off, it would have really hurt for him. But like, we'll see what happens.
But he already like hurt himself. So.
Or it could have gone great, actually. You know, I don't know. Graham, you are zooming through, and you see Cody's like looking at you, looking left and right, and what you realize is, as you go up, watch Cody start to dive left and huck it straight towards the middle hoop.
Fetcher.
Ducks through.
I definitely give you a high five. Nice. And then I scream up to my students, "You see that? You can't turn them against me!" Because, like, we're in the same car. And, like,
What's your criminal reference?
Okay.
yeah, we were in the same car.
Oh.
when we were
But
Hogwarts,
who are you
Um,
showing at?
James, as you
Oh, my
watch,
brother.
this is
And I
just a
pointed to the Gryffindor
Hufflepuff
leader.
dude coming at you, right? Coming up, right for whew, hucks it. And again, you see that fake out, but instead of left, you realize he was going all the way around. You circle to your right, and this time ready for strong arm. Boom! Catch it and bring it into your chest.
Yeah.
Well done and
Heck
saved.
Nice.
And maybe you should be paying attention to the Gryffindor people.
That was insane.
So there's like no rolling involved with being a keeper?
Keepers is a lot of it's luck.
Can
There
you
is
tell where they're
the
going?
rolling actually comes more in actual matches
Okay.
because it's like during
It's
your
just-
turns it's like making again no spoiler because it's a lot, but it's like you can actually make what's called like secret actions to like ultra guard a hoop, if that makes sense. Like, hey, yeah, on my turn I can say to guard hoop, but like I would let you prep. Like if they go for the middle hoop, that's now an insane AC, right? Or it's that, hey, can I insight check to figure out where they're going? Or hey, can I figure out strategy?
makes
Like
sense.
it's more in this. In like
Okay.
tryouts though, it's a lot of just like, hey, is your AC high enough? Because again,
Okay.
tryouts
It's
aren't
just-
perfect.
I know, it's just weird because it's like we're both guessing a hoop. We both get a bonus to it, but then he gets to roll.
Mm-hmm. Well, but to give you an unguarded hoop's a 10. If you're guarding it correctly, it's a 15 plus your AC.
Okay.
So then, like, for you, it's making it like about an 18. So it's like a pretty hard. It's not perfect, but it's the best mechanics from what I've looked on the internet to like come up with. Because
Okay,
like
it's just
everything else gets too crazy, and then it makes it not fun to play. Because then you're like, well, this is just like a full battle, but on brooms. Everyone's got a
Those come
broom of
later.
flying, right? Here's what happens, Graham. You have made Chaser.
woo.
And Tate has made Beater, and James, you are a keeper.
Wow.
Cody,
that's a really
you
young
tied though with the other Gryffindor. They're going to do a runoff with you and Mara with some of you because they need another Chasers or Seekers, right? It's that like, hey, we think we guys, but we want to see you because we couldn't decide, right? It was that like, hey, we noticed you guys. So you two, it's going to be at the same time. They are going to release a couple snitches.
And it's just 4
This
seekers
is
on
like,
the field at the
there's
same
like,
time.
again,
Yeah.
this is just like 4 Seekers, right? That's why like, okay, we can release 2 snitches, because eventually one of them will find their way.
Go.
Yeah.
Here's what's gonna happen.
No one.
Adrian, come on, as the fellow American.
Blow the dice, fellow
die.
American.
My fellow Americans!
It's the Las Vegas luck.
Get over that. There you go.
There you go.
Excellent.
Be happy.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Not
You can
me,
either
like,
make
you
me
tonight.
a
I'm honestly
perception
just
check,
thinking of,
an
Rogue
investigation.
Colorado all night.
or you can start by making just a pure dexterity, right? Like just start off a
Yeah.
pure like go go go, right? Like
Perception.
so. Tell me what you're doing, and then make the roll.
I'm gonna go Dex.
I'm gonna go perception.
Dex and perception. Okay.
That was exciting.
Interesting.
16.
16.
18.
18.
Dang it.
Wow.
Well, we're not competing against
Well, that's
each
true
other.
because I'm.
Again, in theory, you're just like it might give you that like, oh, now I see
it's
what
like a
might shake
benchmark.
out. You guys are going. Mar, you immediately are zooming. You are going in and out and everything. On the 18th, Cody, you see one of the snitches immediately by a Ravenclaw Tower and start booking away. Mara, you keep going. What you mean is you're outpacing your opponent easily. And Cody, your opponent hasn't yet spotted anything, you can tell. But your opponent then seeing you going is going to just tail you.
Okay.
Mara, you notice your opponent might have noticed something. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna make me an investigation or perception. Cody, now this is going to be a pure either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
In a opposed DC to get to this snitch.
I'm gonna Tides of Chaos this one.
Tides Chaos, okay.
Dang it, advantage.
No, the first one was still better, so the higher roll was a 10.
High roll was a 10.
Investigation. And I'm gonna roll for wild magic. What am I up to?
1 through 5.
Oh, 12.
Okay.
Now I roll high.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Do you want to roll
12.
higher than wild magic?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
she said
but it's
now
not like I
roll
should
high.
have rolled
Okay.
high earlier.
So I rolled Mara first, I'm rolling yours. Interesting. As you all watch, again, this is
how this plays out.
insane. Like, everyone's cheering, because again, it's down to just this. Everyone's either on the ground or watching.
And
As
you cheer for me.
Cheering for Cody.
everyone is zipping in and out.
Maria!
As you watch, just everyone immediately, like, Tate is down with you and James, like, because you guys are like, dude, we made the team. Tate just screams, like, he saw it! He saw it! He's gonna get it! Look at him! He's gonna get it! This other girl is, like,
Okay.
on your tail hard, though. Like, immediate, like, hand in hand.
Kick her in the face.
Mara, as you look down, you see this person has darted off, and you immediately, like, crap, like, start going after them. And in both of you stop, look at each other, and realize you are both holding a golden snake.
Wait,
What?
Me and her?
Yes! How
Nice.
did I get that on a 10?
Oh my god!
Nice.
Because for you, I rolled a natural 1
For the snitch.
for the other person. These were
The other
opposed,
person.
right? Yours was so close because you got the 11
I got a 12.
or 12. Excuse me. They got a 10. Yours was closer.
That's so
I think there's like a
Insane.
split second
Wow,
where like all
so
the rivals
all of
are
you?
forgotten. I just look at
Cool.
Snitch and then just like grin at you like,
Yeah.
that
Not
split
realizing-
second of like just
Like,
pure
this is
glee.
perfect for your rivalry, yo.
Yeah. See you on the
We'll
field.
play each other eventually.
As insane eruption of cheers.
It's fine.
You all like land. It's that like, hey, super cool. As again, like pretty diverse spread. You know, again, like
Wait,
Thank you for the die.
you're noticing. Yes,
Did Zachary make the team?
Did I make the team?
yes, you did.
Yeah, you,
I'm
you
sorry.
didn't tell me.
Oh, I'm so
Oh!
sorry. But
thought he did.
slamming
I
a
didn't.
child through a hoop with pure
I
athleticism
kind of figured
is
it
making
out.
a
Wait,
yeah, that's a keeper.
That's
Check mark. Like
Like, you
he
should
not
write a
only
beater.
even though the keeper called the shot,
It doesn't matter.
he
You
just
threw it
hit
in.
him hard enough. Check.
Are you
Check
sure you're
mark.
not channeling Trent right now?
I just play strong
Wait,
dumb
did the
people, it's
entire
fine.
Chaos crew make it onto the team?
Everyone,
Yes.
this is gonna be crazy.
Oh no, it's the
Chaos
new
Crew.
Marauders Chaos
Yeah,
Crew.
all of you guys made it on.
At
As
least we're like not all on the same team.
Rose comes over to you guys, as well as just like, hey,
Wait,
welcome
team
to the
two?
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tate
Um,
made it on.
As
Four
our
first
keeper
years on the
is
Gryffindor
now
Quidditch team.
James Black. Beaters are
Your whole team is just like first years.
It's like first years don't make it
More
onto the
than
team.
half the team.
Literally
Seven
4
players.
Yeah.
first years to get onto the
Graham,
Gryffindor team.
Clay, as well
Let's
as
do this.
Our year is terrifying.
Good luck with that, gang.
oh, excuse me, Graham, you are not a beater.
Wait,
less
we
terrifying
all
than
get
we showed
10
up at
galleons.
Camp
Yeah.
No. As you know,
He said 10 galleons to any
to
one.
crush them in the team. Because he
I
did
crushed
clarify. I made sure to clarify. It's
I
that, like, get
crushed
on the team and then help us
It's like to
crush
clarify.
them.
Can I walk up to my brother? It's like to clarify. Brother.
You didn't hear this, Bet.
No. Oh,
Nope.
come on.
Not at all.
Oh,
That's metagaming.
That's
I'm
metagaming.
sorry, I would have been
Because
more-
James Black as keeper, Rose Weasley, Lila Reed, and Graham McGregor as our chasers, Tate Cole and Clay Abbott as our
I don't
beaters,
think it means
and with Cody Williams, sorry I misspelled that, as our seeker. Clay claps your shoulder. It's just like great. It's just like 10 galleons, first one to crush him in the match. Very just under the breath, as you know, Rose Amelia's gonna start telling you. As for our
Can I talk with my
Hufflepuff
captain
team,
and see how she feels that I sent a child through the hoop?
Who?
I kind of want
What?
to know. My captain.
Oh,
You're 11.
your
You're a
captain,
child.
Maddie
You
Jenkins, is just
barely
like,
may have hit puberty.
So
all right.
You're a child.
You ready to make some souls bleed?
Yes. This terrifying, calculating Ravenclaw energy of like.
Let's see.
Blood for the blood god. Skull for the skull god.
Milk for the cornflakes! And I said that.
It's a meme.
Hell, whatever. Yeah.
What?
As yes, one of the chasers is no longer Jones. It is
Skull for the skull through. Milk for the cornflakes.
milk for the cornflakes. Zach, you make it on. You're everyone cheering everything, and we're going to resolve finally before we finish up our Slytherin gals.
Slytherin gals.
As you run through,
today.
what do you do
Terrifying.
trying to find?
You should.
What do you do trying to find Charles?
So we would have.
I'm going to ask some portraits.
We would have followed him. Where
You
did
can
we
ask the
go?
part.
Do we want to follow
Did
him?
you see something? Yeah, that way. Like it's that easy. Like they can point you along
He
the
looks
way.
kind of angry. Like, okay.
You follow him all the way back to the common.
Yo, where's the more angsty than usual?
Charles is sitting like looking at like the fire, just kind of like
skull split.
hand, just that like glaring into the fireplace. What do you guys do?
What does Brigitte do?
Okay,
Really?
so I'm gonna be putting it onto the thermos, but I'm gonna pretend like it's mine that I will give to him because he lost. So I'm gonna have to like really pull this off that I didn't just grab this to give it to him, but like it's mine now. Like I had one for me and one for him.
And then I'm just going to say, like, hey, we can always have a great comeback next year, dude.
I need. You can either make a deception check each, or one with advantage with the help from the other.
You guys are
Can
making
you please help me?
enemies.
Because he's letting us do this together. Please, I've got a +6.
Yeah, I'm
Help
helping
me.
you.
Help. That's an 18.
Oh my god.
And that's a 19. Plus 6.
5.
You guys are taking advantage of an 11-year-old kid who
You
just got
see,
rejected from
Charles
the
is
team,
just
pretty much.
They're also 11.
fine.
Yeah, I know.
They just obviously don't recognize skill. And I can do better, but what a stupid one time off, stupid little challenge. Not
Right?
even making on team.
So is it possible to keep showing off during the Quidditch class?
I have to wait till next year. That's how Quidditch works.
But hey, this is where you practice and you show them next year exactly what kind of mistake they made.
Whatever.
But would practice really help if you're just self-talented?
That's true.
You guys are devious. You see, Charles is just it's that like slight. Well, yes, obviously. Just because I'm a first year. They just let anyone on first years in Gryffindor team.
I mean, it's Gryffindor.
So
All brawn, no brain.
So
Wrong.
that just means that they will fail this year, and
That's
that's next year you will prove them that
Ugh.
you are worthy for the position.
Whatever.
So is there I brought this I brought some cider for me because it was cold outside, but I think you might need it more than I do.
Of course, he's not going to question it then because it's
You watch
I
Charles
got 25, dude.
just takes it, just in that very ugh.
Oh my god.
Run to the girls' dormitory as fast as you can.
No!
You watch Charles drinks it just.
Guys, just roofie an 11-year-old.
No!
We roofing
See,
an
I'm
11-year-old.
not
That's the
making
name
As
of the
Charles-
They are.
Like weird, like look comes over him as he's starting to find just. Brigitte, I love you. And that is where we're gonna end this session for tonight. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. As they roofie 11-year-olds. Good night, everybody.